Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, we're episode 307 of Kingdom Hearts My Mom Found. Okay, My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's smelling the darkness with me tonight?
Never gets old.
No, it does not.
They can take your world, they can take your heart, cut you loose from all you know. But if it's fate, then every step forward will always be a step closer to home. I am Joseph Butler, but please call me Joe.
And it is I, the Vice President of the United States, Richard Hawk. But no, it's actually Dominic. Hi. How's it going?
Why are you making that reference?
Because Phoebe made it before you got on the call.
Okay.
Yeah, it's me. I'm back. It's
And what's your
Emanuel.
name, sir?
It's Emanuel, aka twitch.tv/Commander Lionheart. You can find me whatever and all that stuff. Yes, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, after one recording where I wasn't here. Yes. Hi.
You said no.
I said no, sir, but I also, didn't.
No, I didn't.
I had some technical electrical problems. Also, I'm kind of sick, so if you hear me like a little bit of runny or whatever, yeah, that's why.
It happens to the best.
I've come to the conclusion your island doesn't like electricity.
Kind of. Something like that. I think that they might be allergic.
Hi, I'm Phoebe Stanton, and look, Mike, it's a numbered Kingdom Hearts game where we don't have to listen to This Is Halloween. They finally decided to let it go.
I hate you so much.
No, you don't.
That was awesome. I love that Phoebe.
We're not ending our journey, but we got into the part of a conclusion to our journey that started in May 15, 2022. We did the first Kingdom Hearts. And now,
something.
2 years later,
2.5.
yeah, we finally get to Kingdom Hearts 3, developed by Square Enix, Business Division 3, I guess, published by Square Enix, and came out in 2019.
One in a long list of games that was forever talked about and finally came out.
Yeah.
Teased for several years because there's so many goddamn E3 trailers for this fucking game.
Final Fantasy 15 was another one. The Last Guardian was another one.
We are
One of
not.
those games is good.
Duke Nukem Forever for counting the whole of the 2010s.
One of those games is good.
We are not talking about Final Fantasy 15 in this podcast. We will not talk about Final Fantasy. We're going to talk about Final Fantasy 15.
We're talking about the other boys that go on an adventure together.
The one that's not a garbage fire. Woo!
And we won't be talking about the DLC. That will be another episode that you will get. Originally, I was
gosh.
going to do it in December, but that's not happening. So you'll get it some point
Whenever.
next year. Because I need a break.
That's fine. It's because if we did the DLC with this, it actually would probably expend this like another hour. So it's fine.
But
That's why
yeah,
it's
you're
its own
done with the
episode.
Kingdom Hearts prologue. Now we can finally start Act 1 when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out.
Now the true game begins.
Now the true game begins.
So I always like to start these with memories. I never played this because when it came out, I had skipped every other Kingdom Hearts except for I played 1 and 2, and that was it. And I'm like, I don't care about Kingdom Hearts anymore. It's too many years have passed. I had no intention to ever play this. I didn't even pick it up ever. And I buy tons of games I'm never going to play. And I didn't own this in any physical form, which was surprising. And then we started this series. And my God, if you do not play, if all you played is 1 and 2, good fucking luck.
I love that so much. I love it.
Because none of those games are spin-offs.
You better
They're all-
own every single console in existence, including a phone.
Which, I mean, I don't have a phone that can run the phone game. Well, I probably do, but I don't care. But everything else.
Well, it doesn't
Got you
exist
covered.
easily.
Hey, you know what? You can't complain if you never played all of them. They legit released 3 different versions of the Kingdom Hearts series, including one literally called, and I have it in my possession, The Story So Far, which has everything but 3. So if you didn't buy that before playing this,
They even
Doesn't have
the
Union Cross in it.
It doesn't have recoded, and it doesn't have 358 by 2 days. Just has
they have
a,
the all-in-one package as well, which has 3 as a second game case in a slipcover with the story so far.
it has the text adventures of 358 and recoded. That still counts, apparently.
Not to me. I mean, yes, you're getting the story, but you're missing out.
The day they release the Odds and Ends collection with 358 recoded and Pixel Chain of Memories remastered, it'll be a good day.
It would be a good
That'd be
day.
amazing.
And Joe, what is your history with this game?
Okay, so I have a very fucked up, touching story. So I've been waiting for this game for years. Like, legitimately, like, every year is just like, oh, it's E3. I sure hope we get a Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. So when they finally like had the big like, we have a release date, it's coming. I worked at the prison for about 6 years. Hated that job because I worked in Texas, South Texas, where everyone was abnormally homophobic, including my supervisor because I worked in the back for the kitchen department. And it was really hard to get days off back there because I worked night shift. Anyone that's worked night shift for like any kind of food service, night shift gets blamed for fucking everything. Like,
yeah.
Like things aren't as clean as they're supposed to. Night shift's fault. Some stuff wasn't restocked that the morning crew was supposed to restock. Night shift's fault. Morning crew came in, toilet exploded. Night shift's fault. Even though we were a 24-hour facility, didn't matter. And one thing that didn't help either, one of my supervisors to get good boy points told our higher supervisor, he was a sergeant, or my main supervisor, a major, or captain, I apologize, told him that I would call off to play video games. And I was like, y'all come to work? And he's like, so you call off to play video games, huh? And I'm like, dude, I called off because I'm fucking depressed and this job fucking sucks. Leave me alone. I have like over 100 hours in PTO. You cannot be mad at me for calling off.
You're not supposed to use your PTO. It's only there just to look at.
As where jobs
Fuck
work.
off.
You have
Yeah.
PTO, fucking use it.
So I put in, because this game came out on a Friday, I put in that Thursday, obviously, so I can play at midnight, Friday and Saturday. And I went to my supervisor, I handed it to him, I go, here you go, sir, I like these days off. And it was a month in advance, so it's whatever, especially because we knew that the date was coming. And he goes, oh, so do you mind if I ask you what's going on with this? I go, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, Captain. I've been waiting like 13 years for this fucking game. I looked him straight in the eye saying this too. I go, I've been waiting 13 years for this game. You can look it up. You can see. I'll even show it to you if you want to on the work computer. I've been waiting 13 years for this game.
13.
So I'm letting you, yeah, that's a joke. I am letting you know I am taking these days off. And he goes, well, I'll see what I can do. I go, no. I am taking these days off. And I looked him straight in the eyes. And he the other reason I didn't think he didn't like me because he was a completely Jesus guy. He had a cross up in his office. He'd pray with the inmates, which was super weird. Either way, he's a religious guy. I looked him straight in his eyes. I went, if you not give me these days off, not only am I not coming to work. He goes, well, if you don't come into work, you're going to get in trouble. I look at him, I go, if I do not play this game, I'm going to fucking kill myself. 13 years. You do not understand how much I've been waiting for this fucking game. So to give it to me off, or you're not going to see me, or I'm going to fucking kill myself. And he went, oh, okay. Came to work the next day. It was approved.
I don't like you have PTO. Like just give it a month in advance. Who cares what you're?
I respect the hustle.
It's like okay,
to get it.
The point was too is I worked food service, so if I got off, someone from the main like security line would have to replace me, and no one liked working in the kitchen, so it was hard to find people to cover on night shift. But also, fuck you. You said this is a job of work. Figure it out.
You're the manager. You manage the staff, and you fill the holes. That's the
That's not
job.
how it works. You have to call
That's not
your
how it
own
works.
replacement.
That's so stupid.
Maybe
As someone who's been a manager, I would never ask my employees to do that because that's not their job. They're sick
I never did either.
or whatever.
Mike,
the
what did you
manager
say?
is there.
Nothing, Phoebe. Nothing.
No, what did you say? What the fuck did you say,
So I'm
Mike?
surprised you get days off at your job.
Hey, you know what? Fucking car accident back in March. They still expected me to come in that night.
Yeah, they did.
Well, yeah, I mean, you were okay. You were alive, so why not work?
I will fucking kill you.
Phoebe, there's a picture of Phoebe at like her machine, like both arms and legs wrapped up like a cactuar, just like starfished out, and just like,
Oh
I'm here at
no,
work.
this was an overtime night too. This was on a Saturday, and then they said, see you on Monday. And I looked at them and I went, no, you fucking won't. And I didn't go in.
Hell yeah.
And Phoebe, what is your history with this game?
I waited many, many years after Dream Drop Distance to play this. And I don't remember if I played this the day of or that weekend, but I definitely bought it that weekend. It was really fun, not really being that much of a smartphone person until 2017. That was the first time I ever got a smartphone. I wasn't really actually doing smartphone gaming. So when we hit a certain character by the end, I'm playing this game going, what the hell is going on? Did I miss something? And the answer was yes, I missed something extremely important.
Okay, and Dominic.
I, of course, knew this game was coming out in 2019. I remember the DLC coming out in 2020. I did not buy it. I was not interested. I knew it was a frozen world, so I was kind of turned off by the idea. The only thing I had in reference of this was like Jan Ochoa of Giant Bomb really loved it and was really down for it. And I'm like, okay, if Jan really likes it, then maybe it's worth playing at some point. And here we are.
And Emanuel.
Well, I've been a Kingdom Hearts fan since almost day one, more like year one. So, yeah, I was obviously much like Joe here, like anticipating this game for 13 fucking years. We had to go through a lot of hoops, so many hoops.
The hoops were worth it, though.
So many
Hoops were
hoops.
worth it.
There were some really good hoops, and there were some hoops that were questionable. But ultimately, we got there. I'm pretty sure that I think I asked for the weekend of when this released. I actually I pre-ordered this from the Square Enix store directly because I want it. When this came out, it was like end of January, beginning of February of 2019. So my birthday is the 3rd of February. So I was like, this is my treat yourself birthday present to myself. Like, I'm gonna just buy the quote unquote collector's edition, which is not really a collector's edition because it doesn't come in a special packaging or anything. It was just the box that has the play art figures of Sora, Donald, and Goofy from the Toy Box world, and the deluxe edition of Kingdom Hearts 3. And that was the quote-unquote collector's edition. It wasn't
Wasn't it Steelbook too?
Yeah, but it comes with the deluxe edition.
And now we know what's in the box.
We know what's in the box.
But not in the black box.
Edition.
Oh, we have theories about the black box.
Is
We
it
do not
me
have
or are
theories about the black
Steelbook's now on the way out?
No,
Yeah, now it's
it-
popcorn buckets.
Oh boy, now it's popcorn buckets. Yeah.
Yeah, you say that, and I was like, who buys popcorn buckets? But yeah, I'm looking at one right now, unfortunately.
Oh, shit. And anyways,
I have
I'm
one.
pretty sure that I took off the weekend. Either the weekend or I had the whole week off that from work. I don't remember which one it was. I just know that I was like super excited to just goddamn get my hands on the game and play it. And I thought it was good back then. What do I think now? You'll know by the end of this episode. So stay tuned, fellow listeners.
Emanuel and I are going to have some interesting conversations.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a doozy of an episode.
I mean, the 2.5 year wait alone was a lot for me.
Yeah.
To find, well, I mean, I did play one Enchanted Memories before, so, but still.
Yeah, you hadn't experienced a series like this.
I didn't get to meet Shion and Ventus and all the other friends until now.
Oh, and fun
so-
fact, I said 2.5 years ago, but my mom actually did get me into Kingdom Hearts. She bought me Kingdom Hearts 1 because I asked for it. But she's the reason I ended up playing Kingdom Hearts.
That's the genesis of this entire podcast. The game your mom found was Kingdom Hearts.
Yay!
And I mean, it's funny, but yeah. I mean, she only bought it because I asked her to. Because I'm like, Final Fantasy characters, I gotta play this.
Who knew that the thing that was behind the door to Kingdom Hearts was game my mom found?
Wait, there are Final Fantasy characters in this?
Not this one.
Mhm.
And we have
No,
a very
there's some movement.
strong theory behind that, which we won't get into right now.
Mm-mm.
We just got past the introduction part finally. Okay. Now. So for those that I'm gonna do my little spiel. For those that don't know, I mean, yes, I made a Facebook post about it, but I'm assuming some people must have been in this category. I remember people being all excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. I remember I didn't care, but like you go from Kingdom Hearts 2, and then you have Recoded, you have Birth by Sleep, you have
358.
358.
358 by 2 days, you have Dream Drop Distance,
Enchanted Memories.
2.
you have 2.8, which has Fragmentary Passage, which does matter. You have Back Cover, which matters. You have Union Cross, which matters. Like this shouldn't have been number 3. This should have been. They really should have had more number. Like Dream Drop Distance should have been 3, but I get why it wasn't, because when you do a number entry, you want it to be a big seller, a big title. Like I get that, but none of them were spin-offs. They were all part of the story.
It doesn't
Empire
have the
Strikes
same
Back
rules.
isn't Star Wars 5, it's Star Wars 2.
Yes, the 5.
Get ready for
mean-
Kingdom Hearts 4.52 divided by 17.
I mean, we did get Kingdom Hearts 2.9 at the beginning of this game.
Oh my god.
Which is a very funny title drop.
I fucking love that. I just
It's great.
I mean,
I was like, you motherfucker, Nomura.
now
So-
it's not so bad because people can play the majority of them. Like you can get the whole set on Steam. It's out there now in easy collection stuff for a couple games that don't exist, but at least the cutscenes exist.
It's on the cloud on Switch, if that's your bag.
No, do not do that. For the
Don't.
love
But,
of
like,
everything.
It's there for people, but it's still not the same. Like, because there's people who skipped all that stuff because it didn't matter to them
Mhm.
because they didn't realize how important it was. I'm still upset that Melody of Memory is not on Steam. It's only on Epic.
Well, those people should have done their research and not been so stupid.
It's
Or
on
they
the
should be
Switch.
and not play Melody of Memory.
We're gonna have to play Melody of Memory,
Don't.
unfortunately.
It's on the schedule in April.
So
I'm
we
not
are
playing
not.
Melody of Memory.
I'm playing Melody of Memory.
I'll play it. I'll
playing it.
finally open my goddamn copy of Melody of Memory. I wasn't planning to, but hey,
and I will
PlayStation.
play Final Fantasy
PlayStation Plus
15.
decided to take them away.
I'm just hoping it goes
Yeah.
on sale on Epic at some point so I can buy it for not $60.
So
So-
by the time that people hear this episode, they will have already been gone. But we're recording this on the 17th. 2 days from now, they're taking away the Kingdom Hearts games from PS Plus Extra and whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought they were taking them off the
Serious?
digital marketplace at first.
No, not the digital marketplace, but just the PS Plus Extra thing. And I'm like, fuck
Oh,
you
the
guys. I'm
catalog,
gonna have to
Benny.
put a disc again.
I mean, so this was a long-awaited sequel. I mean, you guys are waiting 13 plus years for this. Like,
Mhm.
I get it.
It was
I stopped
13
caring.
years because Kingdom Hearts 2 was 2006.
I stopped
And this
caring.
was
By
2019.
2010, I didn't care anymore. when this finally came out, like, I don't give a shit. Like, that
I mean,
was my
I-
mindset.
I was fully following it, but even then, that meant that unless you had a smartphone, the last game was on the 3DS in 2012,
Unless you
Mhm.
played all the remasters.
which I did not. So
And-
it was
and
a
there was
7-year
2.8.
wait.
Yeah, the in between was fine for the most part because we at least got a chance to do all the final mixes and such. You know, because whenever the 1.1.5 and 2.5 were all
Yeah.
being released, we never got the final mixes, so it was just a perfect opportunity for us to replay that and see what we missed because Japan hates us for some reason. Back
Hey,
then they
my
did.
first PS4 game I bought the day I got my PS4 on a Black Friday was Kingdom Hearts Collection 1. Whatever the hell, 1.2 or whatever the hell it was.
1.5 plus 2.5 HD remix.
Yes, which I never played, by the way. I never even loaded up that copy, not even once, because I did all the PS2 copies for this episode for this show because they had emulators. But
Until now.
this I played legit because I didn't have a choice,
You didn't have any choice, Michael.
so I had to play legit. It was fine. I mean, it wasn't. I played on beginner mode. It wasn't too hard.
It's not
No.
a hard game.
So,
Nope.
I feel like it could
It
be.
is not.
Oh, we'll get there.
So
Mhm.
On
The
normal,
DLC
it was fine.
Just says, fuck you. You thought that this was easy? Oh, that's cute.
just like every single Kingdom Hearts game, we have to go through the main issue, the main thing that always happens whenever you boot up this game. So, Dominic, Michaelton, what did y'all think of the opening?
I mean,
I don't remember it.
God damn it.
who doesn't remember Face My Fears?
It is literally my ringtone for 5 years. So,
God damn.
I played this game in a week.
Yeah.
I do love some Hikaru Utada.
With
Mm.
Skrillex.
with Skrillex.
It's fine.
I like it.
I don't remember it, but I'm gonna look it up now.
I
That's
mean, you
not
know,
the worst part of that animation.
Sanctuary was of its time. Face My Fears is of its time, and they're fun little throwbacks now.
Yeah. Face My Fears blew my tits clean off.
At the time, I remember being like, "Oh, Skrillex, that seems kind of dated, but sure."
Yeah, when you first heard that Skrillex and Natalie Karu were doing the opening, you were like, Skrillex, really, Skrillex? Why? But then you hear it and you're like, oh, okay, it's fine, it's good.
It's
I don't even know who Skrillex is.
You don't know who Skrillex is?
Wow.
Jeez.
dubstep,
Michael.
Mike.
Oh,
Even
I don't-
me living in the boonies here on an island in the middle of nowhere know
I don't
who the
listen to
fuck
music,
You live
Skrillex
a
is.
better life than the rest of us.
The
Jeez.
man who pretty much popularized dubstep.
King of dubstep.
I'm gonna ask a dumb question. What's dubstep?
God.
Okay,
Okay,
but then
so
you add 15 times.
great
more
opening,
bass.
really good, really solid, really love it.
Oh, it's a chess game too. Okay, I remember it now. Where it shows them they're playing the chess game between a young Xenonort and
Benonord,
I forgot the other guy's name.
Drake Bell.
Ericus, Eriquez.
Eric
Like
Drake
another
Bell.
character
Drake
it would make
Bell.
zero sense to you if you hadn't played
Or by
Birth
Sleep.
by Sleep.
By the by, you can buy that chessboard for like $2,000.
It's tempting.
God, I hate it.
You can buy something 3D printed for me, to be honest. So,
Yeah, but then it won't be ready to meet real gold and platinum, apparently.
oh, okay. If it's made out of real gold and platinum, that kind of makes sense. I wouldn't do
Yeah,
it.
no.
That's crazy, but it makes sense.
Yeah,
How-
it's a chessboard and also made of real like gold.
How does
When I
everybody
have a mansion
feel?
when I get older, that's going to be in my library.
How does everybody feel that the intro lies?
How does it lie?
They show the final battle or like a preview of all the warriors at the final battle, and Riku still has Way to Dawn.
Uh,
And it's a much better Keyblade. Fuck Braveheart. It's so dumb.
I like
It's
his
imagining.
I don't
It's
know.
not
Does
literal.
Mickey still have the Kingdom Key D, or does he have the Star Blaster or whatever the
I
fuck?
don't
the
think he has
modified
Starlight.
version.
I think he has the Kingdom Key D.
Okay. So, sometimes what I'm thinking is that some decisions might be made after the fact that some things are done, at some point before time. Like maybe they did that intro animation before they completed the rest. So I don't know.
Possible. It's also possible that it's not a literal representation.
You know what? It could be possible, and I'm maybe thinking that it could be a thing because didn't you? Man, we're probably gonna get into it a little bit more, but I found it so jarring the difference between the quote-unquote CGI cutscenes that sometimes showed up in the game when compared to the actual in-game cutscenes. Like, I don't know, the CGI cutscenes has this excessive bloom that I just hate.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's a scene where Rapunzel gets really close to the camera, and I had to like back away from my TV.
Like, and it was usually like my biggest issue was probably Sora's face. It just looked so like porcelain. Like,
Oh, don't worry. Just look at the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4.
We got away from the stock models of 2.8 at least.
yes, but I don't know. I found it like very jarring, and I would have preferred it if they would have just stuck with one.
It's also weird that they do have the older style in flashbacks.
I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I did like that because I was like, they could have remade it, maybe like those scenes, but they weren't gonna do it. They obviously weren't gonna do it. It's more like this is the progression, this is the history of this series and whatnot. So instead of like remaking these scenes for flashbacks or whatever, let's just use the same footage that we already have.
It was also 7 years. How long would we have to wait if they redid all the flashback sequences?
I imagine they must have just taken a video of those scenes and just put it on Reel 5 or whatever, on Reel 4.
Oh, yeah, probably.
That's fine.
I'm just saying, like, they could have just made the whole game like that. That would have been fine, too.
Yeah. I had no problem. I didn't notice anything between the cutscenes and the gameplay. Like, nothing jarred to me. There was no issues. I was just happy you can pause at all times and not skip any scenes, so I paused a lot.
This really is the Metal Gear Solid 4 of the franchise.
Just have longer cutscenes in Metal Gear Solid 4. Thank you very much. It's 20 hours of cutscenes in this game.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's what the internet told me. It's 20 hours, and I spent 28 hours playing this game or so. So I'm like,
Does your gameplay count the time in cutscene?
Yeah,
pretty sure it does. Yeah.
It does
God,
because
only 6 hours worth of gameplay then.
It does because when I did the speedrun playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1, one of the recommended things was to skip scenes because they do count towards your total.
I have a time of
total.
26 hours. How the hell?
I don't know then. You played 6 hours in this 26-hour game.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I think it's not. Maybe there's a cutscene. I mean, I'm assuming that 20-hour cutscenes include stuff that you might not always see too. Could be optional content or other things that. Because I rushed through this game. I didn't do any side content. I didn't even look up any side content because I was like, I don't care. I'll hear about it on the episode. Mm-hmm. I'm just playing the game to play through the game, and I had a great time.
Is there a can animation with like Sora jumping for joy whenever they cook good?
I didn't do that.
Bullshit. I didn't do
the cooking this time.
The cooking was weird.
I kept breaking eggs. I was done after that.
Oh man, I hate the breaking eggs.
But Mike, you could have got the frying pan keyblade.
Yeah, there's a frying pan.
Of course.
And when
frying pan.
You know the thing that you do whenever you're around a bunch of enemies, it turns them into ingredients so you can cook more. So.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Don't the old Tiger Electronics style games also give you a keyblade?
Oh fucking no! I don't want to talk about those fucking things.
I didn't play any of those. I unlocked a few. I didn't touch them.
Fun fact: you cannot access those from the DLC.
Weird.
They give you a keyblade that's themed on an old Mickey, whatever. It's not like the monochrome from Kingdom Hearts 2, which was just gray or whatever. It does have color and whatnot, but I never really used it that much. I do have to say that I did do this quote unquote new game plus because I thought I could have all the keyblades when I started again, so that I could do an Oathkeeper run.
Oh, I've rebought the game.
That's because your Xbox One doesn't play games anymore.
That's possibly true.
So I don't think possibly. I think you added an extra word there. So.
I played this game on my Steam Deck. Yay!
PS4 Pro.
My new gaming laptop that I bought and finally got off my ass to hook up.
PS5.
PS5.
So now, anybody who played the PS4 version, did voices come out of your controller?
No.
Oh, then that's integrated into the PS5 version.
Yeah, that's new in the PS5 version. Then
No, it was in the original.
It
Is
was.
it?
Maybe
Yeah,
I
the
do not
setting
recall a
you
single
forgot.
time of voices coming through my controller.
It was just
Maybe-
Donald and Goofy when you're about to beat Master Xehanort and you have to hit the Trinity button. They're calling out for you, and I'm holding the controller, and they come out of the controller.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't understand. That's entirely possible.
Anyways,
This game picks up after Dream Drop Distance, where Riku becomes a Keyblade Master. Sora did not. Kyrie is somewhere.
Oh, yes.
Kyrie and Axel / Lee are training with Merlin in basically the hyperbolic time chamber of this universe.
Yes.
You think there might be a romance subplot, but there's not.
Nope.
Well,
Because
Kyrie
she's riding.
Sora's supposed to be Sora's girl, I guess.
Yeah,
Kyrie.
it's supposed to be
Riku is Sora's girl.
oh, Dominic, we're gonna have a big fucking bitch. You and me, both of us, are gonna have a big bitch at the end of this fucking episode, and you know where I'm going with it.
I was a little
Oh, I
upset
can't wait.
that Kyrie doesn't get to fight much. Like, she has one fight she's in this game as a Keyblade.
They have
That's
multiple cutscenes
Look.
of them training. Lee and Kyrie do fucking nothing.
Well, Lee at least did more.
Doesn't Kyrie get
Kind
captured
of.
again, too?
Yeah.
We'll get to that at the end.
Oh, yeah,
right now.
You can slow your horses down, Mike. We still have 6
so we
hours of this
start out
podcast
with-
to go.
We start out with them being like, "Yeah, Riku's official as a master, and Sora, you're not." Okay.
Go to Olympus and fight Olympus again for some
Okay,
reason.
the Olympus
No,
thing
talk to Hercules about stuff.
was fucking awesome because it wasn't
Thank you.
like what I expected. It's
It
not the
wasn't
Olympus
just the fucking
Coliseum.
Coliseum. Yes.
It's Thames, the city. Like, it's a new world to me. I don't care that it's a reused
Mhm.
world. It's a new world.
What I'm sad is that we didn't also get a Coliseum.
Oh, fuck the Coliseum. Eat my ass.
Fuck the Coliseum. I'm so done with it.
We'll get
God.
one in the next game.
It's,
Don't
it's, sec-
you
it's second to
fucking
Halloween
haters.
Town. in terms
You
of things I've
haters.
done.
You're all a bunch of haters.
get gold saucer in 4.
Oh my god! Did you? I love that fourth wall break. By the way, when they arrived at Olympus and they were like, "What? No fanfare? No?" woo." And I was like, "Oh, you fuckers!" And then when they actually get to Mount Olympus and the fanfare starts playing, they're like, "Oh my god, the fanfare!" And I'm like, "Are you guys like Deadpool? Like, can you just?"
Each
Sure,
world
why
had
not?
its own weird reality.
Sora
It's weird because it's the only world that they do something like that.
Well,
No.
it's also the only really reused world, too. I mean, it's different, but it's still a reused world they've been to.
They've been there
Yeah.
so many times, they just know what to expect.
If Sora had the powers of Deadpool, Kingdom Hearts would have ended on the second game with him figuring out what everything was going on.
Sora's too dumb to figure out anything.
That's also
Yeah.
an issue.
I
Well,
don't know. I liked Thames. I thought it was cool. It was something different. And then the boss fights where you fight the Earth Titan by itself and then you fight the Magma and Ice Titan together. I was like, it made me want to go watch the Hercules movie again. It really did.
fucking
Hey,
hate that movie.
That's the whole point of these games, baby. They're marketing ploys. Go watch our shit, Disney Plus.
I mean, that's what the podcast I'm trying to do too. I'm trying to have episodes that connect. Like, oh, hey, check out this and check out this. So I get it. Do the same thing.
Marketing synergy.
Doesn't work.
You know,
but I tried.
Ventus was asleep for like 15 years, but he was still smarter than Sora when he woke up.
Honestly, everybody's smarter than You know that game? Are you smarter than a fifth grader? No. Are you smarter than Sora?
Well,
We should change
Ventus is a special case.
He's a special boy. Yes.
We'll get there.
Well,
I mean,
we'll
Chirithy
get
is smarter
there
than
sometime.
Sora.
We'll also get there.
We will also
So-
get there because I have a funny joke about that. But anyways,
So, anyways, going back to Olympus, as much as I really like Olympus, I will say you can tell that was the first world that they developed for the game, and
Yeah.
it might have carried over from the original engine because there is a very noticeable difference between that world and maybe the other worlds in terms of how they look and all that stuff.
Thebes also feels like the older worlds, and that's more linear focused.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other ones are more hub based, and this one's very much just like, it's just part of the world. Don't pay attention to it. Just get through it.
But fighting the
is.
4 Titans just made it so fucking epic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget
no.
to take pictures.
I didn't take a single picture in this game.
not yet.
But you
don't
need
get the
to
gummy
do the
phone till
lucky
later.
emblems,
I didn't
Mike.
take a
I
single
think
picture.
there's a
in this
lucky
game.
emblem around here.
I heard that. I didn't know what to-
spot for
Shut up, Donald!
I didn't know what to take pictures of them until way we're talking about the last world in the game, and I realized, I'm supposed to take pictures of these. Oh well.
It's okay, Mike. All it does if you collect all the pictures, you get the ultimate weapon.
No, you get the Oath Keeper.
I thought you got the secret ending.
You YouTube it. That's how you get the secret.
Might be all of
That's
those.
true.
Maybe it's all of the above.
Oh, That reminds me. That super reminds me.
Mind you, the babe.
Yes, the babe.
No.
No, so I don't know if Emanuel and Phoebe remember this, Dominic and Michael. So when Kingdom Hearts came out, that last scene and the secret ending weren't patched in until like 2 days later and 4 days later. So
That's very funny.
that scene where it reveals who has the box, which we'll get into later, did not get patched in until 2 days after the game came out. And then the secret ending was not patched in until 2 days after that. And
I remember.
Yeah, and it's funny because Nomura even said, he's like, I did that on purpose because I know you fucking little bastards were going to beat the game in like 12 hours. So, yeah, so I made it to where we wouldn't patch that ending in so you wouldn't get fucking spoiled.
I mean, honestly, I love that. That's good for him.
Yeah, that's...
Also, this game came out early, if I remember correctly, too. People actually stole copies of this and started playing it like a week early.
Yes.
Why do people do that shit?
You know.
Because when you wait 7
cred.
years, you kind of need to do something.
They get internet cred and or some money out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I emulate stuff all the time, but if I can, I will not emulate a game that hasn't came out, nor will I even emulate a system that is current. Like, I will not emulate Switch. I know you can. I will not touch that until Switch is dead and gone.
For legal reasons, I cannot comment on that.
So, I mean, that's just... That's drawing the line. Like, do I feel any guilt when I download a GameCube game? Absolutely not. A Wii U game, like a couple that will never get ported or have never come back out yet, like Wind Waker HD. No, I would feel no remorse.
It'll come out in the Switch too, Electric Boogaloo. Don't worry.
I mean, it probably will be, yes, but it really should have just been released on the Switch.
I know.
If the Switch 2 comes out in October, they gotta fill their schedule with something.
Mm-hmm. They gotta start pouring out more games, baby.
They're not going to.
Especially if all these tariffs happen, who knows what's going to happen then?
Those tariffs.
No, we're not talking about this, please.
I don't think they're going to happen. That's my prediction.
Okay, going back to Olympus. Oh, right. Okay, so one of the things of why I kind of got soured right from the get-go when I first played this game, and now, because the good thing about like sometimes replaying games years after the fact is that you have the perspective of everything that happened, of everything that didn't happen, of not having those expectations or what you wanted it to happen in said game. One of the things that I was very disappointed, I'm still slightly disappointed, but I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. Phil never talks.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And that was like the most bothersome thing to me right from the get-go that made me go like, oh, they already fucked this game up. Because
he's only useful for the Coliseum.
One of the things that I love about Phil is him just going like, I got 2 words for you. Attack! Get up on the Hydra's back! Shit like that, So, why didn't he talk? The Japanese voice actor for Phil passed away shortly before the game released or something. So they decided not to have him in a talking role this time around.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah. They just decided, okay, we're not going to recast him in the Japanese dub. We're just not going to give him any lines to read and just make him mute this time around for every version.
But Danny DeVito is still alive.
But Danny DeVito's not the one who voiced him in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Don't fucking care.
I mean, you could tell someone like they're not the same voice actor just because, cheaper. So I'm fine with that. It didn't bother me that you don't get the Hollywood actors for Disney. Like, that's fine.
Well,
but you get James Woods.
You get James Woods.
Well, James
Is
Woods,
he doing anything else?
No.
Outside of Hades? I don't think so. I will say that going off of that as well, I think that that's also the reason why we don't have too much say in it until the very end of the game. Because, as you all know, Leonard Nimoy passed away before Kingdom Hearts 3.
But we have so much Ansem the Wise and Christopher Lee died.
I mean, yes, but the thing is that Christopher Lee only did Ansem twice, which was Kingdom Hearts 2 and 358. The rest of the times, Corey Burton has been the one who did the voice of Ansem the Wise. Mainly because Corey Burton is the one who voiced Count Dooku in the Clone Wars TV show. So cool. It's almost like, any voice role or any role that Christopher Lee did, Corey Burton was usually the go-to to like replace him, just like how... Is it Tom Hanks' brother or is it Tim Allen?
It's Tom Hanks' brother.
Who does the voice of
Woody.
Of Woody, who always does the voice of Woody because, it's his brother.
Yes.
So it's kind of like something like that,
If it's not the actual movies, they get his brother.
Mhm.
I thought it was his son.
No, it's
No,
his brother.
brother.
I think it's
Oh.
his brother, yeah.
Okay.
Which he does show up in this one to voice Woody. But yeah, I think that I cannot confirm anything. I just think that's my theory of like that's why we don't have too much say in or up until the very end of the game. And we only see like the other versions of him or whatever.
I thought they were just holding him back, kind of thing. Is how I took it.
Well,
Yeah.
'cause
Their
he's
choice
the
of-
hidden evil pulling all the string.
Their choice of Rutger Hauer is very interesting.
Yeah, I already said it in the group that he did a fine job. I think that they should have gone with his replacement because, unfortunately, Rutger Hauer passed away shortly after this game came out. So for the DLC, they had to get a replacement for the replacement, which was Christopher Lloyd.
Is it bad that I heard Rutger Hauer? My first thought wasn't Blade Runner. It was Hobo with a shotgun.
Yes, it is.
I still haven't seen either of those movies.
You should see Blade Runner.
Both
I didn't know who Rutger Hauer was until I played Kingdom Hearts 3, so...
I just think
I have not
it's-
hear about the range of Kashmir then, huh? I think that's what the line is.
I just think that it's
saw
too.
battleships exploding off Titan.
Look, let's not talk about Blade Runner because I have too many opinions about that movie.
Let Dominic talk.
Also on this podcast.
Oh, God.
That
Dominic,
line does not deserve
please.
to be in that script. Rutger Hauer, the voice work just doesn't match what Xehanort is, which is what might be my problem with that.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's sometimes it's like I understand why some companies and some studios or whatever like choose people that don't sound like the other person because they're like, oh, we don't want to make that character seem as much as that other character now that we're doing another spin on it or whatever. But this is the same character. You should
It's the
have
same
gotten
character.
like someone similar, which was what Christopher Lloyd ultimately ended up being, a little bit more closer to what Leonard Nimoy did.
Oh,
And like we've
Christopher
seen
Lloyd's so good.
him in other games after Kingdom Hearts 2. So I mean, for the sake of consistency,
Yeah.
it'd be like, what if instead of Haley Joel Osment, they got Cole Sprouse to be Sora?
Don't tempt them.
That because
Mm.
Dominic, I need you not to fucking like think that because Haley Joel Osment has already confirmed they have not talked to him about coming back as Sora for Kingdom Hearts 4.
I
So
understand that.
I'm a little concerned right now.
He also
My-
might be playing it up. Who knows?
My hopeful opinion
Yes.
is that we're not playing as Sora.
No, the idea is A, he's under contract that he can't say that he's doing it, or B, I think he also said like it took forever for them to also ask him to come back as Sora for Kingdom Hearts 3, so he's not that worried.
Point being, it would be very weird if all of a sudden, in the middle of like the penultimate ultimate climax of the series, they just went a completely different direction and then went back to a closer direction later on.
It would be like if they got the guy that did 24 to do the voice of Snake in Metal Gear Solid. Never mind.
Fucking God. That's not even Snake, but we're not going to go there.
If Jesse McCartney just also did Sora, it would actually be better. But
It's almost as if they got the voice of Igor to voice someone else, Igor, in Kingdom Hearts 5, but that's also a story reason. That's also spoilers that we won't get into. Anyways,
Kingdom Hearts 5.
I was wondering too.
Persona 5.
Oh,
It makes more sense.
Okay, now I got it. I was
Why
like,
would you
either
always
way.
talk
in
Persona 5.
mysteries? It doesn't matter what game we're playing. You always are talking in mysteries, and you're always shushing each other. Just let us have it, okay? Just let us have fun.
God damn.
Welcome to the Velvet.
Play Persona 5 is all I'm saying. That game's really fucking good. It's on sale for the Switch right now. It's $15. Go buy it.
It was really fucking long.
You can't
It's really
make me.
fucking long. Can't make me gay thoughts.
That's fine. It's too damn long. Or I would play it.
I told you, Mike. 6 hours, baby. 6
No,
hours.
the
We are
editor-
40
I-
minutes. We are 45 minutes in. We are still on Olympus.
We are still
We're done
on
with
Kingdom
Lemon.
Hearts 2.9.
Also, I misspoke.
Right?
It would not be better if Jesse McCartney replaced Haley Joel Osment as Sora. It would just be funnier.
Can we at least agree that if we go past the next 4 hours, I can go to bed?
No, you cannot.
No, you cannot.
Anyway.
It's that it's a Saturday and you have to go run away somewhere because your roommate just woke up at 3 o'clock. Think of
Oh,
it like
fuck off.
But,
that.
yeah.
So,
The
Olympus.
second world is Twilight Town. Well, I really did like Twilight Town in this.
I didn't know.
I do like Twilight.
I was again, going back to what I said earlier. Now that I know what not to expect, it's like I don't know. It's fine. It's a fine rendition of Twilight Town, but I kind of still feel slightly disappointed that we couldn't explore the mansion. Like, they go into the mansion, but you can't actually go into the mansion. It's just a cutscene going into the mansion.
That's fine.
That's
No, we're
fair.
just allowed the forest and we're allowed sewers.
Yeah, my big issue
and the main
was
town.
Goddamn fucking sewers. Like, Twilight Town is such an important part of all these fucking games. And, it's just like, it's just a street corner or whatever, a sewer, a forest,
But we
and the
also-
entrance to the fucking house. And I'm
We've
like,
been there so many times and they were mostly
Yes.
trying to do new stuff in this game.
we've been there, but these are opportunities to go to the same places that we've gone to before in a different manner. Just like we did with Olympus. We saw a different perspective.
But the manor's the manor. You're going to see the same manor no matter what, unless they decide to change the interior completely for no reason, which is possible. But
That could be very interesting. They could do like a Castle Oblivion situation where the manor just every time that you enter, the rooms are different. Everything is positioned differently. There is a mystery to that fucking manor. There is still a mystery with that fucking manor, and they never addressed it. Did you notice that there was a unicorn statue in the back part of that fucking manor in Kingdom Hearts 2? No?
No.
Now you know.
And I'm guessing that, okay, so they were already thinking of back cover before it happened then, what you're telling me.
Oh, Mike,
Oh,
we
God.
haven't gotten to the other half of back cover. It's okay.
You
We
have
will.
no fucking
Unfortunately, now we
clue.
can, right? Or we got to do the DLC first.
DLC.
Back cover and
DLC.
Union
First.
Cross, then DLC.
Oh, is it Union Cross then DLC?
I would do Union Cross.
I mean, I think DLC, because that has more of the other stuff that comes up, I think, doesn't it?
Actually, no. It is Union Cross. Never mind. Yeah, because there's some other stuff that happens that we'll get into about later because of what happens.
yeah,
we'll get there.
God,
Yeah.
that's gonna be an 18-hour recording.
No,
I thought we agreed we could do both if you really want to.
No. One
both
at a
what?
time. Nope.
what are you talking about?
That DLC is not very long either. How long?
It's
did you say
not.
This done? Yeah.
It's its own episode.
The
I get where
DLC
it
is
flows out
not
that
that
way.
long, but what we will talk about is going to be long. So
If you decide to do the boss stuff in the DLC, that will take a lot longer.
You have to do the boss stuff in the DLC.
I
you
said
don't.
fuck that. I said
You
fuck
absolutely
that.
do. The secret ending of the DLC is so
That's
fucking
what
important.
Have you heard of
YouTube is
YouTube,
for.
Phoebe?
Thank you, Mike. I refuse to fight all 13 organization members by themselves stronger.
I'm not doing
mean,
that.
I
That's-
thought that was going to happen. You guys kept talking about that, but that did not happen.
Joe, you're a pussy.
I just
Proud of it.
I am not gonna take my time and do all that when I beat the game and I got credits on the DLC.
You got credits. You got credits. All that matters.
All matters.
Don't listen to Phoebe. She's crazy. She's a mess.
I don't 100% games for a reason. I'm not a platinum bitch.
We love you, Phoebe.
Who would be a platinum bitch? My God, that's what people are just.
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know how
Bayonetta.
those people can live.
That's why I hesitated when I said that because like, oh,
I know.
shit.
I don't know how those people can live, honestly.
Much love and peace.
So in Twilight Town, your friends all get snagged a new outfit.
I didn't realize that because you asked me in the chat, like, "Oh, did he get a new outfit?" I'm like, "I don't know," but he did. Yeah, I somehow completely missed that. Like, I saw that cutscene later on when I was watching a recap. I'm like, "Oh, I saw part of that cutscene," but somehow I missed when he got new clothes.
I have a question
Oh.
for Mike
Yes.
because I think you did an episode for this. Are they supposed to be characters from the Bouncer?
I mean, no and yes. No.
Okay,
the,
but
only,
it's
the only reference to Bouncer is Dog Street.
Dog
shirt.
Street,
That's
Well, I was
it.
gonna say my roommate says those are the Bouncer characters. I'm like, what the fuck? People remember the Bouncer?
I
I never
mean,
played that
Not
game.
really.
The black leathery thing Sora has going on is slightly reminiscent of Shion in the Bouncer, but
Beyond Barzad.
Wait, the guy in the bouncer is called Shion.
yes.
Beyond
Yes.
Barzad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good game. You should play the Bouncer. It'll take you 3 hours.
Mm-mm.
It is our prequel episode to this whole saga.
Yep.
It's made by
God.
Tetsu Nomura, but no, they are not the same characters at all. There's no Kolifa.
For now.
There is no Volt Kruger.
Uh,
Nobody's going to reference the Bouncer. Even Tetsuya is not going to, because it's a
They already
failed franchise
did.
that had one. They have Dog Street shirt. That's not the same.
It counts.
It counts, but it's not like you're not going to get the characters back.
I mean, if it counts, then Einhinder counts as well, because again, one of the Gummy Ship super bosses is literally the ship from Einhinder.
I really should
So,
play that game someday.
You want to talk about technically? You fucking find treasure planet, treasure spheres. Okay.
Oh, that's what those are referenced to?
That's true.
Yes.
Never seen that movie.
It's a good fucking movie, apparently.
That's good.
I'm just,
Fine.
again, I missed a lot of things, and I'm trying, with this podcast, I am doing a lot more content that I'm unfamiliar with to try to get just new things I've never experienced. I try to make sure I throw in a healthy amount of that in this.
I would hope so, because I don't think you would have played 300 games on your own before this.
And
I'm the crazy one.
So,
I mean, maybe
but
you
no, there's
have,
a lot of games on this list that I probably wouldn't have touched if it wasn't for this podcast. So,
including this very one.
yeah, I don't think I never, if it wasn't for you guys, I probably would have never went back to the Kingdom Hearts series. I was just I was like, I don't give a shit anymore. It was thanks to you guys, because originally I was only planning on doing one, maybe two. I was not planning on doing what we have done and what we're still going to do. That none of that was my idea.
I'm so proud.
I probably wouldn't have touched Kingdom Hearts again until the 2030s had I not done this.
So
I'm so proud of us.
Again, the podcast helps me have experiences I never would have had otherwise. I find out games I never would have known existed but people recommend them on what are you playing sometimes, and then that's introduced me to new worlds like
Ebenezer in the Invisible World.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm playing later this year.
Buy that. By the way,
It should go whenever the Steam Winter Sale. It should go on sale.
Joe, are you gonna use the Paul Rudd gif of or the quotation of him? Look at us. Look where we've got it.
yes.
Okay.
Good job, Professor Emanuel and Professor Phoebe. We've done it. We've dragged 2 more people into the cult.
To the
Good job.
darkness.
Good
To
job.
the cold
Good job.
depths
Oh, you
of
won't be able to wait
darkness.
to the Steam Winter Sale. That's your Christmas.
I am just looking forward to the episode where we can finally just all have a regular conversation without holding anything back, without any winks or nudges.
Yeah, well, when Michael finally plays the DLC, probably, because after that, I haven't played Melody of Memories, so I won't have nothing until we play that.
I watched the cutscenes of Melody of Memories, and I'm still confused. It's okay. We'll figure it out together.
I mean, I want to play.
We're in
It's
this
happening.
together now.
So they need someone to bring Ventus back, and we keep having reference to this. It's kind of not explained very well until the DLC. Sora has the power of waking.
Well, that's his whole arc. Is you have to find the power of waking Sora.
Yeah,
He had it, and then he lost it.
yeah. We're not
And
really
he got
sure
a
what
phone.
it does.
You could
Give
say
him a
that
phone.
he had the touch. He had the power.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Thank you, Stanbush.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
So he must figure it out and get the power of waking. Otherwise, he won't be a master like Riku.
Also, we're fucked if he doesn't figure it out because we're missing like former members.
But no, because Riku doesn't. He's a master, and he doesn't have the power of waking. So not everyone has the power of waking.
No, Sora needs
but
the
Riku
master.
also. But wasn't the end of Dream Drop Distance also Riku literally having the power of waking to wake up Sora?
No.
Well, he was
Also-
Dream Eater the whole time.
Yeah. They're
Sora was full of bugs, and Riku had to dive in.
Yeah, now this time Sora's filled with crabs.
oh.
We'll get to that.
But yes,
Oh.
Twilight Town. I have come to the conclusion that I really like the Kingdom Hearts specific worlds and the Kingdom Hearts specific characters. I could give less of a shit about the Disney characters and worlds at this point.
Oh, and also
But my boy.
in Twilight Town, there's also NPC banter that a bunch of the NPCs, the Final Fantasy NPCs, are missing, and no one's really sure why. And as of right now, people have theories that we'll get into once we get to the DLC.
There is
Oh.
one
Oh.
exception we'll talk about when we get there that I like
Oh.
as far as Disney worlds go, but yeah.
I don't remember if I mentioned it on the chat or not, but I will say I do like that finally, after all these years, everybody you talk to has a voice line in this game. Like even NPCs. If you go to them and talk to them, even if it's thank you for releasing me, Spyro, or whatever, they are actually voiced this time. Like there is no just text that you read. Every line in the game is voiced, even from NPCs. And this was the first game that did that in the series.
This looks like a good spot to find some.
God damn it!
Oh
The
my
one
God.
line that should not have been said.
Oh my God.
What is the line?
This looks like Donald saying, "This looks like a good spot to find some
This looks like a
ingredients."
good spot to find some
Oh,
ingredients. Shut up, you
yes.
fucking
Oh,
duck.
look, there's a
yes,
one
yes.
emblem around here. Yeah.
George, constantly, I did not care about either one of those things.
I picked up the ingredients and I found the hidden Mickeys where I could.
I hate that they kind of promised that, or not promised, but I don't know. People were complaining a lot about it, and I think that people assumed, or I don't know if they toned it down. I don't remember. I just wish that there was a slider of like, shut Donald and Goofy up.
Now you're thinking of God of War. They do that in God of War.
No, I think that there was like a patch where it was like, we're not turning them off, but we are making it slightly less, and it's still like every 5 seconds. But it was way worse on launch. I do remember that.
Oh,
where
gosh.
Donald was like every 5 feet, like, this looks like I could spot the fight some ingredient.
Why did he
See the
sound like
Chinese
Palpatine?
food box. Thank you, Donald.
Because Palpatine. And have you ever seen Donald and Palpatine in the same room together? No, I think not.
So we start to learn more of the main story as we go. We need to find the 13 Guardians of Light and the 7 Darknesses, is it? Or the
No,
13
around.
Darknesses and the 7 Guardians of Light?
We just
Yeah.
need to...
And there's
That's what-
20 there's 20 pieces to the Keyblade, and it's
We
7
need-
lights and 13 darknesses.
Yeah, 7 Champions of Light, 13 Heralds of Darkness.
And they're trying to get the
Yes.
7 princesses
Show
to
me
also
the
be the
champion
Guardians.
of light.
Well,
So that's why Organization 13 exists, but then Sora has to find his own group to get
Yeah.
to match them.
yeah, so the idea is they want to create seven champions of light. Shut up, Phoebe. So
Even
So
though it's
that-
not really 7.
Love you too,
Yeah.
Joe.
I love it too. So they don't go after the princesses again for like a second time because they established it with the new going on. You know, they find Elsa and other people and Rapunzel, and they're like, oh, we don't want these guys to fuck around with another set of princesses. So we need to collect our warriors and defeat them.
Which then turns the game into a sequel to Chain of Memories. Finally following up on those plot threads.
Yay!
Which plot thread?
The replicas. What happened to the replica program?
Oh,
They all
yeah.
drew
These-
hearts. Everybody has a goddamn heart.
You know what I hate, because I think that we were all under the impression that when they mentioned heart, what they really meant was soul. But then in this fucking game is the first time where they say the heart and soul, and I'm like, oh, you actually do mean heart.
Yeah,
literally.
I forgot
Like-
about that. And then
and
when
I'm
that
like, fuck.
cutscene happened again this time, I was like, what the fuck? What
I'm
are we
like, yeah,
doing?
fuck. God
The
damn
heart
it.
just also has soul-like powers. The soul is existence, but the heart is
more
life.
existence.
I don't know.
Like you have like Sora has a soul later on when he ascends the astral plane, but
Look at
I'm
Yeah, that was cool.
the heartlesses have
I'll get there.
souls, but not
As
hearts.
far as I'm concerned, the heart, which is not a soul, is also different from the blood pumping heart. Because nobody's exists, and I have to assume that blood is still pumping.
they're just secretly different than humans. They don't have regular hearts, or they do. They're just also like they can just take them out. It's fine.
Yeah. And Sora's the super ultra time lord.
Sora can also have many hearts, or none, or one.
4 fucking hearts.
To quote Mike Wazowski, how many kids do you have in there?
So help me. So help me.
Put that heart where you found it. Also help me. Bum bum bum.
But also, some of the organization members are good now, and some of them are not.
That was odd.
And some of them are scapegoats.
Yeah.
And some of them are
switch
just fucking around.
sides. Some of them are just along for a ride. Yeah, it's you know.
A strange game.
Well, yeah, some of them are good now. They got lied to for like fucking 5 years. Of course, they're fucking good now.
I just want to do my research. Fucking
I
idiots.
mean, I think Evan Vexen technically is just Hojo from Final Fantasy VII. Like,
But he's good.
except yeah, he's reformed, I guess.
But like they do that in such a weird way in the game that you almost think he's doing like a double cross when he says that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a triple agent.
At least we kept Hop Blonde Bitch Larxene.
Yeah.
Larxene can never be good. Larxene is just evil. That's just how they wrote her.
We will get there too.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll get there too. Dominic, I have like a really important question for you. So no, Mike doesn't care.
Yeah.
Do you care if I spoil Final Fantasy VII, the new one?
No, never. Spoil any fucking game you want.
Joe, message me.
Okay, cool. No. We'll get to it. Don't worry about it. We'll get to it because Emanuel messaged me about like because I was re-listening to the last episode, Kingdom Hearts episode, and I heard the part where I was like, Phoebe, remind me to fucking hit Emanuel over the head with the Keyblade because I beat because I beat Final Fantasy VII finally, and I was like, oh yeah, still need to fucking yell at Emanuel during the Kingdom Hearts 3 recording. But we'll get to that at the end of the episode.
Excellent.
As of this day, I still don't know why he wants to hit me with a keyblade.
I don't know, but
And
you want
I'll
to
The
tell
world
me.
may never know.
No, I'll tell you at the end. God damn it! It's not important.
The
right
world
now,
will
If
never
you ever travel
know.
to Puerto Rico, you better watch out.
It's a big box of mysteries, just like that big black box that Maleficent and
We
Peter are
know
looking
what's
for.
in the box.
We don't know what's in the box.
Nobody knows what's in the box.
Not in this game.
Anyway,
Nomura
time
doesn't even
travel
know
is
what's in
only
the
as hard
box.
as Kingdom Hearts now.
It's hope.
No, that was in the box for fucking.
Rebellions are built on hope.
That's in Pandora's box as revealed in God of War.
I have a theory on what's in the box.
We'll talk about that when we beat the DLC.
Okay.
I do love that Maleficent and Pete find Pandora's box and they're like, "Oh, this thing is worthless."
That was fun.
They just like
this
throw it
trunk with a
aside.
heart in it. Fuck that too.
Yeah. Fuck.
So I'm not gonna lie. None of the Disney worlds are really important. Does anybody have any Disney worlds they really want to focus on?
Well, I do want to mention
Pirates.
We have to focus on
let's
them because
not talk
shit
about
happens on
pirates.
all of them.
Yeah,
we
we got-
will talk about every one of them.
we don't
Fine,
talk
we'll-
long. Like we don't spend an hour like we already did on Two Worlds in the opening. But like Tangled was fine. Every time I see Tangled, unfortunately, I just remember how much of an asshole I was when we recorded that movie episode. So
Yeah,
See-
I remember
see, no-
playing Tangled and you being like, I remember when we last recorded, like, I think two or the last one, you're like, oh yeah, I have a really fucked up history with Tangled. And I'm like, oh yeah.
I'll say it on here. So Tangled, we did a movie episode on that. Go check that out. But I was extra negative because that whole movie is her mother gaslighting her. And I came out of, I used to be in a real toxic relationship a while ago. And that's all I could think of. And so I was really down on the movie and I had on two people and it was somebody's favorite movie of all time. And she did not want to record with me again after that because I kind of ripped it apart.
No, that's fine. If you had real life problems and they went towards that movie, that's.
Well, the two people I
That's
recorded with didn't
understandable.
agree with me. So
I want to point out something. Every other game in this franchise up to this point, relatively, has had the world plotline go with the assumption that Sora, Donald, and Goofy are along for the ride. They're being superimposed into the plot of the movie, and so they see everything. So you're actually getting the full plot of a movie.
yeah.
Here, it's either a sequel to something that already happened, so you better fucking know what it is.
With Tangled?
Well,
No, Tangled.
with
It is the whole
Monsters
movie.
Incorporated
Oh,
and Big
Pirates.
Hero 6. You better watch those because
Okay.
we're not going to give you the plot. Or we're not going to tell you 90% of the plot because they aren't there. So you better have watched the movie anyway.
Like Pirates
I
of the Caribbean.
disagree and agree with you. I don't think
No.
you need to have seen the movie.
I get the broad strokes of Tangled through this. I never
Yeah,
seen
Tangled is fine, but she's not
That-
referencing Tangled.
Tangled. It is literally the whole movie.
Frozen, it's awful because
Frozen's
it's like,
awful.
oh, we're going to go see, Anna's true love. And it's like she was just here with us. And this reindeer, what happened? Where'd she go? What true love? Never
As someone
explained.
who is a
And then
hipster and averse to Frozen because of the popularity, this was fine.
Yeah, and then the Caribbean. Oh my God, it's
They just skip over the second movie.
yeah. They skip 90%
Which-
of the plot of that
which-
actual movie, and then they
I
go.
get it though,
But-
because the Kraken.
The Kraken?
But with Toy Story, they skip 1 and 2. Like
Well, Toy
you
Story
are
is a
supposed
new-
to.
Toy Story, they don't even finish the plot.
It's a new thing. It's
That's
not.
fine.
I like
They finish it in
Also, Tangled
the
is-
credits.
pretty much the movie, and then you fight a giant tree boss, which was annoying. Then you go to Toy. Then we'll go to the Toy Story world next. That's what the video is doing. The Toy Story world I like because you essentially just go to a toy store, so they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
kind of sad
we remade
that it
Final
wasn't.
Fantasy 15.
I'm sad that it wasn't Owl's Toy Barn, but hey, this store was much
Dude.
bigger than Owl's Toy Barn, so
If it had been out, first of all, this toy store fucking rules. But second of all,
Yeah.
if it had been Al's Toy Barn, I would have just wanted them to rip the assets from the PlayStation.
from,
Toy Story
I just-
from
game.
the PS2, yeah.
I assumed it was
The
like what
PS1 game.
became of Alice Toy Barn. It's the replacement. The
I also
place
figured it
that
was the
moved
rights
in.
issue.
I think it might be because when you are outside, I think that it looks like the same parking lot of where Owl's Toy Barn was. Like obviously a little bit bigger and whatnot, but
It was very cool. Like it actually worked really well. Like the Toy Story world was fun. I know you had made a comp manual that some people love it and some people hate it. I think you said.
yeah,
I hated it the first time through.
I love it. It's my
I
second
did enjoy
favorite.
it more this time.
It was the world I got stuck the most in, for sure.
Yeah.
It mostly does come because I did play the PS1 Toy Story 2 game so much as a kid, and it's like one of my, it hasn't aged well. You can download it on PS Plus, whatever, and play it now. It even has trophies and whatnot. Yes, I have the platinum, but
Emmanuel's
It-
not my
it is-
buddy.
it is a very like dated game at this point, and I
Yeah.
wish that they remade it. But the closest thing that we got this level, so I'm like, I was happy with it. I really liked it.
So-
Although once again disappointed,
I-
somewhat disappointed I wish that they would have gotten, and this is kind of a problem with the majority of the bosses in this fucking game. I kind of wish that they would have gotten, like, I don't know, Emperor Zurg to, like, again, like bringing that character back and make him the final boss or something,
No.
like a super big Emperor Zurg.
No.
I don't know.
No, they had to give people like me cosplay options.
I love that. You know,
Virum Rex is more important.
before we get into Virum Rex, or while we get into Virum Rex, one really thing I think was really funny was whenever so Toy Box was also a demo that was released during E3, and there wasn't really any kind of like PlayStation demo. I remember being on like online, chronically online, so many fucking people arguing about like, is the bunny girl that you fight in the boss fight Aqua? And people are like, no, it's not Aqua. No, we've already told people it's not Aqua. Stop telling people that it's Aqua. It's just a blue-haired doll girl. And then people being like, oh no, it's got to be Aqua. And then the game officially came out, and people were like, I was lied to. I thought Aqua would be a bunny girl in Toy
no,
World.
Aqua
God.
got thwarted, but that was also a lie.
Has anyone played the other Kingdom Hearts games? You should know what happened to Aqua by now. Come on.
Yeah.
But actually, that boss fight, it's not the one that I'm saying that I didn't like. I liked that one. And it was, it was a little bit creepy and all that. But I'm talking about the spaceship at the end, the final boss of the
boss
level.
sucked.
Well,
It-
yeah,
I'm like, they could have gotten goddamn Emperor Zurg or some kind
I
of.
don't even remember the
actual-
fight. What
Oh,
was
I
it?
remember the
It's
fight.
a
It's
UFO.
it's a UFO. It's a big ass
Big
UFO, and you have
UFO.
to chase it and hit it. And
You're like in a cityscape.
and a miniature cityscape. Yeah, that boss fight was very disappointing. Like, a lot of the boss fights in this game were kind of like that until like the very end. Like at least all the Disney ones, I kind of felt like they were disappointing.
I would have rather
Summer,
fought an
no, yeah.
organization member or Vanitas or something.
Or an actual character from the fucking movie.
Yeah,
we got Woody calling out him going like, "Oh man, you have no friends. I don't fucking care."
What did y'all?
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Dominic-
let me tell you something.
What?
I'm gonna roast you.
Yeah, Dominic, Michael, how'd y'all feel about that scene? That's like people made fucking jokes about that scene for like years after the game.
I've seen that fucking Woody putting his hand out in front of Sora meme so many times.
Hold up, let me roast him.
He does in fact roast them.
Yes, he does. I'm guessing nobody ever loved you. Oh!
Except we know that's also not true, but we'll get
Apparently, Dark Road proves that's very true.
So in each like world, you also run into an Organization 13 member that's fucking up the world too.
Yes, because
They're
they are either looking for or keeping an eye on the princesses of heart or whatever, like Entangled, or in Toy Story's case, they're kind of, I guess, the whole replica program. They're
experimenting.
like experimenting on the
Figuring out how
idea of,
hearts
like,
work.
yeah, putting a heart on a
And what is a heart, really?
on a puppet
A
again.
miserable
exactly.
pile of secrets.
God damn it.
Thank
So
you, Mike.
for whatever reason, for the nth time, they're trying to figure out what a heart does and what a heart can and cannot do.
Yeah, it's
I
like
mean, who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? You know.
So they figure out that
Do you want a
toy with a
hug?
heart is not the same as me.
But the main point of that Toy Story world, Dominic, Mike, what did y'all think of Virum Rex?
God
I love it.
damn it.
I want to play Final Fantasy 15.
No,
We
you
will.
that is Final
don't.
Fantasy versus 13.
That is Final Fantasy.
I want the
13.
nerd to have his fantasy, goddammit.
I don't think that's ever happening. But
go play Reynatus instead.
I will also play Reynatus at some point.
Fuck,
I have
that
a
game.
million other games I got to get to
No.
first.
I have several questions about Reynolds because that game came out and no one gave a shit, and I'm upset. So I don't think it.
I
had
played the
anything to do
demo.
with
The demo's good.
The demo is
I
good.
played the demo and I did not like that demo at all. So varying opinions, baby.
Well, I'm pushing for it to be on the show eventually.
Oh no,
We have to, because it's
I'd
connected
much
to the
rather
world
we
that's
do
with you.
Final Fantasy 15.
we will. I want to play.
Volcano Los Dos.
You.
I want to play more Final Fantasies on the show. It just
Por qué no, Dominic?
takes a while.
I will play any Final Fantasy except for 15.
You
So
don't have to be there, Phoebe. It's fine. I will play it myself with Mike if we have to.
Good, good.
I'll
Okay.
fight people in
Game
a
fucking
heartbeat, but-
sucks.
I'll play it too. I love that fucking game. Anyways,
Well,
Fantasy
We'll get there.
15 is okay.
So after we do, you have Tangle, you have Toy Story. What's the world after those two? I don't remember.
Frozen or
Yeah, but before
Monsters
that,
Inc.
we get. I think that's where we get Riku and Mickey in the Realm of Darkness looking for Aqua. And
And when he
get
leaves
there.
the sword,
and
Yeah.
they get their asses beat. Riku's fucking way cooler sword gets broken, and apparently Mickey's is also damaged. So
Yeah,
it's interesting because they actually like reference in the games, because I don't think that we've actually referenced in these games, outside of the mobile ones, the whole fact that you can't switch keyblades, like,
Okay, so
and
in
reinforce them.
Kingdom Hearts 1, I think it's said that whenever the keyblade changes form, it's actually you're changing the keychain on the end of it.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
supposed to be that, but then Riku just fucking leaves his on the sand, like,
Yeah, and gets
bro,
the
just
bitch one.
bro, just switch out the keychain, bro. It'll grow
But it's
back,
broken.
bro.
But they changed
Bro.
it.
But it's
Yeah.
broken.
But where did
Well-
he get it? Did Yensid just have a closet full of keyblades?
yes.
It's like
Yes,
Harry Potter, the
yes.
wand chooses the wizard, you know?
Yensid
Stop.
is basically the Hu Yang of Kingdom Hearts. Hu Yang from Star Wars. He's the one that always made the lightsabers for the panel.
I'm gonna accept the Oleander version of this metaphor instead.
So the other idea too is that Riku's Keyblade's supposed to be man-made looking. That's why it looks like a fucking car key, and
I fucking hate it.
that's also apparently been revealed. Like there are tons of interviews that came out before and after this game,
But it's just Fenrir, but less cool because it's not broken and bandaged up.
yeah.
I fucking hope that that it gets broken again, so that he gets a replacement again.
I
So,
hope he gets Fenrir.
So the fun thing though is that they actually made the Realm of Darkness actually, important and terrifying in a way, in the sense of, they got beat. Because
Super
the Realm
hard.
of Darkness until now they've done a really bad job of like making it actually effective. It's just like, well, you see Aqua there just
Mhm.
killing shit for decades or whatever.
Yes.
You see what happens to her, but she's also, theoretically just fine, just walking around forever, but otherwise handling herself.
The thing about the Realm of Darkness is that it's more so supposed to be, mentally breaking you more so than physically.
It's
I
also
guess-
probably like a heavy thing too, where like weird jokes aside, it's probably like like gravity feels heavier. So the idea is supposed to be like it's not normal. So you probably also feel like a pressure on you, always kind of pushing you down too as well, to where even the world's supposed to be exhausting you as well because you're not from there.
And then
Mm.
they do also go into that later on with Aqua as well.
Yes,
Which is
Space
a
Aqua.
nice thing. Because, I don't know, because most of what we see in the Realm of Darkness has been that fucking beach.
Which that
Yeah.
beach is connected to
The beach is important, but also everyone just hangs out at the beach.
that beach is connected to the actual beaches in, I guess, Destiny Islands.
It's the inverse. It's the Nordic version.
Which
have no idea.
I guess I mean they don't actually explain how it worked, but I guess that's how Kyrie's message got to Sora on Kingdom Hearts 2 at the end of
Yeah,
that game. Like,
the beaches are connected somehow magically.
So actually, I have a really important question.
oh boy,
Okay.
I don't like important questions.
So we've kind of established so far that at one time, all of the worlds were one world,
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, they
and
mentioned
they
that
broke
here.
apart.
Mhm.
Is the Realm of Darkness just the inverse, but it didn't break apart?
Oh God. I don't even know how the hell to answer that question.
That's a loaded
Probably.
question.
Yes,
Next
but
question.
also no.
Because that would completely explain the opening of Kingdom Hearts 1 and how that's referenced with later on in this game Aqua going in deeper into the Realm of Darkness.
Look, we're not really sure how a lot of this connects anyways, because I mean technically if you want to rewind it back a little bit too, Sora, Riku, and Kai were all planning on hopping on a boat made of like 4 logs to
They were kids.
Yeah, they were kids that wanted to sail a little farther out from their island, or maybe they
We
wanted to
don't know what's out there. What's out there? But then we find out that there's multiple other islands, including like a full fucking town.
That, yes.
Yeah, which we never actually go to, and we never actually.
That's just in a wall.
The weirdest part of Destiny Islands is that we get the one island and everyone thinks that that's where everyone just lives. And no, it's not.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's not.
called Destiny Islands, not Island, but we only see an island. God
I
damn.
think Sora's mom is thinking right now.
I'm
He's
sure
been
he
home
went
by
back
now.
home. He's been
He's
home by
been
now.
home.
Mom
by now.
was a figment of our imagination. She never existed.
Did he pick up his shorts on the ground that he left in the first one?
No.
Or were they
Also
just
part
too
of his
small now?
imagination.
What did they tell his mom at the end of this game?
Well, you see, ma'am, your son died. He went away
he's okay.
to space, back to his home planet.
He
This is
helped
his home
reset
planet.
the universe, sort of, maybe. Who fucking knows?
Either way, we got through the dark beach. Mike, what's next?
That would be, well, for me, it's Monster World. Monsters
That
Inc.,
is correct.
which is a sequel. I mean, because Monsters
Mike
Inc.
Wazowski.
correct? It's a fine world. It didn't feel that big of a world. It was fine. You're mainly just running through the factory, which I thought was interesting.
I don't like this world. It's not my least favorite, but I don't
The
like
boss used to be so much harder. I don't know if they nerfed it, if it was just playing on beginner, but that boss sucks.
I don't like Sora. I don't like how they changed the monsters. I think that design is ugly as hell.
I like furry Sora.
Yeah.
it.
I like furry
I don't
Sora.
mind the
I
design.
don't care about the monster thing otherwise. I think it's very funny that they're giving in to the fan base.
Stop doing the funny faces. They look dumb. They're not funny.
Yeah,
But I will
I
say,
really wish they would stop.
As a
I don't know. And
child-
also hearing Sully's voice and it not being John Goodman was really hard for me.
But
Yes.
it is Billy Crystal, isn't it?
Oh, is
For
Mike
Mike.
Wazowski?
I don't think so.
I don't
Sounds like
know.
him.
I don't
I mean,
think
it's not
Billy
hard. It's not like
Crystal.
him.
Fair.
But as a kid, I
Okay.
famously, as a child, disliked Monsters Inc. when I saw it in theaters. So this world was fine, but I do not care about this franchise at all.
Oh,
I
How do you
really
feel?
like Monsters Inc. I didn't care for Monsters University. I kind of don't. I prefer, worlds like Tangled or Toy Box over this. Like, I really didn't like. It was just a bunch of corridors. Just so many corridors and so
And
many conveyor
rails.
belts. And I'm like, fuck it.
So we're
Yeah,
doing a
well,
lot of rails in this one.
Oh, yeah, and a lot of rails with a lot of doors.
I mean, not a bad world. It just wasn't special.
No.
I like Monsters Inc. I guess I feel like an asshole then.
But how many
You're not an
times do you get? How many
You're
times do your
not.
parents tell you a story being 6 and just being like, "This movie's boring"?
you're boring.
I am boring. I know.
We're all boring. We're all talking about a fucking anime game right now for about an hour and a half already.
And we're only in World 3.
We haven't even gotten to the real game yet. So, hey, who came back in this world, though? That's the important thing.
Vanitas?
Is this-
Yes.
The
Vanitas, yes.
Unversed. And
Oh, and the
Vanitas.
Unversed, yeah.
Yeah, each world you're fighting a different flavor of Heartless, right?
Yeah. Or
Nobody's. Or
Yeah.
Unversed.
Well,
They're different
Unversed
flavors,
are-
like I said.
Who the fuck knows at this point?
The Unverse coming back, I thought was really cool too, because Sora had never fought them before, so I thought that was a really nice touch.
And we also get a solution to that thing Emanuel hates.
Which one?
Oh, that Donald and Goofy are just fucking stupid and they forget everything.
Yes.
Like
they literally- Yeah, they literally go, "Oh, hey, look, it's the Unversed," and they're like, Sora's like, "What's the Unversed?" And they're like, "Oh, we fought them a long time ago."
You what?
And it's like, you didn't care to remind us about that? Well, we forgot. Sorry, Sora.
We forgot because that game came out later.
We're
they
hundreds
remember
of years
Vanitas.
old, Sora. I mean, we went from black to white to being Three Musketeers to being a
So,
wizard
here's
and
the
a
thing.
knight.
So what you're saying is that their brains are scrambled enough that they just have multiple personalities.
I'm saying they have dementia.
Okay.
The most egregious thing that happened because of the way they wrote Kingdom Hearts is that they did not find Sora in Traverse Town in Kingdom Hearts 1 and go, "Is that fucking Vanitas?"
No, but they never saw Vanitas without his helmet.
You sure? I feel like they must have.
No,
They did not.
they didn't,
Ah.
and they weren't in the final battle of Bird by Sleep. Like
Oh, yeah.
they had like not even Mickey, who was there in the final battle, saw him without his helmet. Like I think that the only one that saw him without his helmet was Ventus.
Aqua sees him. I think
Yeah,
I
Aqua
was
sees him.
him.
But here,
I think
Okay.
Aqua sees him.
okay, no, Aqua doesn't. The only one that sees him without his helmet is Ventus. You know who they do see though is that they see Ventus, and no one ever goes, "Man, Roxas sure looks like Ventus." Does anyone else think that's fucking weird? But no one
They-
ever mentions that.
They have
Well,
a moment to themselves.
But yeah, the thing about Roxas is that nobody sees Roxas. Like Sora sees Roxas inside of him, but nobody's interacts with Roxas
Not until
now.
he gets a real body.
Exactly, until now. Because the only people that wait a minute. The fucking picture.
The
God
picture.
fucking damn it.
That's why they go to Twilight Town.
Yeah, and the picture has Roxas there. And they never oh my fucking god.
That's why the friends are like, we got to go to the other version and see our friend.
Who? Ventus? No. Roxas. What?
Oh,
What are we
God.
talking about? This is who? I don't even know where we are anymore.
Oh my god. Damn it.
We're gonna
But yeah.
slowly
And-
break Mike.
Yes,
we
I
beat
think we
monsters.
already
What's
did.
next, Mike?
No. Before we move on from Monsters, a very important thing happens in Monsters Inc.
What?
Yeet.
What?
Oh, the
The
Yeetus.
Yeet.
Yeetus Vanitas.
The Yeetus Vanitas, baby.
What is Ditas Beninas?
No fucking idea.
When
They fucking
Sully
Yeah.
fucking throws Vanitas into the door. That's called a yeeting.
Oh,
And then we throw him through another door. And then that door goes to another door.
Oh, right.
What a
Oh, that was
good
funny.
idea.
I love that. That was so
Yeah.
good.
And they shredded
I-
it.
That's Randall.
You know,
Yeah.
It's like the only time that they've been effectively like fighting the organization member in the world, I feel like.
but
But they can teleport via darkness.
yeah. Also, that does remind me. Since y'all brought it up too, I also agree that I miss fighting Disney villains because I mean, if you want to technically think about it, Tarzan has like the best boss fight where you fight Clayton on the back of like a Keyblade or back of a Heartless.
Clayton.
The chameleon Heartless
Clayton.
that is invisible for no reason.
But Clayton's still visible, so it's
But,
fine.
Yes.
Yeah, Clayton's still there. You fight Captain Hook. You fight Hades. You fight Ursula. You fight Oogie Boogie. Maleficent.
And
Like-
an awesome ass dragon form.
Scar in Kingdom Hearts 2.
And I guess
So
there was
on
the-
and so
this is
forth. Here it's like, just, I don't know. For Tangled, I didn't mind it because it was whatever. But for Toy Story, I didn't mind it because you literally have like, okay, whatever. In the second
Yeah,
movie, he quote unquote gets reformed as that other Buzz Lightyear's dad or whatever. But Emperor Zurg is a very recognizable like villain aside from Stinky Pete or whatever.
To be fair, I forgot he even existed until you mentioned him earlier in this episode.
Oh
So
my god.
Dude,
Maybe
we could have had
maybe I just
Wayne
love Toy
Knight
Story
voice
too much.
two different characters in the Toy Story world. He could have voiced the cartoon version of Zurg and played out.
So
This
after
is bullshit.
Monsters Inc. is it
Frozen.
It's
Frozen.
time to build a snowman, Mike.
With
the
the full
worst-
fucking number.
I've never seen
the
that.
second
entire
worst
movie.
level in the entire fucking game.
Yes.
The
It's
level
the
was
worst level.
fine.
Because the first one we already skipped through it, which is Winnie the Pooh.
And Winnie the Pooh's after this.
Winnie the Pooh.
I guess, but it's just
No,
plain
you get-
puzzle bobble.
Stuff.
Winnie the
You-
Pooh is better. It's a puzzle game. That's fine. I can deal with that.
Fuck
what-
that. You can skip it too. You don't actually need to go in. The only
Oh.
important thing about that is that Merlin, my boy, the best wizard in town, shows up. But only for that fucking
No,
thing.
the best
because
part
he-
about it is that the Heffalump shows up because the Heffalump is adorable.
Yeah.
Mike, you've never seen Frozen?
No, I think parts
Neither
of
have
it.
I.
You're not missing much.
But
You
I
see the
should
first
see
one.
it.
Do not see the second
I do
one.
want to. No, I heard that. I want to see Frozen 1, but at this point, I decided that if I'm going to watch it, it's going to be for a review episode. of
You
the podcast.
literally just watched it by playing this game, except
No, you
there's a
didn't.
lot.
No, I know I missed things.
There's
I
like
didn't-
50% of the cutscenes like cut off and whatever.
But I've just somehow I skipped it because my son was older, and I was living with my girlfriend at the time, and she had daughters, but I never watched. I remember seeing parts of it, and it would be on like when they were in their room or something. But I have never seen that movie. Like it's just one, and I feel like I should just because it's such a famous movie at this point. Like I should watch it at least once.
That movie surprisingly did well when it came out, and no one
That movie
really sure
did
why.
gangbusters.
It
I mean,
did gangbusters numbers.
2
yeah.
did not do that great from what I remember because it wasn't as good from what I've
It's
heard.
awful.
No.
That's what I've heard. But I know 1 was people fucking loved Frozen 1, and Kristen Bell's in it. And I don't.
That is true. She is Anna.
I
Frozen 2.
So-
Frozen 2 made a $1.5 billion almost.
Don't tell me that.
Oh God.
Oh, is that why they're making a third one? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're making a third one?
Yes, they're making a
What
third
the
one.
fuck are they gonna do? I don't care. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
It's their
speaking-
cash cow. Disney has no soul. What else is surprising?
Exactly. You get it.
Oh,
Oh.
and then weird Disney tangent. It is revealed that the in Frozen their parents die. The parents did not die. The parents are Tarzan's parents. So canonically, Anna and Elsa have a brother who is Tarzan.
That's
Yeah.
a fan theory, but it's
Nope,
such a
it's-
good one.
Not a fan theory. Got confirmed.
What?
Who? They don't
By
own
Disney.
Tarzan.
Yeah, they own the movie The Tarzan though, but they confirmed it.
Okay, and then why isn't it in Kingdom Hearts?
I don't fucking know.
Kingdom Hearts
no.
4.
I wanna know. Can you show me?
But also, isn't the ship that the Little Mermaid as well?
Yes.
Didn't they say that? And also, aren't like they cousins with Rapunzel from Tangled or something like that?
Everyone's related.
Everyone's connected.
I mean, to be fair, if they're all royalty and it's in the 1700s or whatever, yeah, that's
All
they
these movies
relate.
are connected. Please go watch Disney's Wish now on Disney Plus.
No, I have not heard.
I
any
heard that
good
was
thing about
bad.
that. I
It
heard that was
is,
bad.
but it actually sets up literally all of the Disney movies.
Oh no.
This is still the most interesting thing Disney has ever and will ever do, other than The Last Jedi.
Oh, you mean Kingdom Hearts? Yeah.
Yes.
Rogue One and Andor have some words for you.
So after Frozen,
I still just need to
Frozen
bitch about
was-
the fact that they made us watch the entire musical number.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I hate the world. I do. Much like how Sora, when he arrived and he was like, I don't like the cold because he's an islander. I can relate to that. I am an islander. I know that if I go to the United States of America, I'm going to freeze my balls off. So
Depends on where you go in the United States.
Go to
I've
England.
gone to Florida and I've gone to New York. I have not gone to New York during the winter. So I did go to Texas once and I got a fucking fever and a cold the moment I landed. And it wasn't even snowing where I was. It was snowing like to the north. So yeah, if I go to any of those states where it's constantly snowing, like where you folk live up in the north of Minnesota and all that.
Only one of us is in Minnesota. One of us is in Illinois, and one of us is in bumfuck middle of nowhere, and one of us is in Missouri. So
I'm in Missouri.
So
Chicago boy.
what's wrong, baby? you are in the bumfuck nowhere, Phoebe. You know.
Joe, can I borrow the bonk stick for a sec?
It's bonk stick. Here you go. It's Keyblade too, so it's okay.
Oh,
Fuck
I'm having
yeah.
fun being here today.
Yeah, I really just don't like this world. Like
The Frozen world doesn't really have connective tissue, I feel like. Like, at one point, Sora and friends get brother bared for no reason.
I fucking hate that. How many fucking times were they gonna keep falling off the fucking mountain? They got flown off that shit like 20 times.
Yeah, and you got to climb back up at one point. It was
And then the fucking labyrinth and all that. Fuck that shit.
The
I really
labyrinth
hate it.
sucked.
I will say, I think Let It Go is a good song.
It got
It's
overlooked.
overused as fuck, but I actually
It's a
like
good
that song.
It's a good song.
It's
It
just
is
that
a
it's
song.
been overused. So
Oh
fucking
god,
much.
100%.
So
No
Are you
other
saying that in
movie
this scenario, it
or
didn't bother
property.
you anyway.
Another property has made us sit through an entire song like that.
baby, I swear to God, if you keep making Let It Go jokes, I'm going to snap my own neck.
Okay. I'll stop.
Also, I did go and check it out, and yes, it is true. They did remake the entire section of the song, like it, because the thing is that a lot of the cutscenes in this world, it did remind me of the actual movie, and I was like, okay, they like rip it out of the movie, or did they remake it? No, they remade the whole thing, and I'm like, damn, okay.
Oh,
Do
you
you
can
wanna
tell by
know-
the character models.
Do you want to know the funnier part too?
What, you can ask me if I want to build a snowman.
No.
Oh.
Back when this game first came out, you could still see the copyright symbol of the of the animation they would use.
I forgot.
What?
Yeah, for
Oh my God.
when Elsa does Let It Go, when she like spreads her cape out, whenever she's like taking everything off, when she spreads the cape out, you can see like the name of their what they used to make like 3D models. You can see it on her cape, like clear as day back then. And they people mentioned it and they went, "Oh fuck, we forgot to patch that out," and they had to put out a patch to fucking fix it.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. So yeah, in
So-
keeping with the previous world traditions, we got another organization member, which we didn't mention that Entangled Marluxia shows up, and
Okay,
Sora's like,
Didn't we kill Marluxia?
yes,
But-
Yes.
Mike, forgetting the whole point though is the replicas.
they are all
Oh,
these-
they're all replicas?
Either
No.
the replicas or they became normal again, so they became back.
Yeah, they became some.
And they also time traveled, maybe.
They time traveled.
all of
that,
the above.
That's what I'm saying. That's what one of the headcanons I mentioned before makes sense, because they said in a previous game where they're like, oh yeah, when you defeat the Heartless and you defeat the Nobody, they form back together to create the original Somebody, which
The
is why
Somebodies.
Axel exists, which goes into my headcanon kind of being true, which is all the Heartless bosses you fight in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are the Heartless of the organization members, which makes sense to why when you kill them, they come back into Somebodies.
Oh, don't worry, that's not just your theory. So many people have that theory. I love that theory.
It's low-key confirmed though, so
While we're on Frozen World for a second, Mike, how's it feel to play most of Kristen Bell's video game discography?
I
Between
didn't like
Assassin's
World.
Creed and this game.
who the hell is she in Assassin's Creed?
Lucy.
She's Lucy.
Lucy.
Oh my God, she is.
Oh my God,
I
she is.
really want to meet her someday. I'm hoping she comes to convention, but it's going to be ridiculous if she ever does, because I saw Stephanie Beatrix's line, who she played in Encanto, and she was also in Hazbin Hotel, and I waited 2 hours in that line with Tiff. We took turns. My God, I don't want to see a Kristen Bell line because she was Anna. Like, it's going to be fucking ridiculous.
I remember when Assassin's Creed was new and like the big thing was, oh, they got Kristen Bell from Veronica Mars.
I'm actually rewatching that show.
How is it?
It's a really good show.
Aren't you always rewatching that show though?
No, I only watched it once since I met Tiff, and then she got into the mood to put it back. We went and pulled out the DVDs because it's only on Hulu, and then we're rewatching the series. We're on season 2 right now, but it's going slow because I have to put DVDs in. But no, Big Bang Theory is my show I'm always watching nonstop. Like that's when I don't know what to do, Big Bang Theory just put back on.
What is wrong? Nope, not gonna judge.
Yeah, I can't say anything. I watch King of the Hill every chance I get.
Don't let him be.
You're from Texas, though.
Yeah, I'm in
So
Texas.
it's just part of. No,
That means
Big
you should
Bang
put on
Theory.
young Sheldon now.
Besides the first season, the show gets better and it gets less. The first season is shitty, like in multiple ways. When the way they reflect on the characters, the way they make fun of themselves in our culture, the way they make Penny the dumbest person they possibly can. It gets way better when you get past that, and then they're not as derogatory to the main characters like they are in the first season. Except for Stuart, the comic book store owner in the later show, they get really stupid with him, but it's less problematic than it is in the first season. The first season has problematic things.
View that stuff from afar. It's not really for me. It feels very mainstream for me. But I appreciate that young Sheldon basically became a drama by the end.
Young Sheldon's really good. That is actually a really touching show, and that last couple episodes will fucking hurt, but it's a really good show. Actually, I recommend Young Sheldon over Big Bang Theory.
And now we get part 3.
Yeah, which I can't believe it keeps going. But yeah, I'm watching that eventually someday.
I give it 1 season before it's canceled.
That's probably accurate. But yes. So in Frozen, what is the boss of Frozen? I know you fight the Ice Titan.
The wolf.
The wolf was annoying but cool looking.
It was a cool boss fight, but it super came out of nowhere. I think it implies that the main bad guy Hans or whatever just turned into a Heartless and turned into a big wolf, and it's like, oh, okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, don't we all have 2 wolves inside of us?
Yeah, they're both gay.
Yeah, but this world's like one of those instances of like they kind of don't set up anything. Like, like in the old games, at least we had the villains and they actually like right to move around and do stuff or whatever. And here it's like, I don't know. Suddenly Hans shows up to kidnap Anna or Elsa or whatever, and they're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right? Yeah, no, he's just there. Yeah, there's not enough. Yeah. Like, I vaguely know who he is from the movie, from the parts that I've seen of the movie, but had I not seen anything, I'd been like, what the fuck? Who's this guy? Like, where'd he come from? Because there's not enough to like show the villain, but I guess they figured like how many millions of people have seen Frozen. They're like, yeah, you've seen Frozen. Like,
what they could have done is like have Hans, be around you or whatever since you arrived to the fucking world, and he's trying to convince you that, hey, that Elsa bitch is like real evil or whatever, and then when you get to the mountain, he betrays you with Larxene or what, something. I don't know. They could have done something.
It's weird how slapdash like the plot is. Like they kind of are like, yeah, we saw her and we're with you now, and I need to do that. Oh, I need to do that. It's like, but I feel like that can't be the movie.
No.
So they kind of do the movie, but they kind of don't.
They kind of do and they kind of don't. It's like they just splice in. This is why I keep saying they kind of splice in pieces of the movie into like a nothing plot.
You have the musical numbers, and that's what's important. That's the part that'll sell.
And they advertise that too. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna play it, let it go, baby.
Yep. Let it go, let it go. If you know ever want to hear the song again, let it go."
But yeah, I hate this world. Fuck this. How? I know that Phoebe probably has. Cynical, the YouTuber that does the Kingdom Hearts content, when he sings the Little Mermaid song of "Fuck it all, fuck it all." No, fuck this world, fuck this world. That's how
I would rather
fuck
do Under the Sea again than play this world.
That's fair.
I like Under the Sea. I like that song a lot.
Still a better rhythm game than Melody of Memory.
How bad can Melody of Memory be?
I'm a Theat rhythm slut. I can easily tell you how bad.
I don't like rhythm games for the record.
Next time on Games My
Justice for Theat Rhythm Dragon Quest.
Mike, I love rhythm games. I played so many goddamn rhythm games. It is the worst rhythm game I've ever played in my life.
I can't wait to experience it.
Okay. It's Kingdom Hearts. It's more, I mean, I started on this journey. I have done shit that I never thought I would do. I gotta finish it. So I'm actually excited to watch that 3.5 hour movie for Union Cross Part 2, and which won't do that many downloads And I'm also excited to watch Dark Road. Like, that's how, unfortunately, what you guys have done to me.
Oh God, Dark Road exists, right?
But
Yeah,
we're not playing. We're going to watch it.
That's true, but I'm still trying to think if there's anything of importance in it.
I'm sure
As far-
there is.
As far as I know, Dark Road's a bunch of faffing about until the last arc where they explain what Xehanort's fucking deal is.
Yes, actually, and
I mean, we're going to do it.
it's
because
also an awful game.
the whole point of like this quest now is just to have all the Kingdom Hearts content cataloged, and then I can just kind of be done. Like, it's led to so many great things. So, and it's just
Man. And
I
then
don't
when
finish
we
a lot
watch,
of series on this podcast.
When
Maybe-
everything culminates and we get Haley Joel Osment as a guest star.
That'd be amazing.
The
That'd be
show would have to get a
awesome.
lot bigger for that to happen.
you never know.
Can we get him through Cameo or something? I don't know.
I mean, I could pay a lot of money.
Hey, Haley, how much you charging for 4 fucking hours of us discussing Kingdom Hearts? Huh?
Let me.
Hey, I'd be happy with
check.
half an hour, 1 hour. I'd be happy. All I need. I don't do interviews. I don't like
Haley,
doing interviews.
okay.
I don't.
How much for a personalized intro for this episode of Games My Mom Found?
Thanks
I
like
mean-
$5 or $10.
It's more.
I can tell you right now, Haley Joel Osment does not have a cameo.
Damn.
Boo.
He really should.
He really should.
So time to get to John's least favorite world. Joe, I am Joe.
I was really confused there for a second. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know you go by
Are
John at
you
work. I'm
okay?
like, what?
I go by John a lot. Sorry. No, I'm not okay. I'm having a stroke. Time to go to Joe's least favorite world. And funny enough, Dominic is right. I think I do hate boats. I'm sorry.
What is your problem with boats?
I
What do
fucking
you-
hate boats.
Nate,
Wow.
never fuck with
Okay,
America's
well, they
boats.
hate you too.
I was told you noped out of Assassin's Creed 4's episode just
And you
because
noped
of the
out a rogue
boats.
too.
And that's about Rogue too.
And I
You're wrong
am
in that scenario.
and I am being defamed because I didn't want to beat the organization members in the DLC. I see.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like boat. I mean, so I didn't expect there to actually be sailing in this game. Like when you get to the Pirates World and you start sailing, I'm like, I did not expect this at all.
Hey,
So-
Black Flag inspired, baby.
I mean, it is. It really is. Other than it controls.
It's
It controls- I
fine.
think
the
it
fact that you can
controls
instantly kill boats is
somewhat.
great.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that was nice.
I
You
think
got
it's
aboard a
'cause-
boat at one point, and I laughed my ass off. I'm like, this feels familiar.
I think it's
Yeah.
because it's forced and it's super technical for Assassin's Creed for me. Because it's like I just want to be an assassin, and it's like, look how much time we put into the boat, you guys, and it's like I don't care.
Hey, they were getting ready to make that pirate game years and years and years later. So
I mean, look, isn't the
Christ.
point to meet the game at its level and be like, okay, this is what we have to offer this time?
I mean, it's just I think they felt like they needed to do something different, which honestly they probably did. So
I mean, they made 3 Ezio games. They had to have new ideas.
not to forget
Ubisoft has
Assassin's Creed
ideas.
3 and Liberation. Oh.
But anyway, I mean,
Pirates.
it's better than Wind Waker sailing.
Sora's favorite world,
Wow.
apparently.
It's just it's hard seeing the actors that I know. One is not their voices, and two, it looks Uncanny Valley. Like it's a little bit there, but
It also
it
looks
was
so
uncomfortable.
fucking good.
It
Yeah,
is-
like the world itself. Holy shit!
Which movie is this? Is this movie 2 kind of?
It's
No,
three.
it's
No, it's
three.
three.
They skip over
Okay.
the second movie and they go straight to 3, which is I
You can
really
skip
like
Dead Man
3.
Shift just fine.
I like 3. When I saw that movie in theaters, I was like, "Oh, this is Star Wars, but in a boat."
See, I've only seen at World's End one time in my life on DVD. I don't remember anything about it. I remember my roommate being really upset with it, and she loved Pirates 1, and then I've never seen it again.
They're good movies. You should
They're
watch them
pretty good
again.
movies.
I saw them in
Pirates 1 is the
theaters.
best one, so
She went through a phase where she watched 1 like every single day for years and years.
Oh, God.
So I know
shit.
1. She was one of the people that put on movies on in the background type of thing, just to there while she smoked or whatever. And it was one of her comfort movies. Was Pirates of the Caribbean 1, and so
so
it's one of those movies that I know a lot of lines from.
So it's basically like my brother with Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Every single time that I'm looking, he's watching the fucking movie, and I'm
Ew.
like,
That movie's terrible.
that movie's
Oh,
great. I mean,
I
not
hate
great,
that
but
movie.
it's good.
It's not bad, but why would you watch it over
My
and over
bro-
again?
It's the
on
second best of the
repeat?
series of that
Oh,
trilogy.
okay. Let me say something.
Fair.
My brother is 12 years younger than me. He's 21. So he grew up with those movies. Like he's seen all of them, but that one's the one that is his favorite.
That's fair.
So
It's also
Like-
the most. It's the most actiony one of those. Like I like
and
Phantom
it's the
Menace a
most
lot.
quotable. Another Happy Landing.
Now, this is pod racing.
No, that one was the first one.
I
Yeah.
know.
I have the high ground now. So anyway,
But yes, Pirates.
It's not. it made me want to watch the movie again just because I have no memory of this trilogy. Or at least the third movie at all.
The third one is so out there and so visually striking, and this game does do that.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can explain two really fucked up things with the third movie, which it's not a tone fuck upper, but it's really like, oh wow, this universe is actually kind of cool. The beginning of the third movie starts off with them killing a bunch of kids,
Yeah.
and then the opening starts off because
hanging.
they're hanging a bunch of pirates, and one of them's a kid, and they're like, don't care, still a pirate. And then like later on in the movie, it's revealed that like the reason why Jack's a pirate to the government is because he was supposed to deliver a bunch of slaves, and they told him to fuck, or he told them to fuck off, and that's why he's wanted by the fucking government.
He used to work for them.
Yeah.
Pirates 3 was also like the most expensive movie of its time.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
very expensive.
It was like $300 million to make or something like that.
It's got Jack Black and Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom.
It has who in it?
And not Keira Knightley.
Jack
You said
Black?
Jack Black.
No, you
Jack
said Jack Black. Jack
My
Black is not in
bad.
that movie.
Fucking Johnny
How many
Depp.
edibles have you had, Joe?
I haven't, but I'm very tired.
Jack Black. Oh my god. Oh man, now god damn it. It's the
Now
can
I
we
need
call
someone-
Disney,
now I need
please.
someone, now I need someone
Please.
to redo the entire Pirates of the Caribbean franchise where they replace Johnny Depp with Jack Black.
Yes. Please
forget-
somebody call Disney.
Don't worry, AI will do it for you here
Wait.
Oh,
Does that mean we can get Barbados as Kyle?
soon. Give him time.
Anyways,
Come on,
Crab.
Going back.
So,
Crab.
Crab.
interestingly,
I only collected
Pirates,
enough. The game made me collect. That was it.
this movie is now the 14th most expensive movie ever made. There have been 13 more since. Technically 15 if you count the ones that it's tied with that are
How
more
many
expensive.
of them are Disney?
13.
So it's easier to count the ones that are not Disney. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is second. Fast X is fourth.
What the fuck?
And that's it.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Oh, what's number one so far?
Force Awakens.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
How much of that budget was just paying Harrison Ford to come back?
Oh boy.
All of it.
$447 million.
Jesus.
That's ridiculous. Then we made
That
it back
is.
at least.
Yeah.
Oh.
It made it back.
That's
all right.
ridiculous.
Actually, I think they have it beat, actually. I think they just
What?
said that it cost Wicked $496 billion in marketing.
Ooh.
Why the
That
fuck?
movie better fucking be good.
It's not
Why
going
the
to be. I'm already calling it now.
Yeah,
Shut
it's not.
up. No.
You can kind of tell it from a mile away. It's not gonna be.
I want to see it anyway.
That's fine.
You can see it. You can love it as much as you want. Doesn't
Will they
mean
play
that
it in a theater near you?
it's gonna
Yes.
have.
Okay.
It's unfortunately gonna happen. The same thing that happened to Transformers 1. It's a fucking awesome movie, and we're never gonna see a sequel.
God,
probably.
Transformers 1 was so fucking good. So Kingdom
I need-
Hearts.
I need to watch that.
Yeah,
God,
so-
yes, you do.
So both
Okay.
Vex and the hot
Luxord.
guy the hot guy
Luxord.
whose name I can't remember, Luxor.
Luxord.
I don't like Luxor at all.
AKA
He's an
Evil
asshole.
Sid.
Luxor's fine.
He's
He has
not an
cards.
asshole. He's
He made me have to hit the wrong cards until I looked up what to do. He's an asshole.
He's hot. Who gives a shit?
Joe's right.
Joe.
I see you
Joe-
like Luxor. I like Demix. It's okay.
Joe,
fine.
have you
How about we just have all of them?
have you played Final Fantasy 16? Joe.
Yes, and I will tell you now. There's no way I can say on the podcast the disgusting things I would do to Sid.
Sid, Clive.
Yeah.
But
Joe
I
has
don't
a
know.
type.
Like Luxor kind of reminds me a little bit of Sid for some reason. Like I don't think that he's as suave as Sid. Like I think that Sid has a lot more of that suave. You know, like maybe it's because Sid has a more graspy voice. You know, and he's like very sensual like this and all that. But I don't know. I don't know why when I was playing this, Luxor just like gave me Sid vibes for some reason. I was
Don't
like,
worry. Disney's about to own that actor too.
What
Uh,
actor?
The guy who plays Sid, he's going to be Galactus.
Oh right, he's gonna be like.
Oh god damn it! Really?
Yeah.
Also, Mike Joke very much has a type. It's effeminate men and strong women and everything in between.
Okay.
Mommy Aqua. Anyways.
Anyways,
So Lark's
but yeah, so here they're searching for the bar because again, each one of the world they're doing something. I don't
Yes.
remember what the fuck they were doing in Monsters Inc., but they were doing something.
They were
They
doing
were
art-related
scaring,
shit.
scaring them,
Emotions.
doing the hearts and getting the energy from scares and the hearts.
yeah, emotions
Yes,
called
didn't we
energy.
go through that way back in Nightmare Before Christmas and Kingdom Hearts? Never mind. Anyways, here they're looking for the black box. That hey, you guys talked about that other episode of Games on Mount Found about Kingdom Hearts, the mobile shit that I wasn't in. Yeah, that thing. You get,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we did.
Emanuel wasn't there for that.
I wasn't there for that, thank God.
But also,
I do-
throughout this game, I kept thinking, like, how many things wouldn't make sense? Like, they show Xeon multiple times, or Zion, how you pronounce her damn name.
Xion.
Xion.
Yeah.
Shion.
You
Wouldn't make
literally
any
said the
sense.
name right last time when you talked about the guy from Bouncer.
But, like, so many things that they show
I
that
wanna-
wouldn't make any sense to you. I kept thinking about that. I'm like, wow.
Joe, do you still have the bunk blade next to you so that I can hit Mike?
There you go.
Hey, someday
you.
I'm going to go to I want to go to Puerto Rico when I turn 40. That's my goal.
And I'll
For
have
3
my
years from
keyblade
now.
ready to hit you with it.
Just wait till he calls him Xenosnort again.
Oh,
But the Pirates World, you have the crabs you have to collect, and then you have some sailing, but most of it's optional, thank God. But it was okay.
It's a super
It's-
quick world.
it's
It's
not a
5
long
minute speed
world.
run quick, as someone lied to me and told me it was, but you know.
It's not a long world unless you make it so, which I did because I went ahead and got not all the crabs, because technically you can get more crabs after you fully power up the ship. But I
Or if
I
you're
did
such the wrong
power
person.
I did power up the whole ship and got the Black Pearl for getting.
Simple laugh.
Although I didn't hear you quite well, so I'm sorry, Michael.
You also have
Crabs.
crabs. So there's
I
two
made a dumb
plots.
joke that I can't, that I might edit out.
The really weird part of this world too is because we talked about it a little bit, but yeah, every world they're trying to figure out how to do something, and I think it's funny because the whole point of this world is like, how does a man survive without a heart? And they're basically talking about Davy Jones.
Yeah,
It's
and
hard.
then
Yeah.
and then Pete and Maleficent think that that's their box because there's a heart in the box. It must be it.
So Maleficent knows about the box because she time traveled in Union Cross.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just like
Yeah.
that they actually tied in like a very good important part of the story to make it work for the series in a way that's actually fun.
Yeah, and the reason why those two fuckers are gonna be back again in the next one.
Yeah,
If Maleficent and Pete become like the R2D2 and C3PO of the series, that is totally fine.
No,
That's what they're becoming.
Are they not already?
Donald and Goofy are the Citribunda.
Yeah, but Maleficent made
Oh.
it more interesting.
they're Team Rocket, Dominic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they need a MILF
Somehow Maleficent survived.
every single fucking time.
And then we have the funny scene where Johnny Depp blows gross breath into Luxord's face and he falls off the ship.
Yep. Once again, a Disney character just fucking owning an organization member. Keep that counter up. That's 3. I fucking love it.
My favorite was when Belle kicked what's his face in the dick.
Oh, Zalden.
Yeah, Belle kicked Zalden in the dick.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, I do like that they went and saw the reception of Pirates of the Caribbean and Kingdom Hearts 2 and how fucking jarring it was there to have, that kind of realistic by the time look, and it wasn't really how badly that aged, even for the same year that it came out. And they went like, okay, we have to do better this time. And they actually made, I think that it has to do a lot with the lighting. I think that lighting, and shadows and all of that
Yeah.
can change the perception of how we see a lot of these, which is why, again, Olympus kind of doesn't look that right. I think that there is lighting issues in that world. And here we have like actual good lighting in this world. And it makes it like, oh, everything's, even though Sora, Donald, and Goofy are clearly not from this world, because of how they are, because of the lighting and because of how they have been made in this style now, it all seems like more seamless.
So you're
So
saying
I-
this game should need ray tracing?
Shut up.
Jedi Survivor again? No. I think that if I still run through that fucking puddle, the goddamn game will drop to 15 frames per second.
I mean, God, fucking when we get to the last world, I'm playing this on the PlayStation 5, and the outskirt shadows that make up the wall when you're doing the big Heartless fight, they're moving at 15 frames per second.
Okay, I was wondering, Mike, since you were playing on a laptop that I assume is, good specs, stuff like that,
It is pretty good, yeah.
It is pretty
I
good.
think it
Okay, so on PC, and also Joe, since you're playing it on Steam Deck, what was the frame rate in terms of?
I couldn't tell you. I don't pay attention to stuff. I mean, you got to remember, all I play are retro games, so I don't.
Okay, but
the game was beautiful to me.
okay, but there is a very noticeable difference in what Phoebe is saying, close to the end of the game when there's a lot of Heartless and you see them moving in the background at 15 frames per second and you're at 60 frames. You will notice that. That is not something the eye will not see it. You will see it.
I took it as a stylish thing.
I will tell you now, Kingdom Hearts, the first 2 games that came out on Steam, probably play really well. The 3 does not play very well. I will say that now. I got like into 3 and I was like, man, on the Steam Deck, this game looks like dog shit. It's like plays at like all the cutscenes are like at 360p. It's super fucking weird.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So
I mean, some things that the Steam Deck struggles with.
it's playable. If you weren't looking for it, but I played this game when it first came out on the PS4 where it was made for, so the game looked gorgeous. But like the Steam Deck is already pushing as it is, so it's like, oh, I say that because in the past like probably month, because I've been trying to. The whole reason I bought a Steam Deck was so I can play shit in my living room. Dead Rising's crashed on me, and I still can't figure out how to get Silent Hill 2 running.
It can't always play all the newer games, but it's for me, it's perfect for what I do and for like
The older games you play.
emulation. Yeah, because I don't play a lot of new stuff. I mean, Alan Wake 2, I played on the PS5. When I do eventually get the Silent Hill 2 remake, it's going to be on the PS5. Like, I don't play stuff on, like, new stuff on the Steam Deck. I mean, I did play, there was something new that I had to play. Gotham Knights, I played that in the Steam Deck and it ran fine. So,
Out of all the games, so.
I don't play a lot of new games.
And you had to choose one that is.
I wanted to play Gotham Knights. I really was excited to play that game.
You'll be playing more new games eventually because all the series you're doing are going to be newer and newer eventually.
Yeah, it's getting there. I mean, like, well, this, for example, I mean, Assassin's Creed, I'll eventually get to Valhalla and Mirage and Shadow, whatever the hell that's going to be called when it comes out eventually. But other than that, I don't think I don't do a lot of series. This show jumps around.
It does jump around a lot.
Mm-hmm. No, but I do want to say for the Pirates World, the last fight with the Kraken and the Flying Dutchman, that was a cool fight.
It was a cool fight, although I felt like it went on a little bit too long this time. I don't know if it was just me. Like the first time around, I was like, okay, really cool, really nice. This time, I'm like, okay, let's.
There was the dog fighting. I forget the dog fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really.
You fight little. You ride little planes. Yeah, that was.
Oh
cool.
God, yeah. That
Pirates World was decent.
I like Pirates World.
A decent world.
It's probably the most memorable and probably my favorite one of the bunch.
Yeah, it's definitely for me.
Pirates, Big Hero 6, and then Toy Story. And what was the other one with Toy Story?
Monsters Inc. Or no?
Corona.
Oh,
Tangled.
Actually, not even Tangled. Monsters Inc. were all made, like, I want to say were made first. Like, they were made with everything in mind because there's so much, like, different stuff you do in all of them and, like, all this other goofy shit that happens. Like, you could tell those were made for us. I'm not going to lie, as much as I hate to admit it, I think Tangled and Frozen were just thrown in there because they look very similar and they needed more games to flesh it out.
And they're popular movies.
Yeah, and so I feel like that's why
more
they're
so
like
that they were popular movies.
Yeah, so that's why I think that's why I also think they were, because it's like same thing with both of them, which is even funnier, even weird they look the same too, but that's neither here or there. Like Tangled and Frozen, even like then, like everything's usually kind of have sequel movies here where you really don't have to, but then you could watch the movies. But Tangled and Frozen both were like, hey, you saw the movies, right? Well, it doesn't matter. Just fucking play the game. Just go through them. It's fine. Don't matter, whatever. and same concept, which I feel like was like what Emanuel said too. Olympus very much was made first, and then they went, fuck, we were told to go to the new engine already, but we're already 99% done with this, so we're not going to switch.
Yeah, which it is kind of fitting because that is still the point of Kingdom Hearts 3 hasn't started. This is still Kingdom Hearts 2.9 when you're in Olympus Coliseum. It's not until he gets his new treads that he's like, oh, now it's Kingdom Hearts 3. His new garments and whatever. So
he gets pants, you guys.
He gets pants after all this time.
But I think that for me. Since you mentioned the ones that you like Pirates is the first one for me, Toy Box is second, and then Tangled is the third one that I like.
Oh, we can't get there yet. We're forgetting my favorite Disney movie, legitimately.
Big Hero 6?
Big Hero 6 is like the best Disney movie ever.
Joe is absolutely correct.
Winnie the Pooh is a fun world. I like the puzzle bobble stuff.
It wasn't great. I was happy it was short because I was able to get through it in a day.
I also do like a short world.
Yeah, it was just, I didn't care for it. The puzzle bobble wasn't annoying, but then again, I don't like puzzle games in general, so.
Blasphemy.
It's not my thing.
There's
nothing wrong with them. It's not my thing.
I just don't like that.
Joe, are you okay?
Yeah, you guys make me laugh.
I just don't like that, and we've had like in the other Winnie the Pooh games, like multiple different types of mini games, even if they weren't great. Like here, we just had like the same one 3 times, and then it's like, oh, you're done, and then like, oh,
it's interesting that they spent time doing mini games in other worlds and not mini games here.
Yeah, Like in that sliding section in the Frozen level, that's a mini game again when you go back to the fucking world. I fucking hate it.
And they have the dog fighting in the pirates world.
I didn't go back to any of the world.
Oh, don't forget the Gigas thing you can do in Toy Box where you can play in the big robot and fight other robots.
I like that.
Oh
part.
yeah,
That was
that's
fun.
right.
Yeah,
That was cool.
I got one first person. It was actually cool.
Also, I super don't want to get into it, Mike. If you really want to, one day I'd super love to cover it too. Big Hero 6 is based off a comic. The comic sucks fucking ass.
Yeah, the comic is way different.
you don't mean-
It's
You don't
just
wanna-
the names are used, which is hilarious.
It's just the names are used, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they made a movie that was better, and now it's just gotten a lot more acclaim because of that.
I wish we got a sequel.
They did
Well,
a sequel. It was
You can
a
always
TV
play
show.
the DS game.
The cartoon's pretty okay from what I've heard. Same with the Rapunzel TV show. I heard the Rapunzel TV shows.
I didn't even
Like-
know that there was a Rapunzel TV show.
I had heard it was good
it expands on the
from
lore.
the people who I recorded with who love Tangled. So I heard it was good.
I heard the Tangled TV show is surprisingly good.
It is from what I've seen.
Oh, but to mention about Big Hero 6, since you brought it up, two things. One, I saw that movie in theaters. I have zero memory of it. I can't even tell you who the
Clearly.
villain is in that movie.
It was the professor
white
guy.
The reason
It was a white
why
guy.
the reason why it's like that for me is because I saw it with my ex, and as trauma is a crazy thing. No memory. Like it just, it's one of those things I don't think about. It was like there's parts of my life I just don't remember. So I do want to watch that movie. I do want to cover Big Hero 6.
I feel like I
just want to see.
I saw part of Big Hero 6 with a friend of mine. I don't know if I saw the whole thing now that I think about it.
I
saw
watched
it
it
in
in
theaters.
theaters. I like the movie. I like Big Hero 6. I don't like this world.
Because I remember
It's-
I remember Tadashi, I remember Baymax, but
The world's fine. It didn't. I know you guys made comments in the chat beforehand that it felt rushed and that it felt like they ran out of budget. I didn't think that at all.
I certainly feel like they did. Like
I don't know about that. I think they just had a different style.
I mean, okay, now not so much as I did, but when I initially played it, it was for me the shortest level, and I was like, "The fuck happened here?"
But
Like,
I
the
kind of like that it was short.
I don't mind it because I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I don't like in general too much unless it's like Spider-Man or some type of game that gives you like abilities where you can like go through a city like in some unique way, like Infamous or Spider-Man or whatever. I generally just don't like city levels or games. Like it's the reason why I don't like GTA 3 or 4. I prefer.
So you don't like Infamous either, right?
I like Infamous, but again, that one you at least have like a mode of transportation, quote unquote, that is like kind of unique,
I just had to make the joke.
But
Emmanuel's
no,
gonna hate my theory of Kingdom Hearts that involves Infamous.
So you want
What?
to escape from the city?
Just gotta hold on to my hand.
Dominic.
Grab my hand and we'll escape from the city.
Oh man, I would love for a Sonic crossover.
Oh no.
God, I can't wait for that Sonic movie in like 2 weeks.
Oh yes,
Dude, wait, isn't it 2 weeks?
Yes.
December 10th,
Fuck!
3
on?
weeks.
3 weeks, whatever.
3 weeks.
You gotta
2
buy
weeks.
bus tickets to get to the nearest city as complain it, Phoebe?
No, I have a theater relatively near me.
Oh, mine's 10 minutes away. What about yours? Or no, 5 minutes away. Sorry, 5 minutes.
30, fuck off.
I am
I'm-
very interested in the Keanu Reeves' Shadow.
I'm taking out several favors because my husband said, and I quote, "I am not taking your furry ass to go see that movie."
Wow, okay.
Damn. That is wow.
I've never seen 2 still. So,
Two's really
yeah.
good.
I've never seen either.
I know,
of
I've
them.
heard that.
One.
I've only seen 1, and I remember 1 was fine. I actually have thought about covering them, but there's so much shit
Let's
that I
do
cover
it.
on the show. So.
Let's do this. Let's do those movies.
Yes, please.
Before we get up on the funniest tangent,
Ex-
the only reason why I can say why the Sonic movie 3 is good, because when Sonic 2 came out, Jim Carrey said, "This is my last movie. I am not coming out to do another movie ever unless the script comes down to me with angels written in gold." And then a year later, he said he's making Sonic 3. So I'm very concerned as to what happens in this movie.
Well, you know what's going to happen.
I know it's going to happen in this
American-controlled military is going to shoot a little girl in the face.
Sonic Adventure 2 is the best fucking story in that series. Of course it's going to be good.
Also, spoiler, I don't know if they're going to show an old man being shot to death chained to a chair, but I really hope they do that as well.
Have his fucking final speech broadcast to the
Complicated.
world. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me.
I
You'll
turned the moon
feel
into
my
a fucking
loss
laser cannon,
and
bitch.
despair.
So I think the Big Hero 6 world is fun. I didn't care for the time limit
Dominic.
when you have to rescue the other guys, but it was still cool. I don't know, it was a fun world.
I like the mission structure. I think it's different. I like that it's something else.
I like Sora's goggles.
those are cute.
I thought that they could have done better. Also, something that I thought about before we started earlier, I was like, you son of a bitch. Keyblade Heroes tree. KH tree.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Does
God.
Big Hero
Why?
6 even have any games besides Disney Infinity?
They have a DS game
Oh,
from the movie.
man, there are so many. I forget DS. I
It's
really
also
do.
on 3DS.
What's a
but
DS?
A system that I have next to me with a flash card in it.
Oh,
they
they
are
are
more.
more. Yeah.
The last DS game release was actually a 2-in-1 card of Frozen and Big Hero 6's game together. But you know what was nice about the Big Hero 6 world is that it's the first level, I think, in series history where it feels like Sora could just have a normal ass friendship with a character.
Yeah.
No, he must be friends with everyone.
Like Hero is like around his age. You know, they seem to get along well. It's like he could just chill there and have a good time.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah. It's not like a weird thing where it's like, oh man, I sure love my friends, 30-year-old Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, and Keira Knightley.
Well, you also have Twilight Town.
Well,
That's a Kingdom Hearts world.
it's Kingdom Hearts
yes.
world, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
I
Disney
guess.
World.
And Frozen and Tangled, they're both like 18, so that's also weird.
You have Peter Pan, who is not
He's-
friendly to anybody.
16 at this time.
Peter Pan? No,
No,
maybe.
Sora.
Japan is a
No,
Sora's like
Sora is
15.
Sora is like 14. Kingdom Hearts 1, he is 12.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, Google that for me real quick while we.
Oh God, no.
so in the Big Hero 6 where you fight nano machines.
In Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora's around 16 years old.
You're using the AI. The AI doesn't count.
No,
Hero's like
the-
15. That works.
I don't know.
But yes, nano machines. I mean microbots.
Oh,
No,
that's
no.
also Riku replica, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
we had a hot, well, not a hot heated debate, but we did. I did go bouncing off of
We
the
had an argument,
walls.
No, it's cool. It's the game. It's the game's fault. It's not explained very well. I see, and that proves the point. This game's not very fucking. This series is not very fucking constant. I always thought it was fucking Data Riku that they somehow made him evil because I mean he has data cubes, so it made sense.
Yeah, it would make you'd think that it made sense, but no.
But the only Riku that would be evil at this point is Replica Riku.
Or original Riku.
But
Original?
which is more likely to get? It'd be Replica Riku because they can just recreate him.
No, the one that would have made sense was the one we just mentioned, which is the original Riku that was possessed by Ansem. That would have been like from that point in time, if he would have been taken and brought to the present, then that one would have made sense. But no, it's the Riku replica before he turned good. So it's like,
Yeah, God, this.
But
Again, it's something
this
that-
whole game is about the replicas, though.
If you skip Chain of Memories and skip Recoded, you won't understand what they're saying.
Even then, we didn't
Wouldn't
understand what they were
understand
saying. half
Riku.
the time.
and we still don't understand what they're saying.
But we understand better.
Now there's 2 Baymaxes.
One who knows nothing can understand nothing.
I like.
Well, I do like the Dark MX fight that it's almost like all on like a good chunk of it's on rails. I don't think the whole thing is on rails, like a chunk of it was.
Yeah.
I thought it
Like
was good.
half of it.
I like how Riku just knows stuff about computers for this one.
So
Like digital heart. Let's put a chip in him. Yeah, that'll work. I know how to work Baymax. Absolutely.
Well, hey, Hollow Bastion at one point was Radiant Gardens, so
yeah,
they have a supercomputer there.
It was
I
a,
didn't have a problem
there was
with
a
that.
nice scene of like Dora with the others, and it was like mirroring Roxas with the Twilight Town gang.
Yeah.
I think that
That's
Mike, you took a picture and you were like, "Oh, this is like Roxas with with those guys from Twilight Town," and immediately the scene shows up.
it was funny.
Yeah.
Because
They're eating
again, that's a
ice cream.
reference to. I mean, how many times you see Axel sitting somewhere with ice cream? It's it's a reference to 358 by 2 days, and like how many people wouldn't have gotten that?
Yeah, I sure miss my friends. Guy friend, girlfriend, cat friend.
Oh my
And both of them
god!
are the same person.
Axel just has main character syndrome. He just never got his own game.
Yeah.
He literally says it at one point, also breaking the fourth wall. But we'll get there.
This really is a Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. And maybe someday he'll get his own game. I mean, who knows? I'm sure we'll get more spin-offs or not spin-offs.
No, Riku needs his own solo game. No
He does.
bullshit, dream drop,
Except
garbage.
Nomura
just-
also wants to finish the series before he retires.
Yeah, but hey, he can finish off Sora's saga, and then somebody else can do Riku's saga or something.
Don't say
These series don't
that.
end anymore.
You know, Squarey. Hey, Final Fantasy. How many are we in right now? 16? Oh, it's not so final, huh?
No
Except-
series.
There's
ever.
only
Okay,
final in the
listen,
timeline where they go out of business.
There's an actual reason why that exists.
Yes.
We
We're not
are.
in that timeline. We're in the stupid timeline of real life. So
We are 2 hours and 15 minutes in, and we still
Don't
haven't
worry,
got.
we still
still-
have 4 more hours.
We,
Someone
are-
got to edit this.
we still have not gotten to the main chunk of this fucking game.
I mean, it's
fine.
We got to
It's-
Big Hero 6. We're at the end of this part, though.
Hey, it's just like the actual game. You are 2 hours into all these Disney worlds, and then it's 16 hours of the actual game.
Disagree.
Look,
I
guys.
kept track of the time. I was at
We're
20
on the-
hours when I beat Big Hero 6. I beat the game at 28 hours.
We're on the third to last world. Woo.
No.
This is all preamble for the real game. That's actually
Exactly.
the fun part. But
This
Disagree.
is still Kingdom Hearts 2.9.
not in time
Disagree.
but just in plot wise. Like all of these worlds serve as a function to replicate the Disney thing that's in all the games. But then like the real story is what happens next.
So they are replicas after all.
God damn it.
I like how their solutions just let's just get more bodies. We can get more bodies somewhere, right? Yeah.
Hey, we can just make it somewhere. I don't know from where, but
So
yeah.
he
Let's
goes
put-
to the
let's
dark
put-
world, if I remember correctly, right? Sora does. He opens up a
Yeah,
keyblade or
he does
Yeah.
some
keyhole.
bullshit.
He somehow finds.
He goes back to Destiny Island.
He goes back to Destiny Islands and he finds the Ericus's keyblade just
Lying
lying
in the
there,
fucking sand.
right in the fucking beach that we've passed through like 10 billion times, and it's just right there. And it's
So
like,
That was
Why?
a teaser for Kingdom Hearts 3 originally.
Yes.
Whenever they announced Kingdom Hearts 3, that was a trailer where Sora,
Yep.
you see Ericus' Keyblade laying on the ground, and
Sora
Sora walks
picking
out to pick it up, and it goes, Kingdom Hearts 3 coming soon.
yep.
And we
that
finally know
was
what's behind the brown door.
way back in 2013.
That was cool that we
14?
finally got our answer.
It's just a door to darkness.
And at one point, I don't think we mentioned it, but Aqua, you see a scene where Aqua's talking to
Oh, yeah,
what was
talking
his
to
name? The
Ansem.
real Ansem the Wise, the real
Ansem the
Ansem,
Wise.
not the fake Ansem.
Christopher
And-
Lee Anson.
He
Yeah.
gets tossed into the darkness.
Yep. Just
The ocean.
I do, and that stupid joke too. God damn it. Where Ansem says something because I was saying something, Ansem says something, and then Dark Ansem says, "You are wise," and I'm like, "Oh, you."
Ha 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 ha.
Ba-doom.
And then when Sora goes in, that's when Dark Aqua comes out. Correct? Comes out of the
Yeah,
Darkness.
the
Yeah.
anti-aqua.
No, the when Riku and Mickey go back for the second time to try to find Aqua, that again they get overrun by darkness and shit and whatever. And
And Sora comes in, and it's not too late anymore. Aqua can be saved.
yeah, I know, but before all that, I was like, "You don't know despair, you don't know loneliness, you know." And I'm like, "Preach, woman."
And,
preach.
and I'm
I mean,
just
they
laying on,
preach,
left her
preach,
there.
mama.
Your truth.
and I'm
You
just
will
laying on the
feel my loss and despair.
Yeah.
and I'm just laying on the ground hoping she spits, because if she does, I'll catch it in my mouth. It's a good design.
You went one step beyond because I was like, "Oh yeah, step on me, mommy, step on me."
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, Joe doesn't want to step on, but I.
Oh
Also-
god.
Same concept. Emanuel and Phoebe probably know what I'm talking about. They showed
Mhm.
they completely spoiled
They
Aqua-
spoiled this.
Aqua's form in an E3 trailer, and it's so
Yep.
funny because I remember being on the internet and people half of the
Aqua
internet
got Norden.
no yeah half of the internet being
Mhm.
Aqua got Norden, and the other half being like, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts since 2. What's going on?
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that? What is
So I
Norden?
knew
thing-
there was a Dark Aqua in this, but I had no idea why I knew it. But I just knew it, and
The Funko
Yeah,
Pop
because
ruined
of-
it for you because you're obsessed with them.
no, actually, I didn't know there was a Funko Pop until it was posted in the chat that I want now. By the way,
It's a
I went to a
Funko
toy
Pop.
shop today, but
It was
they
either
didn't have a lot of Funkos.
Funko or probably that trailer.
Oh, and I had to pretty much pull my wife away from a Funko Pop. There was a Mickey Kingdom Hearts 3, but I didn't buy it because I didn't want it. But I would have bought Aqua in a heartbeat, or Axel. But they did have I had to pull her away from a Shangela signed Funko Pop from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh,
Jesus
Hmm.
fucking Christ.
She wanted it. We weren't.
Kingdom Hearts.
I might.
So
I have a couple Kingdom Hearts Pops.
yeah,
but
you were probably
there is a
spoiled
vendor who
by that
had a
trailer.
bunch of them. So No, I'm looking for Aqua now. So if I find her at one of my swaps or something that I go to, I will 100% buy the Aqua Funko Pop now.
There's
I have a
not-
Vanitas, I think, somewhere.
There's not a lot of Kingdom Hearts Funko Pops. You'd be surprised.
There's more than you think.
There's more than I think.
I have a lot. Let me see. 1, 2.
Yeah, but there could be more, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, there's
So-
there's a lot missing. There's no Ventus, no Terra,
No, there's
no
a- yeah.
Xion,
Yeah.
no Roxas.
No
So
different forms of Sora.
So we fight Anti-Aqua.
There's Tron Sora.
But
There's a
before
Tron
that,
3-pack.
Of
I have
course.
it up
yes.
to the left of me. My
Yes.
wife bought it for me a while.
But
we go.
before that, Mickey, you're too late. That's
I'm sorry,
literally
can you
how
pop right now,
that E3 trailer ended, by the way, with her saying that line of "Mickey, you're too late," and that's where everybody lost their fucking minds.
I thought she was evil this whole game. Like, I made a comment at some point where I'm like, yeah, she's going to be evil. And I didn't realize it was just one little scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you know what? She's saved by the power of gay.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me it's the power of gay when Sora has a rainbow keyblade and Riku's keyblade is literally the gay male pride flag.
I do love that they brought that back from Dream Drop Distance because that
We are eating good.
the United Keyblade from Dream Drop whenever you did the the thing that I'm talking from that game.
It's also an engagement ring, but that's also neither here nor
It's
there.
like the Evangelion merchandise where they have matching Shinji and Kaoru rings.
Yes, there is a matching engagement ring that is those two keyblades that you can put together. No one's allowed to
Yes.
convince me otherwise. But yeah, Aqua gets saved. She gets like thrown back in the water and then washed of her sins.
Yeah,
And
and then we get the intro from Kingdom Hearts Birth by 0.2 Birth by Sleep, remember?
Yep.
Because at the
Yay.
beginning, because in that
Yeah.
intro, Aqua is going through the water, and then you see Sora's hand reaching out to her, and it's
Yep, it's all
Okay,
come
that's
full circle.
all connected, tied to the darkness. Yeah, and then I almost feel like they should have like maybe done that in the middle of the game,
Yeah,
at the midpoint of
No,
the game.
because we're actually hitting the point where this game just becomes the Bible.
Well, here's the thing, right? If they did that in the middle of the game, there would be no story reason to not just go to Ventus immediately.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
That
right.
is true, but it
I
could
mean,
have been like, oh, Aqua hasn't woken up or something yet, and we're just waiting for Aqua to wake up so we can go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, yeah.
I-
Let's.
So you
let
mean
the
you
poor
want
girl rest.
Aqua in a wheelchair and she's...
Are you trying to
Well,
make a
some little
7
town on an
reference, or are you
island that
trying
you
to make a fucking Legend of Korra reference?
I was trying to make a 7 reference, actually. But you are right. It could work for both.
If that, yeah,
Why
that
not
core
both?
reference also
Maybe
works.
she's just tired because she transformed into a different being with red hair. So she's in a coma because of that transformation. How about that? That good too for you, Phoebe?
I don't know what the fuck he's referencing.
I'm trying to think. I know
Yeah,
this.
that one. I have
Dominic
no
does.
What is it?
What?
Dominic.
It was Xenogears reference.
Oh.
idea.
It
That
was a
was-
very vague Xenogears reference on purpose, but apparently too vague.
Yeah.
Oh,
too
hey.
big.
And look, I have 2 nickels now. If I had a nickel for every time my favorite character washed up on the from being in the water for too long, I'd have 2 nickels. It happened to Aqua, and it also happened to Alan Wake. Yeah.
Oh, I'd have like 15. I can't even think of them anymore.
So we have Aqua. She gets better. And then it's like, okay, you know
Immediately
where
better.
Ventus is, right?
She gets
Great.
immediately
Let's go get
better.
Ventus.
Yeah,
I was surprised how quick you go and get Ventus.
that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that this part of rescuing Aqua, it should have been at the midpoint. Let her like recover or something. We try to.
Yeah.
You still don't have the power of waking. Supposedly, if the power of waking has always been inside you, or whatever. But he doesn't know that yet.
Friends we made along
There's
the
no
way.
time.
Exactly.
But I
He
think-
doesn't know that yet. So instead, we could have like let Aqua rest or something at Yen Sid's tower, recuperating. Instead, now we're like rushing it to like, okay, we found Aqua. Now let's go find Ben
If there
immediately.
were less
They're like, we
Disney
took
worlds
13
where they
years
were
to bring you this
simpler-
game. We got to get on with it.
It's
No
not
time.
about the fact of the development time. I'm just saying that they could have reordered how they did some things to make it
No, you
like
are right.
If they had cut Corona or they had made some of the worlds smaller, I think it would have worked better that way.
no, cut Arendelle.
But I just think they wanted to front load all of that to just let you have everything you wanted after that. Like they do all the teasing in the Disney world, they do all the stuff, but then after they're like, okay, fuck it, we're gonna answer all many questions. We're gonna see all of the scenes, just going all in.
There's no time.
Yeah, but that it works and it doesn't, because then it's like, okay, it almost feels like a slow build up, and then it's like like just hit the NOS or something for the next
I
like
didn't mind it, but you are right. I mean, it just goes from like 10 to 100, and it gets awesome.
Because they have to placate Disney with their fucking bullshit.
We have
Yeah,
to get our 13 fights in to make an X-Blade.
Keyblade.
Because fighting is now a substitute for forging metal.
Yes.
But yeah, after you rescue Aqua, they're like, oh, we should go to Yen Sid and tell them that, that you're okay. And no, we got to go find them. And so we
But
go
I like
to...
how she knows exactly where, she remembered where Ventus was. And who meets you there? I forget. There's an organization.
Vanitas.
Vanitas.
Or he's not.
Vanitas?
Because he wants to make the Kai blade.
But I did like that we saw the inverse of what we saw in Birth by Sleep, turning Land of Departure into Castle Oblivion. And here it's the other way around.
Yeah, that was just like... I really appreciate that. And again, I was so happy I played Birth by Sleep. So happy. Because otherwise you'd be so fucking confused you didn't play that.
Also, before that, I did mention in the chat one of the parts where it got me with Waterworks, which was when Aqua woke up in the realm of light, and she was like crying, and they were like, "You're home," and I'm like,
I mean, she's in the darkness for what, 15, 20 years or
something
so?
crazy like that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so here's the problem. Much like Alan Wake, this place has no concept of time or space. So for everybody else, it's been 12 years. For her, it could have been much longer than that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's completely fair. The stuff with Aqua is it's so good to see her again and to see Ventus. Like, Birth by Sleep should have been named Kingdom Hearts 0 and not, because I think that would have helped.
Well, it
would have helped people play it.
Funny enough, that's kind of the point too. Birth by Sleep, which they say in the game is supposed to be a concept of it's supposed to be a prequel. And originally, this Birth by Sleep was supposed to be a trilogy as well, from what I gathered, because like that 0.8 was supposed to be like a whole other game apparently.
Oh yeah, they were definitely supposed to be a sequel.
They teased it in the secret ending of Birth by Sleep, that Volume 2.
Yeah,
Birth by Sleep Volume 2, and then they just went with 0.2 Fragmentary Passage, and
if they weren't gonna make it, well, I think PS Vita failing probably didn't help the situation, and I'm assuming Birth by Sleep was paid by a good chunk by Sony to help promote their console, and if you don't have that money, you're just like, well. And I'm sure Nintendo paid a pretty penny for Dream Drop Distance to be on 3DS only.
Plus, Nomura was working on 15.
Oh, okay. Oh, he worked on that one too?
Well, that was Versus 13, and then they took him off the project, and it became 15.
Yep.
And he went to make Kingdom Hearts 3 instead.
Yep.
And 15 did so bled that then we get Baron Rex.
Yep.
We'll get to that.
We'll get there when we get there.
Let's not and say we did.
But yes.
No, because Michael will be confused.
Yeah.
So
Michael's already confused.
The amazing thing that we get out of playing all these games is we get to know these characters and care about them. And we get time with all of them that, like, just having them in one game or two games just wouldn't be enough.
Yeah,
so,
I mean...
Like, we have the time to care about Shion and Roxas and Axel and Ventus and Aqua and Terra, so that when they all start coming together, it feels like something.
It feels like the Avengers moment.
And for some of them, it doesn't become anything.
Yeah, weirdly enough, this game really does become the Avengers Endgame of you. Good luck not understanding this if you didn't watch the other 15 fucking movies.
Which I think works really well here and not with the Marvel shit.
Yeah, because Marvel keeps doing it now too. Currently, where it's like
it worked with the Marvel shit up until Endgame. Now it's like because they threw in the multiverse wrench. Now that's why
But isn't it like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is or is not canon, depending on who you talk to?
It's not canon. But that is also a problem because...
It's canon in my heart.
Oh, I know. I wish that goddamn Phil and Sky or Quake, came back. I was hoping in Secret Invasion that he was just calling Phil Coulson and Quake, as backup or something, and no, that piece of shit.
But then we have this series, which is like, no, everything is directly tied. Everything is important.
The only other game series like this, and I keep mentioning it, and I keep suggesting it, is the Trail series. Where
and Metal Gear.
Oh my god.
Literally, every game is important. And because each one is a continuation of the last, and each one will just keep escalating until we get to we kind of got to the Avengers Endgame in Reverie, but that's still not the end of the actual saga. So
once the Trails trilogy comes out on Switch, it'll be a lot easier.
We'll see.
I'm curious about the remake, but like, I don't know.
They should port the originals to Switch.
Like, I have the original on PSP. I have the download of the second one on my PS3, but I hear you can't transmit to a PSP anymore.
I don't know. But
we're gonna get into another game real briefly too, which is also gonna be really funny. I can't wait to get into that conversation.
Oh God, what conversation?
You'll see, because Emanuel probably knows what I'm talking about.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not here. I don't
This
exist.
isn't something I'm on, is it?
No, it's a game that I'm not sure any of us have actually played. But Mike's back, so
Yeah, just
Could've
filling
just
up
kept going
time.
without me.
Yeah.
We did. We just
Okay, good.
didn't. We talked
We were
about other stuff.
absolutely talking about Kingdom Hearts and nothing else.
I definitely wasn't trying to convince everybody to play the Trails games again. Pinky promise.
But anyway,
Let me finish.
E3 is coming out on Switch. We should play it with the Telgana at some point.
I do want to, actually. But see, Dominic, you also didn't help the situation by getting me to play more Kingdom Hearts, so take a little time.
Playing more games for the podcast. What could be bad
And
about
Xenosaga.
that?
Xenosaga is happening next year, at least 1 and 2, or at least 1.
Hell yeah.
And after that, you're gonna do Xenoblade.
I don't know. I do want to play Xenoblades. I really want to play that series.
They're good.
I am going through the Xenoblade series now at some point. So I don't know.
I have a weird question.
Sure.
Yes.
Is it
Kingdom Hearts related.
Yes. Is it Vanitas' fault that they were also able to wake up Ventus? Because they established earlier, which I completely forgot, by the way, where they're like, oh, in order to, just because we don't know what's going on with Ventus, and it's like, oh, well, the only way to wake him up, though, would be to find someone, or no, it's Roxas. Is there like, well, we need someone to who remembers them to wake them up. And they're like, and that's why they go to Twilight Town, blah, blah. But the same thing, obviously, is the issue with Ventus. So technically, Aqua's there, but also Vanitas being there, too, also helped him wake up as well, which is funny.
Yes.
And then we see what I guess the power of waking is technically, where it's Sora diving into his own heart to wake people up. Which
The power of waking is just the fucking paint glass shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna get there because it's kind of explained more on the DLC, or some shit is in the DLC.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's all that is. He had the power of waking the entire time. But hey, they did consciously not do that shit until that point in the game for a reason.
And then we get my heartbreaking moment, my second place heartbreaking moment of good morning, Ventus, and good morning, Aqua. God damn, did that fucking hurt.
And he's automatically okay.
Also, no one aged.
No one
fucking
aged.
We will get there.
It's Evangelion rules. If you're a Keyblade wielder, you don't age.
This is actually accurate. That's why I've been
I think
making
that's fine.
Highlander references for the past 4 episodes.
But that doesn't explain
It's-
Ericus and Xehanort, but
And it doesn't
does.
explain. And it doesn't explain Sora.
It does.
Sora's voice dropped. You can't deny that.
And he grew up in that time that he was asleep. So is
And
it
then-
just
Also,
When you
I don't.
become a master, you stop aging.
Well, that doesn't count either because
Ericus aged.
Terranort ends up having 2 nobodies, or a nobody and a heartless, that are also older.
But that's Terra aging.
Time travel.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
Question mark, exclamation
Uh-huh.
You
point.
guys get what y'all get what I'm saying, right? Like Ansem and Xehanort are aged up like Terra. So when and how did that happen?
It's Lost Odyssey rules, okay? Happy they just age at a much slower rate.
Let's just say that there are no rules.
There are no rules, and we'll get to that at the ending as well.
Don't think twice.
Shut up, goddammit.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
I'm looking for the exit. How do I get out of here?
Oh,
You can't.
Mike-
This ride
Michael.
lasts forever, Mike.
Yeah, pull on the
No,
straight
you're
jacket,
too
Mike.
late.
Dominic accepted it. You need to as well.
So the idea is also, again, we have Ienzo and Vexen working on this project of getting more souls into bodies, or more hearts into bodies.
Except one for good and one for evil.
No, Vexen
And-
becomes good.
I know,
Yeah.
but he's still did the replicas for the rest of the organization before he defected again.
They dupe Demix into delivering them a body that they can put a heart into.
Whose heart? We'll see.
Which
Oh, come on, we know who it is.
do we know
Yeah.
It's Shion.
who they
Or
No.
I mean it. Or
No,
not
it's
No, 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 not that.
Roxas.
No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Listen to me before you answer.
No, I don't want to listen to you.
It's
Do
also
we
possibly
know?
Roxas.
Do we know who the other conspirator is?
Yeah.
Because Vexen and Demic say, or Vexen tells Demic, oh, so and so actually wants to defect, but since he's one of the chosen, he can't. So,
Isn't it Issa?
I think it's Issa.
Isa, not Isa.
I think it's Isa.
It's Sykes,
Psych, the blue hair guy.
Sykes.
Okay, thank you. That helps.
the old
I was-
boyfriend of Axel.
I was almost thinking that it was Ansem, like Dark Ansem, because how he reacts at the end when you defeat him, he's like, we'll talk about that later. I don't know.
I'm so fucking confused.
If there's
So-
an Ansem, I don't think they're going to defect. Unless
So-
it's Ansem the Wise. He's already defected. He's already in the realm of darkness.
So the friendship club meets. Roxas meets Axel, or Ventus meets Axel, who calls him Lee. Aqua realizes Kyrie's the princess she protected as a child. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone open mouth kisses. We need to go fucking save our friends.
Yeah.
So
That's when we go
So-
to the Keyblade Graveyard, which was technically the world from the mobile game. And then if you didn't play the mobile game, you wouldn't understand some of the
Also,
references.
Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't understand exactly what it is if you didn't play the mobile game.
I guess.
So,
We
so
don't-
our 7 heroes now are Axel, Kyrie, Roxas. No, not
Ventus.
Roxas. Riku,
Ventus,
Sora,
Aqua.
Ventus, Aqua, Donald and Goofy? Question mark.
Donald and
They're-
Goofy don't
they're
count
the
because they count
9.
as Sora.
Aha.
Yeah, and they don't have Keyblades. Even though Yen Sid is like, and we have additional guardians with Donald and Goofy, these two bitches that keep forgetting shit.
Ah, Yen Sid, former master of the Keyblade, because he could have held the mark of mastery. Christ for fucking bid, he joined this fight in any way but to be Moses.
I
We'll
do
get
like
there.
that Moses part, but before
get
is
there.
it before Moses when you get killed?
Before Moses. Yes. Yes, before
Wait.
Moses.
Hold on. Before
We have
get-
BM and AM. Before Moses, after Moses.
Yeah. Before we also have everyone getting killed, we have the main question that everyone has been wondering finally get answered. How
What?
does one share a Palpu fruit with the person they care about? Apparently, you just feed it to each other, which honestly surprised me.
No,
They
it didn't
draw
surprise
the
me.
picture.
Yeah,
They're
but when you
kids in Kingdom
when you-
Hearts 1 of them
when-
handing each other
Share-
a fruit.
sharing
Yes.
implies of one, not just feeding each other a star-shaped fruit.
The drawings speak for themselves. They are hieroglyphics. They have their mouths open, and Sora was feeding Kyrie, and Kyrie Sora.
It's like a wedding cake. Oh, sweet Jesus. It is just a wedding cake.
It's just
Yeah.
a wedding cake.
It is just a wedding cake.
They're islanders.
Simple
That's
and clean.
racist.
Yes.
I love
Emanuel, is
like,
that racist?
Like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Let's keep going.
Emanuel, is that racist?
What?
Say that they share fruit because they're islanders.
Oh yeah, we
think so.
share coconut. I'm kidding, of course.
So you remember the coconut?
Let's just move.
Okay.
So they go up to Xehanort and ask him, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love it.
Oh, and then they meet Terranort, and then this is
Fucking
the part.
Terranor just wipes the floor with everyone.
This is the part I was going to talk about, which is going to completely transit the segue of the conversation. I apologize. Fucking hell, there is a 3DS game. I can't think of the name of it, and now I'm upset that I can't think of the name of it.
Don't come to us.
Bravely Default. Has anyone played Bravely Default?
Oh,
No.
God.
So I need to Phoebe knows what I'm talking about then, because I need y'all to understand how important this is, because it's very important.
Okay.
During the Terranort fight, Donald does a spell called Set of
Set
Flare.
of flare.
In Bravely Default, which is also a time travel game, you have to beat the game 4 times to get the true ending. Mike, we've talked about it before. You said no, fuck you, Joe, and I said that's fair. In Bravely
That
Default,
sounds accurate.
yeah, there is a pixie that is your basically mascot character, to which she is revealed that she is an eldritch god who is basically behind the whole sequence of the game while you're time traveling, things like that. It turns out she's eating other universes, which is why you're playing the game 4 different times. When you fight her, just like every other Final, because it's technically a Square Enix game, so it's a Final Fantasy game. The way I explain it is like with Sephiroth, when you fight Sephiroth's final fight, she has a big move at the end, which is Zeta Flare. And when you look up what Zeta Flare is, it is the flare spell that is so powerful, it is explained only very, very, very powerful people can do. So Donald has the power of an Elder's Horror, which is why he dies when he uses it.
Yes. That move, I think, wasn't it also Bahamut, the one that uses it in the original
Well, there's
Final Fantasy
Giga Flare,
14 to
Flare,
reset
and Mega
the.
Flare.
Bahamut is a flare under. I believe it's Giga Flare. He does not know Zeta.
And sadly, we didn't get fucking what's his name, Mickey going. They'll pay for this.
So we got Brave and Default references. We got Nier references. It's a whole Square Enix universe happening.
Yeah, don't worry. Sooner or later, they'll tie in Era Guys. God bless the ring. I don't know how, but they'll do it.
Never. I don't gotta worry about that one.
I need to play that. That's really good.
It's not bad.
Sure. You should play it, but I wouldn't go into the idea thinking it's really good. Don't do that. Just play it.
Oh, but anyways, everyone actually dies. Everyone actually dies here.
Yeah, they kill everyone.
Yeah, they kill everyone.
Kill everyone.
Who kills them?
But they all just kind of die from happenstances.
A lot of it's the Tornado Heartless.
Yeah, the Tornado Heartless kills them.
Oh,
and
Darkness.
Donald also seppukus himself, so
My God, don't word it like that.
he does. If you use the final move that kills you, it's also seppuku.
I disagree. That's just called suicide.
There's an actual term for it, like when you blow.
But I don't think it's
not
seppuku. Damn it, I can't say it now.
Seppuku and Harakiri.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are more of like when you kill yourself a particular way.
Yeah, it's just you killing yourself in honor.
That's where I thought this conversation would go.
And so
No.
Sora goes to the infinite ocean.
So Bahamut does do set of flare in Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, for God's wait.
That's how they reset the game.
That's
from the
right. That
original
is how
Final
a Realm
Fantasy
Reborn
14
happens.
to Realm
'cause
Reborn,
he's a
because-
So that's where it
super
starts.
primal. Right.
So Donald knows a spell strong enough to reset the universe. There we go.
Exactly.
And he kind of fail in using it.
No,
Yeah.
they kill Terra.
I mean,
Terra-
he kills
Terra-
he kills Terra in that instance, but he also basically kills himself.
And
Yeah,
everyone
and
else dies. So yeah.
Yeah, from the tornado, everyone else dies.
And then Sora is so heartbroken, he imagines a world in which there is no one else.
Basically.
No,
Except
so
for Kitty.
Oh, shut up! Ah!
Damn it.
I love the Chirity design. It's very cute. I really love it. I fucking hate that sound.
I love you, Tirothy.
Charity.
I just wanted to punt that fucker off to the end of the
I initially thought you were making the fucking Kun Pao reference.
It's the same noise, though.
the same fucking noise.
Thank you, Phoebe, for understanding that reference. You're the best, and I love you. Anyways,
Oh, God damn it. Yeah,
This is-
everybody dies.
we also
And-
reveal that this has been the plot all along because baby Eriquis and baby Xehanort are playing chess, and Yeah.
Yes.
But-
Some form of chess with one person having 7 pieces and the other one having 13.
do you guys think it's weird that Chirithy explains death to Sora?
Yes.
No, it's
But it's very
Kingdom Hearts.
funny.
Nothing blows my mind
Exactly.
anymore.
It's funny because Chirithy goes, Sora, you're dead. He goes, dead. And she's like, yes, Sora. When you no longer have a heart or a body, you die. Oh.
And that doesn't phase him. It's not until he says, technically, think about it, that you're in pieces. I'm in pieces? Not.
He's just that stupid.
I'm telling you.
And you gotta get the 111 copies of them, or you can get up to 333.
This is my favorite part of every Square Enix game where they die or they become wounded in some way and they become psychological and weird.
How do you feel about that, Mike?
I'm confused what's going on. But hey.
It's anime
He-
death. So
He fell
died.
into the live stream and then
Oh, yeah, no, I have no
That's the
problem. Death
that's the
and
end of
him
time.
having to go pick up themselves. Like, I think it's cool. I think it also makes sense in a world where people can lose their heart. I mean, technically, he became a heartless and came back. Like, I have no problem with how this happens. I have no problem with him explaining death, because if we were to wake up on the other side, we wouldn't understand what happened either. So I'm sure that if there is an afterlife, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody sitting there going, answering your, helping you along, like that idea.
well, aren't you so glad that the world of dreaming, of sleeping, and the world of death are so close together?
I think that's a real thing. If
Yeah,
there is 2 different planes of existence, like, again, you open a can of worms, Phoebe. Like, I do think Sandman was onto something. I do think that when we are sleeping, I know there's fiction's on it too, that you can connect with people that are dead. Like, I think that my cat came to visit me in a dream to tell me he was okay after he died. Like, I do believe that is a thing there. If there is an afterlife, all that.
What about when people who are
Absolutely.
alive visit you in your dream?
No, I think that's just your
Multiverse.
subconscious.
Well, that's called
Hey.
dream bubbles.
Multiverse.
Dreaming is a whole science.
We're not gonna get in.
So yeah, I have no problem with him explaining it. Like, I think it makes sense that he doesn't understand what happened. Plus, he went through a very tragic event. Everybody he loved and knows just got murdered.
yeah.
Especially Kyrie.
I mean, he's been
Kyrie.
fucking trying to get after Kyrie for how many years of this series? Like, yeah, like they need to get together.
2.
And that's why I got really excited for the ending, and then I realized, wait a second.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah, we're getting there.
Did you talk to?
Just wait.
Did you get to the stars, Mike? Did you
Star-
talk to
no.
the stars?
No,
Oh,
that's not
right.
here. That's not here.
The DLC?
That's in the DLC. That's
No.
not here.
No, there are stars.
No,
here.
no. There are stars. When you're collecting the first
Oh, I
couple
talked to one
pieces.
by accident.
Okay.
Okay, one of them is nominee,
Oh.
and she
Well,
does.
yeah,
Oh.
but the nominee one instantly plays.
Okay,
Does
that's
it
the only
play?
one I talked to then.
Okay,
But you can talk to the other ones, and they're
Yes.
filled with a super high amounts of emotion. You
Yes.
can't really pinpoint who they're supposed to be, though. It's just random
But-
dead souls.
except there are only two that actually. Remember how I said before that every line is voiced? This is the only instance where in the game there are lines that are not actually voiced, and it is these stars, except for two. One is nominee, and another.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
Is
The other
this-
one's something that we can't discuss yet.
Is this girl from?
This is a major
Union
character
Cross?
that we cannot discuss yet.
DLC?
Yep.
Ah.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
but also no. We'll
Yes,
get
Dark
there.
Road or
question mark,
DLC?
We'll see.
Oh,
If it was Dark Road, Phoebe would have more curse words just in it.
No,
it's-
okay. We can say that there is a character that you have seen.
Yes.
You know
It's-
nothing about, but you have seen them. This is
Soccer
that
Girl.
character.
Oh, by the way, I forgot we skipped that too. There's a
Is it
scene.
Is it confirmed that it's that person?
No,
Hold on, I'm gonna message you.
Or
Joe,
is
what
it
were you
just
saying?
we glossed over a scene, which is why I also recommended we play the other half of Union Cross after this. There's a scene where there are 4 characters specifically talking. It's Demix, Marluxia, Larixen, and Luxord, about how they were all specifically chosen to awaken their latent abilities as Keyblade Masters. Which is why in the teaser for the second half of Union Cross, we also see a younger Marluxia, who is Marluxia's somebody. And if you played the mobile game, you also see Larixen, who is also there as well.
But
Somebody.
2 of these characters still have no clue.
Yeah, 2 of the other characters have not been revealed yet, which is concerning.
Well, one of them is the Master of Masters.
One of them is not the
Master.
Master of Masters. God damn it. We're not
It
getting
is-
there yet, though.
Absolutely Master Masters.
What's the name of the soccer
uh,
girl? Jesus Christ, Strelitzia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Hey, now Manuel's confused.
Yeah,
no, I'm
I
not
sent Emanuel
confused.
a
I'm just
thing,
withholding
probably.
information.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we are
remember when we
purposely.
talked about the
Who's done with
cover
this
of
shit?
3, and we thought that maybe it was actually secretly her or something like that?
I have my own theory, which we'll get into.
Well, I was gonna say, do we just say it?
We should say it at this
we can
point.
say it, yeah, at this point, yeah.
The
it's fine.
second star is Strelitzia.
That's what I thought.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
I thought
well.
all along.
Yeah. Strelitzia very much is also in the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, Mike.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is Marluxia's sister.
So the mobile game gets
Oh.
more and more important, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking important.
If-
You have no goddamn clue.
If we want to get a little bit further into that, when they plan this ahead, I always say that they Tatsuno Mori does plan ahead. So the other star that you talked to is supposed to be Strelitzia. They also tease her in the Re-Chain of Memories, because in Re-Chain of Memories you have a second boss fight with Marluxia, at which you see him on top of like a big ship, which is a woman, which people theorize that is Strelitzia's nobody.
Oh,
Damn, I
Yes.
didn't notice that.
Yeah,
cool.
Mike, if you think this is long, Union Cross Part 2 is going to be longer.
yeah.
Cool. I
don't
actually
believe
really
that.
dig that.
Not
But-
recording wise. I don't believe it at all.
The idea is that, because it's not also technically confirmed, but it is, because technically translations are bad back then. No one was sure whose sister Strelitzia was, but if you look up Strelitzia, it's a flower. Flower, Marluxia, flower guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
make
what I
sense
meant-
on Marluxia's and Union Cross.
Yes, it sets up Marluxia and Union Cross, where he's upset because someone fucking murdered his sister.
That's a fair reason to be upset.
Yes. But
Everything comes together. I was
Also,
right.
also, we will find out later in that too that the name who's circled in the Dandelion Leaders is Strelitzia's name was the one who was circled. So she
Somebody
has a,
She's
murdered
the-
and
she's the fake-
replaced her.
Fake leader.
somebody
No.
person in the water hole.
and then we have like a really weird sequence. I remember in Kingdom Hearts 1, whenever you do like Hollow Bastion and like you go like if it's like right before you fight Ansem, you go through like a bunch of like really like empty Disney worlds and it's really creepy.
Yep.
Hey, you do that again when you're saving everyone's soul from the Heartless Grim Reaper.
Yeah, the
Is that what
Lich.
Is that what that's supposed to be, by the way?
It is
the goddamn
supposed, it is called
Reaper?
the Lich.
That's what
Cool.
that's what it says on the little screen.
Yeah, the Lich King.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then Sora saves everyone, and him and Kairi hold hands.
Yay!
Which, hey,
The other
Well,
part
Lich
of their
King
probably
thing is
fuel
so
was
annoying, though.
complete.
It's annoying.
That fight won't you fight that guy like what 6-7 times? It feels like.
oh, it's too many times.
How many of her friends are dead?
I don't know.
8.
7, I guess.
Something like that.
7 because Kyrie's not one of the ones that you have to rescue. Joe, I thought that you were gonna mention something else when you mentioned those empty worlds from Kingdom Hearts 1.
No,
Remember?
I am waiting for that.
That is that in the DLC?
No.
Is that when we'll finally talk about that?
No. Oh, also, whenever Sora is holding Kyrie's hand, Dominic, Mike, did you guys realize? I figured out Second World. I don't know about Emanuel and Phoebe. I hope they say the same thing. Did y'all figure out that there's a theme behind every Disney World?
No.
What do you mean
A
by
little
theme?
bit.
Oh my god, I fucking hate myself. All the Disney worlds are all about sacrifice, which is why the ending of Kingdom Hearts is the way it is. Every single Disney world is about sacrificing yourself for the person you love.
Oh my god.
What are these sacrificing monsters?
The Boo has to go back to her world. You have to sacrifice seeing someone, never seeing them again.
Okay, fair.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Disney, Toy Story is about how they have to stay in that world. They might never see Andy again. And then all the other ones, I mean, obviously are sacrifice. You know, Flynn cuts
Sacrifices
off.
himself for
Sacrifices himself to cut off
Tadashi.
Rapunzel's hair. Yeah, Tadashi.
Anna
Yeah,
sacrifices herself for Elsa.
Oh, I did
Uh,
not realize that.
Game.
yeah. Every single
That's
Disney
cool.
world is about sacrifice, which is also why I think that they chose the worlds they did, because every single one is about some form of sacrifice.
And in case you're thinking, oh, Olympus doesn't have sacrifice, he already did it in Kingdom Hearts 2. He sacrificed
already did it in
himself to
Kingdom
save
Hearts
Meg.
2. And he says he's not. He also says too, they're like, why aren't you staying in Mount Olympus? He goes, I want to go back to Earth where I can live with Meg. So he sacrifices being a god to be human.
Then is this where we get to the part about fighting all the organization members?
No, we get to the part which is my favorite part in the whole game, where Terra Nort fights the Lingering Will and his
Hell
Keyblade does all
yeah.
It's so good.
What is the lingering will again? That sounds really familiar.
It's the
That
it's
is
the Knight of
the
Armor.
Then
Terra.
the armor.
Oh yes, it's
Terra's
Terra's armor, right?
Yeah,
The
and
Terra's
and his
essentially
key-
in him.
Yeah, his it's Terra's nobody. His Keyblade is all the weird shit that you see whenever you do the fight, where he fucking whips it around and turns into a big cannon.
Yeah, that's the secret boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 2. Like the ultimate
Okay.
secret boss fight in Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
2. It's him like just using that fucking cannon, the whip, and all that stuff. Which I think that Naminé in the final world is the one that says, I'll help you all a little. I'll get
Yeah.
someone to help you out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So Lingering Will grabs his body and flies away with it, and so then we get to the I'm still forgetting. We're forgetting the Nier Automata thing.
What?
Yes, when we face up against the tornado,
Oh,
Yeah.
we get
okay.
all of the fucking people together to fight together.
That's what you call
All
it.
the keyblades.
Yeah. So Mike, you know how we play Union or you watch Union Cross?
Yes.
So in Union Cross, which was still available during this, by the way, which is fucking annoying. There was a contest going where if you did so many missions, they said that they would do something special for everyone. So if you were on the leaderboard, basically your name got to be in the big Union Cross finale for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, so that's what that is when all of a sudden all
those
the
are
names
all
come
actual
up.
players when you're spamming the
Mhm.
triangle button.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
knew it was a Union Cross reference because the names were stupid. I'm like, yeah, these are 100% generic online names.
Yeah, there was like, hey, do you want to? There was like phrased like so that it wouldn't be a spoiler, but it was like, hey, do you want to have something to do with Kingdom Hearts 3? Play in these games and be like top 100 probably or some shit like that. And there's a chance that something cool will happen. And so yeah,
Like we've been saying, a similar thing happens in Nier Automata.
yeah,
I need to
It's
play
one
that
of
game.
the
someday.
coolest fucking parts of that game.
right,
It
yeah.
is. It's just
Yep.
sad where it happens.
I'll get to it
It also
someday.
makes sense.
It's fascinating because I kind of nearly didn't even get that experience because by that time when I played Nier Automata, I didn't have internet. And
Oh,
you
Mike
absolute-
won't get that experience.
And you absolutely needed to have internet to do that.
No, Nier Automata is the easier than Nier series. He'll be fine.
Replicant's the first one. Though.
Joe. He stops when credits roll.
Oh, but he
No,
knows.
not with Nier. I know Nier Automata.
knows
I have
Nier.
to keep playing. So yes,
And
Okay.
Replicant, it's the same
I don't have
way.
a choice. It's only
Yeah.
part of the game. I've heard all about how it has you have to play it like 5 times because it's different
Okay,
games.
perfect.
So don't worry.
Yes.
When we get there someday, I will not be playing it that way.
But anyways,
So-
Sora does the thing that we always wanted him to do, which Benitez does, where he rides Keyblade Graveyard, and they get rid of that stupid fucking heartless tornado that we never have to look at fucking again.
Oh God.
And then
Oh, boy.
Moses happens.
And Moses happens.
Oh my god, it takes that long?
Before Moses happened,
3 hours.
Ephemer shows up.
Oh yeah, that's what Ephemer's there.
Yeah,
We're from the
we're at
Unicross?
3 hours raw. It won't be 3 hours when you hear this at this point, but yes.
Oh, it'll be more than 3 hours. We're
at this point,
we're not done, Mikey.
We're super not done.
I know,
yet, by
but for the
way.
episode, like really,
Hey, Ephemer from
we're not actually
Unicross?
at 3 hours.
Yeah,
Yes!
that's Ephemer from Union Cross.
Oh man, he does show up.
Yeah, the white hair kid is Ephemer from Union Cross.
Yeah. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. See, so it's a good thing I made y'all watch that. Probably.
It was.
No.
I played this game a little bit ago now. It's been a little while, but I remember most of it for sure.
Yeah, Dominic was the first one to finish this because he
Yeah.
finished it like months ago. So
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I did it in this entire last weekend.
I
My
still
schedule
haven't
was weird constantly.
I
can
beat it in
never
a
know.
week. I don't know why. Phoebe, you impress me and make me question things sometimes how you beat this in a weekend, but
You skip all the cutscenes.
I did not.
Oh,
that's the least that you're supposed to do.
Phoebe can also run off of 5 hours of sleep. I don't know how she does that. I'm actually concerned.
every
for her
single
mental health.
day.
5 is too
talked to her
much.
enough.
How dare you?
What? Oh God.
I don't know how you do it, Phoebe.
I don't either.
Lots of monster.
Oh God.
That's why Monster makes me nauseous. So I can't drink it.
I
No,
feel that
no.
though. I've lived that life before.
Yeah,
I won't do it.
I can't do it.
I need
I
my sleep.
cannot.
I get 8 to
Exactly.
9 hours of sleep a night on average.
Same.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, I cannot believe that
6
from you,
last
Mike.
night. I
Hold
normally
on.
get 5 to 6. I'm just joking.
But how do you live
I
off
don't-
5 or 6? I'm exhausted if I get 6 or 5. Like, that's not enough.
Because
I'm exhausted if I get 8.
Yeah.
I'm weird. I don't know what you want from me.
I want you to
Glad-
move to Minnesota.
I also want,
That's what
I
I want
also,
from you.
We're talking
I
about
also
it.
want you to move to Minnesota so that way I can go there and get you high and actually get you a good night's sleep.
Or Illinois or Wisconsin, somewhere along the way.
Joe, that last part probably won't happen.
Kingdom Hearts. All right, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
In
Only
Uh,
with the power of darkness.
where were we? again?
Moses happens. Ephemer shows
Moses.
up.
Yeah, Yensid says, free my slaves.
May your
Basically.
heart be your guiding key.
Says, release my bitches.
It's his
Oh,
version of
man.
Zetaflare.
You finally get the Keyblade. It's so good.
He may or may not die.
I was really hoping and wanting him to like show up with a fucking Keyblade. When he showed up, I was like, oh, he's finally gonna pull it out. He's gonna finally pull it in now.
I don't want an old man to pull it out, Emanuel. Please stop.
Exactly what I was thinking too. We also see Axel like whip around his Keyblade like an asshole.
Pistol weapon. Like,
We're all very tired from this recording. So
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's just,
I'm having a great time too.
Yensid whips his dick out and lets them part the Red Sea.
Good.
And then we get
so
to
confused at this scene because I walked up. I'm like, hey, I already saw this. And I skipped the cutscene and then realized, oh, wait, no, I didn't actually see this already.
oh no.
And I reloaded the save.
Oh
Good.
God. Okay.
Pretty funny, though. I was like, nope, you didn't already see this.
You would think that the scene plays differently. Like, I was kind of confused though, because they act and react the same way they did last time, but don't they already know what happened?
No, they're changing time.
only Sora
Because
knows
the
what
power
happened.
of light. I don't know.
But Sora would probably say, Ventus, get back. Don't get back. Don't get close to that older man.
I don't
You would
think
think
Sora
so.
completely understands what's happening either.
He's just that dumb.
Well, it's also the idea that I'm
But-
assuming that if you were to die and come back, if that's a real thing, your memory of what the events wouldn't come with you.
He's not the most clueless person in this
Oh.
franchise, but we're gonna get there.
Wait, maybe I'm confusing
I-
this with the DLC a little bit, but there's like a part where like Sora knows that shit's coming.
No, yeah, don't worry
probably.
about that. Yeah, DLC
Okay,
is
the
surprising.
DLC then.
Yeah.
The thing is that when Sora gets back after he's rescued everyone, he's like, "We're back," and Donald is like, "Of course!" Like
Because we know how
acknowledging-
time travel works.
like acknowledging that something did happen, that they all fucking died, that they came back. So then why does it repeat the same shit until goddamn lingering
Because
will
it's
shows
just
up?
that powerful, and they have it takes all they can to do something about it.
I don't know.
because it's not a loop.
It's a spiral.
Shut the fuck up, God.
So
damn
I
it.
do like when you see
fucking-
Terra
Show
again.
me the champion.
And I'll show you the herald. Isn't that how it goes, right? So,
Yes.
Then you fight the giant tornado of Heartless, which I really do like that Heartless design so much. Really have a thing for that Heartless. I actually have a Funko Pop of that Heartless design too.
How the fuck do you have a Funko Pop of a tornado?
Not the tornado of just little Heartless.
Oh,
okay.
the shadows.
There's no one
Okay.
for the. I also have the Knight Funko Pop too.
Yes, the Shadow of the
soldiers?
Hedgehogs. Yes, the Foot Soldiers. Yeah,
Yeah, the Foot Soldiers.
the Foot Clan.
I'll send you pictures when I'll get off my ass after this episode at some point and take pictures and send them to you.
Excellent. I want to see.
I could also get up and take a picture. I'm literally looking at them right now, but it's far away. Better.
So now we get to the most badass part of the game where we fight everybody. And everybody fights.
Yep.
So do we? Tell
Everyone is here.
do we tell him now? Or do we wait? Let him figure it out.
Who and
Who?
what?
Mike in the DLC.
If it's DLC, we leave it. I don't want to talk about anything with
We
DLC.
will
yet.
not talk about
Oh
it
no. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it then.
We'll talk about it then.
Okay, we'll let you figure it out.
Yeah, let's figure it out. But yeah, you fight all the organization members, and they each have their own kind of story.
Because, well, we should say it's a new organization, kind of.
The new organization, as they say.
Half of them are ransom.
Half
Well,
of
half
them
is
are
Pretty much, yeah.
The game is Sora, so the other half has to be Ansem and Xehanort.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been so much funnier because Xehanort says, I said this in the last episode, or in the Dream Judges episode. He talks about how he's going to fight the organization and they're all going to be Xehanort. It would have been so much funnier if it was all like the Dexter's Laboratory movie where you just fight different versions of time of Xehanort. So it's 13 versions of Xehanort, of old man Xehanort,
Baby
40-year-old Xehanort, baby Xehanort.
Thank you for reminding me of Ego Trip.
Yeah,
That was a great finale to Dexter.
it really was. But instead, we get a bunch of the people coming back because they're upset because they don't remember who they are. And then also Xehanort.
This is where Roxas comes back.
Yeah,
in the
and
second
Xion,
batch.
and Lee does nothing.
Well, first things first, we fight the three people that don't really fucking matter. So, or they do and don't matter. So you fight Larix and Marluxia and...
Luxord.
Oh, so
Luxord.
you took that path first.
Oh, that's what I'm watching right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
took.
You
Did
can
you-
take two paths.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
take two paths. I think that I took the one with Marluxia, Larxene, and Luxor is the first one.
I forgot you can take different paths.
Yeah, you can take different paths.
Yeah.
No, Luxie. I have this. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, it's Marluxia,
Larxene,
Luxor,
Marluxia.
and obviously where Marluxia goes, Larxene follows. So the other one's Luxor.
Yeah.
That's,
Luxord gives Sora a card and says, "Save this."
And we have no idea what that
And
means.
And to this day, we still have no idea what it is.
Well, okay, I have a theory on what it is.
Yeah,
I also have a
bunny as
theory. It is bunnies, Mike. In fact, it is
Okay.
actually bunnies.
I was waiting to make that joke. You guys keep saying it. I was trying to hold back, but I was like, okay, I'm fine. I'm making the damn stupid joke.
Make the joke. It's funny that way. But yeah, so those three Nimrods die. I say those first because honestly, they just kind of talk about how they don't remember who they are, and then they die. So it's whatever.
But Luxor's
Yes.
awesome. Don't call me.
Yeah, Luxor's an
How
asshole.
dare you?
He took away. He made me have to hit cards and get upset.
Get over it, Mike.
Get scrub.
They serve a purpose, but their purpose right now is to be fodder.
Yeah, basically.
I believe the other path starts with Riku replica, right?
Yeah, the other path is Riku replica and Fig
Vanitas?
No, it's like one of the Ansems.
No, it's a Zemnis, I think.
Zemnis.
No, Semnus is with Marluxia, Luxor, and
I think
because
it's just
Give me a
he
second.
gives he transfers power to Luxor so that he can keep the barrier up or whatever.
I think
the
he
other
also
one-
shows up in the Riku one because he leaves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ansem shows up in the Riku replica one, and Sigbar.
It's
Important things there are the other Riku. Oh, right, we never even talked about the other Riku. That's
Oh, the
inside
ghost-
Riku.
the Ghost Riku.
When they're and that goddamn meme, basically meme of like, oh, get you a man that looks at you the way Riku looks at himself.
well, yeah, it's the Riku that's in Kingdom Hearts 1. So it's still just fucking Ansem, which is still
No.
just Xehanort.
No, that's Riku replica. Riku replica's heart when he's good, and then he fights Riku replica that's bad.
I'm
And-
good Riku replica.
And then
you're
the
bad.
bad
the
Riku
ghost of
replica.
Riku goes into Riku replica. And
The
then
ghost of
dies.
Riku is good Riku replica. That's what I'm.
Goody
Yes.
Goody
Yes.
I got you. Like that.
Meanwhile, Zigbar falls off a cliff.
Yes, and
Yeah.
dies. The end. What a
And
I
the
wish.
end. Oh, and then Ghost Riku replica takes regular Riku replica, and so from what I gathered and what I looked up, he takes the empty shell, and that becomes Roxas.
Yes.
I
No.
figured that became
No,
nominated.
Yes.
no,
Yes.
No, it's that the one that from Riku replica is for nominate. He says
Okay,
it.
whatever.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
That could make sense too.
Still makes sense. Yeah, it's
the
fine.
body for Roxas is the one that Demix and delivered along with Ansem the Wise.
I thought that was Shion's.
No,
Oh.
I thought that was Riku. I thought that was
No,
nominated.
Shion is just at some point comes into the story.
Shion
we don't
already-
know. Yeah, she
Shion's
already there.
exists. Yeah, she's already there.
Shion's already exists. I have a theory that the reason why she showed up was because when Ven's heart got released, they'd also released Shion's. I don't know.
Probably.
Because they
I think
never
that's fair.
explain how Shion came back.
Well,
No,
I
they
mean,
do.
Time
Well,
travel.
theoretically,
Except it's
Shion
not.
is just a faceless figure,
Yes.
so
but
that they need to fill out the ranks.
Yes, but they also need replicas, which Evan Vexen is the one that provided them.
Dark metamorphosis.
But now everyone can see Shion's face theoretically.
Yes.
So how does
No.
that happen?
She became her own person.
she grew
Fair
a
enough.
heart. That's like the whole point of 350 over 2 days.
Yeah, she goes a heart.
And because she's in a replica body, they just see what's supposed to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, even though she was a replica originally.
Yes. It's originally she's what referred to as the Hogyoku, where she's basically just trying. She was supposed to basically absorb all of Roxas's memories. So in case Roxas ended up defecting, they would kill him, and then Gion would just become the new Sora. So why
Right.
she looks like Sora at the end of 358.
Right.
She's imaginary. She's number I. God
she-
damn math
is-
jokes.
she's the Titus.
Ha ha ha.
Fucking hate. And you know what? I fucking hate that game too. God damn it.
Wow.
What? Why?
What are we complaining about now?
Fucking
Final
hate
Fantasy
the goddamn fucking twist of fucking Final Fantasy X of he's not really real. He's the dream of a dream, and people dream.
Fireflies.
Yeah, people dream about people having sex and being born, so he's not actually real.
Hey, I like the idea of a religious pilgrimage as a frame for a story.
I do too. That's not what we're here for. We're still.
Yeah, where are we
Watching
again?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
So
We are in the middle of all the
Replica
fights.
done, Sigmar done. Then you can choose between
Captain
the
America.
Cecil trio or the Wayfinder trio.
Captain America opens up a portal, and Roxas walks out, and he goes, or yeah,
Miss me?
no, he goes, what does fucking Thor say in fucking Infinity War? Free me the head of Zemnis, and he does the dash.
God.
I forget.
Anyway, Fredo Garcia.
Anyways,
Thank
second fork of fights is
Like
I choose fighting Terranort first to get resolution for the Wayfinder trio.
yes, Terra Norton and Vanitas.
You know what?
Yeah.
I said this then. I will say it now for the recording. Anyone growing up who said I was stupid, eat my fucking ass. I was fucking right.
Wow.
Fucking the Guardian is fucking Terra's goddamn heartless.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Suck
that's
my
brilliant.
ass.
yeah.
The Guardian?
That's the Guardian.
Yeah, the Guardian
the-
and some summons. Yeah, the Dark Guardian.
Oh,
Which means
fair
Terra Norton
enough.
has 2 hearts inside of him.
Yes,
No, Terra Nort has one heart. Zemnis's heart. Or yes, no.
Terra's heart.
Terra Nort has one heart. It's Xehanort's heart. The heartless behind him is Terra's heart, and Terra was able to reform because they also kill his nobody, which is Lingering Will.
Think about who else shows up at the end of the game. Where was that heart sitting this entire time?
I don't know.
to the side,
To the
a
side.
little bit to the left.
Arrakis was not on the side. He came out of Terra.
Oh, yeah.
you didn't
Oh.
see it. We'll get
No,
there.
Don't worry about it. I forgot that happened. Don't worry about it, though. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Anyways, you beat Vanitas, and he's like, "I'm still evil. I'm darkness incarnate. I don't care."
I love Vanitas' fucking like monologue where it's just like, why do you choose to be like this, Vanitas? And he's like, I like being evil. Fuck you
Because-
guys.
Because I'm fucking evil. What do
I
you want from
honestly
me?
think he's one of the pure darknesses.
Can't say anything, but that's got confirmed.
That got
Um,
confirmed?
That got confirmed.
Fucking perfect.
Haley Joel
Okay.
Osment's a good voice actor. Who knew?
Haley Joel Osment's a fantastic voice actor. He really put his fucking bussy into that fucking Vanitas voice.
Okay, first of all, I forgot he played both Sora and Vanitas. Second of all, did you just say fucking bussy?
He put his whole
Yes, he
put
did.
his whole
I am so proud of
into
you.
that.
What the hell?
Mike, how you
So-
doing?
So yeah.
My questions, concerns.
Getting ready to get a cot right by my laptop, by my desk, so I can lay down and record. That's all I'm getting in that mood right now.
We're at 3 hours, 30 minutes, guys.
So yeah.
3 hours and 17 minutes for the actual recording. Adam.
Keep counting time. We're still here for 3 more hours at this point. I told you it was 6.
It will not be 6.
But
Phoebe's got to get
yeah.
her 4 hours of sleep.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't need it. Just drink another monster. Anyway,
I will
speaking
fall
of
asleep
monsters,
at work. I've done it before. Who gives a shit?
Tara
The
gets saved
Guardian.
and everyone's okay. So that's the end of that trio. So everyone's story is getting resolved as they said that would.
And everyone's
It wa-
forming up together. We're getting
It
the
was-
full gang.
it was real interesting. You actually beating Terranort, and then in the cutscene, it's like, oh no, he's wiping the floor with you again, and then it's like, okay, I guess Terra has to come save us.
I
hey,
do like
But
that when
I-
Tara shows up.
I love
you
that.
realize the
And
Heartless thing was Tara the whole time.
I
Yeah.
love that he just like breaks the bandages that he had in his mouth, and he's like, one day I will set this right, which is literally the last thing that he said before he,
I had no
Um,
memory of that. That's
Fucking chills. Fucking
Yeah.
chills of him
Hey.
doing that.
cool. Were they electrifying?
Yes.
And yeah, they get, the Wayfinder trio finally gets reunited. Real emotional moment. It was good.
Also,
Not
for
as good as the Sea Salt trio getting reunited.
Also, real quick
Oh,
before
so
we go
great.
any further, the
Mm.
Sora Super does not ask Ventus why or Vanitas why he looks like him, and they just kind of acknowledge that.
Yeah. No, he does. He's
Does
like,
he?
yeah, he when the mask breaks, he's like, you look like, and Benitez is like, why shouldn't I look like you if Ventus is a part of your heart and you're as much a part of the whatever.
Yeah, that was
That whole
that was
thing.
back when they were finding Ventus.
Brother,
No,
it's
no,
been
it's-
too long.
No, it's there in the battle because
Oh, is it? Okay.
his helmet breaks and you finally see like a small part of his face.
A Sora shaped hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, and instead of black hair, he's now got like grayish purple hair.
I like it though.
Yeah, it does some stuff.
I don't mind. But yeah, after this whole reunion, then you go to fight Sykes and mysterious person. Who the hell is this? It's Shion.
That was so cool when they reveal it, though.
That it was
So-
out.
Yeah,
did-
it's the better reunion, honestly.
It is the fucking reunion that just every single time I see it, it just breaks me.
Manuel, I
It's like-
forgot you played 358 by 2 days.
I didn't play 358, right?
I know.
You watch the cutscenes though.
I watched the cutscenes.
So
I do not have to play the thing to feel emotions, damn it.
that's fair. With the Sea Salt trio too, whenever you realize it's Sion, did anyone because you can miss it, and Emmanuel probably knows what I'm talking about. Did y'all catch the voice actor change?
No,
No.
a
Yeah.
little bit. I noticed something. I didn't
Well,
realize it was a VA change.
You can it's more realizable in the Japanese dub, but when Sora says you don't have to fight anymore, and when he says Shion, that's just that's just
Okay, okay.
Oh.
I thought that you were talking about
Roxas
Shion
comes at
having
an
a voice
earlier
change,
point as
but yeah.
well.
yeah, no, that's Jesse McCartney whenever Sora
Mhm.
says Shion.
Really?
And
I did not know
you
that.
guys talking about, Haley Joel Osment, and I love it that he does both Sora and Vanitas. I think the real MVP is Jesse McCartney
Oh, yeah.
doing
Ventus
both
and
Ventus and Roxas, because even though it sounds like it's the same person, you can tell when it's one person and when it's not the other.
He could
By-
probably
by the
do
way that
Sora
he
and Vanitas
portrays
as
them.
well, is the thing.
He can do Sora and Vanitas as well. Fucking North Tree.
Not.
Guy before.
Right, so
Disney.
I think that's after that fight. Well, there's a fight with Axel and I forgot her
So,
name.
Kyrie.
Yeah, it's in that fight with Sykes and Shion that
And then after that, you
I
have the
really
three
want to
Sentinels.
talk about something else that,
That
I know I
acts-
can't talk about until another time.
So
Yeah,
it's in that fight that Axel and Kyrie are there, and Axel is like wants to fight Semnes, and Semnes just fucking owns him again. He's like, "Are you kidding me? Nobody axes the Axel." And what was the other thing that he said? Oh, you know
The
how
fans- something like the
you know
fans
how
love me or some
popular
bullshit.
you know how popular I am. I got
Yeah.
loads of fans waiting for me.
and then he does
tries-
nothing.
And then he tries to hit him, and Semnes is like, "The fuck is this?" And just breaks his keyblade, except not really. He loses it momentarily, but then you see him at the end. He has it again. So
he
it's
doesn't
like,
do anything with it.
no,
They wasted his character in this game.
kind of, especially considering how much he does in the other games. He saved everyone's bacon last time too.
We have
Like in-
two
in-
separate cutscenes of
Just
him
wait-
and Kyrie
just Dream Drop.
training in hyperbolic time chamber.
Just
and
wait
he
for the
doesn't do-
DLC. You at least
And
get something
Kyrie-
out of that.
Kyrie's such a wasted character. God damn it! I just fucking
We
hate
will
it.
get
no.
there.
I
She has her own
know,
game coming up,
know.
Emmanuel. Her own game.
Mike,
Mike?
it's not.
I'm gonna fucking beat you.
She's just the Sakura of Kingdom Hearts.
She's God, I hate it because she could be like not this damsel in distress every single time. They try to quote unquote try to make her
Dominic.
not that by giving her a fucking keyblade and whatnot. But no, she still gets captured. She still gets But before we keep moving on to the next part,
Which we need to.
I know. But it's that this part is so important. This part is just so good. I just fucking love it. When Shion stops Semnes from killing, was it Axel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She grabs a lightsaber with her bare hands.
I don't know how to. I was like,
Because she's not flesh
okay.
and blood. She's a replica body.
Still, you're gonna get hurt. That doesn't make you immune to damage. But yeah, she grabs it and whatnot, and Roxas comes back, the greatest comeback of all time, ladies and gentlemen.
That was awesome when he came back. That really was
right.
awesome.
I fucking love that fucking
Same.
game. And you just see the smoke clearing, and you see the two keyblades, and I fucking love it.
It's really fucking good.
It just hypes you the fuck up, and you're like, oh yeah, hey.
The whole gang is here.
The whole gang is here.
The whole gang is
9
here.
or 12.
The whole gang is here, except Kyrie got kidnapped again. Fuck.
We'll get there.
But yeah, I just really love that.
So-
That's the most emotional part for me in the whole game.
It's really good.
Of like when they just Axel says, I guess I should have brought ice cream, and I'm getting chilled right now. So let me
That
stop
is a
talking.
good part.
It's justification for everything you've been through with all of the games.
Yeah, because I think that more so than the other, not to discourage or whatever the Wayfinder trio. I love them as well, and they've gone through their whole shit and whatnot. But these three have gone through a lot. Like Shion ceased to exist. Roxas basically the same, and Axel was like, I'm alone now because Isa's being a bitch, and
It's like 358 over 2 was a good game.
It
is a good game.
Yeah, and
Doesn't get the credit it deserves.
nope.
Mike, did you have a specific reunion that you preferred, or were they both just pretty okay? Or
No, I got nothing really to add.
I just want to get.
I think it's cool.
Guys.
The refights are cool. I want to talk about the Xehanorts fights just so we can,
Xeno snorts.
Yeah. Okay, I do like fighting all three of them. I like that you fight the old one, the young one, and you fight Ansem,
Semnes, and the young
the young Xehanort.
If you've never figured out who Xemnas and who Ansem is, this is the great time to figure it out.
Oh my god. Why would you not know? Why are you coming to this game first?
Yeah.
I mean, more of like, if you cannot tell them apart, here is your time.
oh yeah. Well, you see,
There's
either
literally
way-
a part in the game where you have both of them in the cloaks, and they are like side by side, and they do almost the same hand gestures, except one is to the right and one to the left hand, which
They
is in
even
front
say
of
the
Twilight in Twilight Town, in front of
They
the
do.
manor.
they say the same thing too, don't they?
I think they say the same thing too.
You know what
and
though?
it's like, oh god.
Congrats to Ansem and Xemnas though. They both have miraculous tits.
We forgot about that one thing from earlier.
What thing, really?
What thing?
Oh, no.
That the Dusks actually help Hater and the rest of them because they're
Oh, yeah.
sided with Nominee.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
When they
Was
take
it
they take
Nominee?
Nominee at one point.
Nominee.
Somebody takes the body and goes and takes the empty vessel. The Riku replicant takes the empty vessel of the Riku replicant.
No, but Nominee
I mean,
wasn't
fight outside
there.
of the Twilight Town mansion.
Sora talks to
when they
Nominee in the
rescue
afterworld.
Ansem the Wise, because Dark Ansem had him, and because he was taking him to the manor. I think it was Vexen, the one who summoned the squigglies, as they say, the
Oh, it
Dusk.
might have been Vexen. I figured it was just like
He might have
some
been Vexen.
weird-
Yeah, I think he's right because they make
I
a
think
comment about it. So
Yeah, I think it was Vexen who said, yeah.
It's in
let's
the
just-
afterworld that Sora talks to Nominee, correct?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
he says that it doesn't matter. It is in the date escape. I still haven't said thank you.
Yes.
Something like that. Like,
Yes.
The date escape doesn't count.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
says that.
Where it's like, there's your
So we do
recoded
our-
fucking tie-in.
I mean,
do our
that and
Xehanort fights.
yeah, the three Xehanorts. I mean,
it's cool.
it's a good fight. I fucking love
Xemnas
how...
is in this fight, right? He's the one with the lightsabers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hate him.
Yes, obviously. I love how Ansem and Semnes, their parting words are like, oh, I kind of feel a little bit like regretful of everything that we've done and whatever. And young Xehanort is like, eat shit, bitch, you're gonna die.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that as well.
So
But that's why I said earlier that I don't know who the one of the chosen was, and if it could have been like either Ansem or Semnus, because they kind of seem remorseful. Like, you know, like they feel like.
Emanuel, just remember, we
Yes.
find out after the last boss, this was all for noble reasons.
we'll get there when we get there. We're at 3 hours and 30 minutes. Do y'all remember in the 358 game when we did the podcast how I said when Xeon dies she turns to crystals and that means that's a true death?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what happens to Kyrie. She gets stabbed in the back and turns into a crystal and dies.
So she's dead?
She's dead, dude.
Yeah.
She dies there.
Oh.
What did you think happened, Mike?
I got nothing.
What
She
did you
got
think
carried
happened?
away.
So, then we
I don't remember her getting stabbed, to be honest with you.
Well, she gets
Oh
like
my god.
she gets like slashed to the back and she turns into a crystal and then she explodes.
Well, that's what happens now. We're getting to that point right now in the
Yeah.
story
Yeah.
where
Yeah, but Mike
Xehanort
doesn't
is
even remember that.
standing up on high and just fucking kites her.
We still have like a whole other sequence to go to, by the way.
Sora, you require some motivation. Slap. I'm gonna kill your girlfriend.
I warned you, Mike.
So what are we missing now?
I thought I was ready for this. I was not.
I was not ready for this either.
Yeah,
You know,
my
I-
buttocks is starting to hurt. So
I have felt some lag in some of the episodes we've recorded. This time I am fully in. I am writing this whole thing. I am feeling good still.
Mike, how are you feeling?
Tired. I'm ready to go get some food.
Hey, at
yeah.
least you're
Hey,
doing
that's
this
why
in
I
like
ate
an
before
actual
this.
chair.
You could buy an actual chair.
Maybe I'm buying you an actual chair at some point.
When
She
I
won't
move
buy one
there,
till she
I'll take
moves.
it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why she doesn't have one. I'm pretty sure. That's what she told me, at least.
That what?
She won't buy one till you move.
That is correct.
Now I'm sitting in a nice desk chair. I had a butt pillow, but I had to move it because it was.
Oh, fuck you.
to everybody listening, you can go support Phoebe's chair by going to GoFundMe.com/chair for Phoebe.
/ no more metal back.
I don't know how you sit in a little folding desk chair. I don't understand.
Dude, I don't fucking know either.
And you streamed longer than this recording before,
Yeah.
so this is. I feel less bad about that part.
So they tell Sora to go get his girl. Go get your woman.
And he goes after Riku instead.
No, and then they go to
God, if
King.
only.
It's
They-
it's a very interesting moment too, of just like Sora actually getting angry. I think that for the first time ever. Like,
Also, we saw a
He's
character
gotta let
death.
the darkness out.
yeah, and then Sora tries to stop him. Well, tries to stop him, but then Riku and Mickey try to stop him as well, or like I don't know, try to hit him or something. And Xehanort pulls a reverse Uno card on Mickey because Mickey is going to do Ultima.
Right.
And Xehanort is just like, stopsa,
Stopsa.
a bitch,
The wordo.
which is the technique that Mickey used on Dream Drop Distance when he stopped the Xehanort from being recompleted.
Oh yeah.
And this is when they open, like they all join together, right, and open the Keyblade up to the whatever Kingdom Hearts.
This is after the monologue of the 13 blades.
Yes, he has 13 Keyblades that have been forged from conflict and whatever. And he summons Kingdom Hearts, and they're like, "Oh, no, it's all over and shit and
Again,
whatever."
That's not how you make fucking exploit.
It really isn't, which is why I'm hoping we get we see what the actual. I think that's not what the actual Keyblade looks like.
I don't think that's the actual Kingdom Hearts again.
No, because I already know what Kingdom Hearts is, and we'll get to that whenever we beat the
God
DLC.
damn you and that
But-
fucking theory of yours, you
Like,
psychopath.
so
For more info on
anyway,
Kingdom Hearts, let's go see Baron Rex.
so they
We'll
go.
get there.
So they go and save Kyrie, and they're in what is essentially the world that Xehanort's from, which is Scala Alt Column.
It's
Allah
Daybreak
Akai.
Town, but Daybreak Town died, and we built the town on top of a town.
Oh
It's kind
No,
of a
that
rad
is-
place.
Did you not realize that, Joe?
no!
When they're underwater and you see like the ruins of a different town on top of or under Scala Akellum, that's Daybreak Town.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is all fucking Uzumaki. We're just gonna keep building on top.
What was for Uzumaki?
Who
Hey,
cares?
remember, it's not a loop.
Remember, this podcast never ends. It goes on and on, my friend.
Keep going,
Oh.
Joe. Keep explaining.
So
His day breaks
I believe in
now.
the power of friendship.
Holy
so
shit.
you end up seeing a bunch of enemies pop up, and I believe those are all replicas that Xehanort just shoved the Keyblade into. They also have all the organization member weapons. I don't know. They're all really cool looking. And then Xehanort shows up in a Dark Souls armor with a big goat head, and it's
God
like,
damn
oh,
it.
is that a
That's so
COD
cool.
piece? And he's like, no, and then you fight him.
I also thought it was Dark Souls armor.
No, because everybody had armor back in Birth by Sleep.
Yep.
And only in Birth by Sleep.
Exactly. The biggest tragedy of all of this. Sora and the others could have had goddamn Keyblade armor.
Hey, Fashion Hearts waits for nobody.
You say that.
But yeah, you fight him a bunch of times, then you actually fight him for the final time. At the first time that I beat this game, I was a little bit disappointed because I was expecting, I don't know,
8 phases.
a huge, not that, because we already had like 8 phases of all those boss battles, but like, you know, the huge, the big, you know, how in Kingdom Hearts 1 we had Ansem like gigantified, or a fucking dragoon or dragon in Kingdom
that's
Hearts
cool.
2.
I'm glad
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't have that.
I was feeling slightly disappointed that we didn't have something like that in this one. I was like, it's missing something. It's missing that. Like one big bald Xehanort that you fight before you fight Xehanort down there again with the
I don't know if
Keyblade.
they would just had a place to put it.
Yeah.
They literally had that whole world.
Yeah, they could have done what they were going to do for Kingdom Hearts 2. Apparently, there was supposed to be a big heartless with a big crown made of buildings.
Look at that.
Well, that sounds rad.
That
Yeah,
would
well,
have been.
That would have been awesome.
But I mean, we got a million Xehanort fights in this one.
We
A
really
million
did.
No,
armor
but-
pieces.
Yeah, but we
and-
had a million Organization 13 fights in 2, and yet we still got 8 phases of just Xemnas.
I mean, those were kind of optional though.
Luxord and
Sigbar, Luxord,
Yeah.
Psych.
But you could do
Yeah.
more of them if you wanted. You didn't have to fight every one of them.
those three
Yes.
you did.
No. Let me see.
The
Oh
fuck?
shit.
I'm pretty sure the graveyard in 2, you didn't fight every one of them. There were definitely
looks
some
sick.
you could find elsewhere. That does look really cool though.
That looks fucking sick.
Oh, we got
fuck.
screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now I'm sad. And now
that's
I'm mad.
Kingdom Hearts 2 concept art, by the way. It's not this.
Yeah, I know.
It
Yeah.
reminds me of Judge Death for some reason.
But yeah, I think there's enough. I think there's enough Xehanort fights in this, honestly, too, as well. Like with all the organization members you fight, especially some of them you fight back to back to back to back. So I'm kind of fine.
Back to back.
Yeah, and plus
I don't know.
I feel like we're gonna get a lot bigger fights from the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, so I'm not that worried either.
If that trailer continues to hold to what that game actually becomes,
Will Kingdom Hearts 4 be all new characters and all new things, or will it still tie in the end?
it's gonna tie in.
No, there's
Yes.
gonna be tie-in.
Yeah, there's gonna be tie-ins, but
They've
Uh,
already showed some characters.
We're
return.
supposedly near the end of this series. I don't believe that.
we're getting a final trilogy. We're getting a trilogy to wrap everything up.
So they say.
Wants
So
to
how many
retire.
games are going to be in this trilogy?
3.
Supposedly,
He
he
says
said there won't be any side games.
Yeah, he
Oh,
said
so we're
we're
just getting 3 more games.
just
But
getting
we
3 more
could-
games.
We could
Supposedly.
definitely get games between Union Cross and Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Yes, but either way, they defeat the big bald man, and he's upset because. Oh, also he has his own is it rage form too? Like that's the whole point of that boss fight as well.
Yeah. Oh, right. I'd never.
Yeah, we got Anti-Sora back, but now it's Rage form because you can
Yeah.
actually still have your party with you.
I like Rage Form.
Could you get that during the normal game?
Yes,
Yeah, you have to hit low health.
Oh, okay.
and it will heal you over time.
Yeah,
Ah.
I did Rage Sora many times because it does heal you and then it takes down your health.
Okay. I didn't get. I never
It's
got
fun.
it, so.
They should have made a Keyblade that allows you to go straight to it, but as far as I remember
yeah.
there being one, but looking it up, it doesn't seem like there is.
Tricks like
Oh,
that to
that-
avoid dying
in-
were very fun to have.
In Kingdom Hearts 2, there's one Keyblade that makes it more likely to get the anti-Sora form.
The 2 becomes
Oh,
1.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We
oh,
did not talk about amusement rides at all.
Do we have to?
You
It's
get
like-
special abilities where you do amusement rides. It's really fucking stupid. There you
Yeah.
go. We covered it.
I mean,
There you
like,
go.
the magical
Thank you,
carousel's
Mike.
fine.
The
The one
only
that's
time-
first person shooters
The one-
fine. The other ones
when
are
you-
eh.
No,
When
it's
you're
not.
doing the water dragon thing and you're going like in the arc to make the like kind of spinning
They're
around.
all awful.
I thought that was
Yeah.
kind of fun.
We also didn't talk about that there was also the summons back, but they didn't.
I didn't.
I
Not
Not even
thought
they
that
cared about the
summons even
summons, really.
existed.
Yeah, Simba, our Ariel,
Wreck-It
Ralph,
Who
the
isn't fun.
Meow wow.
and I don't remember who was the other one. Anyways,
This was the game where it was like, oh, I'm gonna
Simba.
do summons for real.
no,
This
I said
time.
Simba. I think it was Stitch, maybe.
Wreck-It
I
Ralph-
don't
yeah,
know.
Stitch is in here.
Okay. Anyways,
You defeat Xehanort with the power of friendship.
we don't defeat Xehanort because he beats you first,
Yeah.
and then you have to like press buttons, and Donald and Goofy are like Sora, Sora,
And then
Yeah.
Trinity, yay.
And then- the fucking Trinity comes back from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
And then it
And-
turned out that he just wanted to reset the universe, and he's been an anti-hero this whole fucking time. And god damn it, why can't we just have a villain?
I know,
Toxic-
right? I'm
Toxic
getting
old man Yowie.
I am so fucking frustrated with this.
Thank you, Joe.
He's still a villain. It doesn't matter what his explanation is.
He is, but he's not like full on villain. Like I know that people hate the whole trope of like wanting to rule the universe or whatever, but I'm like, some people are just born evil. Like
Yeah.
I also, this is going to be a spoiler, I guess, for the Trail series. The same fucking thing happened with Gilead Osborne. I was like, this guy is such a great, amazing villain. He's like being the baddest of the baddest, and then I just wanted to reset things and make things right, and I'm like, fuck you.
But that's still an evil motivation because he's trying to control everybody. Then
I guess, yeah.
Mike, are you still
in
awake?
a sense, but
I went and got candy and got water, and I'm just.
Oh, how dare you get to eat and drink, sir, when the others, like, the rest
How
of
do
us
you feel
suffer?
you should have eaten before
about
we...
the ending? Our beloved owner of the podcast, who invited all of us on here to talk about this podcast.
Hey, I was thirsty. Well, I had to go pee too, so I went to go pee. I went and grabbed the water, got a little flavor packet, put it in my water, shook my water up.
God damn, that was
my milk chocolate candy bar. And
Fancy
better, and I
man
went-
over
my butt feels-
here.
God
thinking
damn.
he can
My
lead
butt
this
feels better now.
podcast while we ramble about nothing.
You're making our way through Kingdom Hearts 3. That's not nothing.
Oh God. But yeah.
See, I would have had my wife do it, but one, she's sleeping, and two, if I would have asked her, there's only a 10% chance she'll actually bring me stuff while I'm recording. Work,
And then
yes.
we could have all
Recording
said hi
sounds
to
nice.
Tiff.
So we beat Xehanort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xenosaga
Yay.
is down.
Xehanort Saga is down. Yeah.
But Kyrie's still dead.
Boo hoo. Who
But Kyrie
fucking
come back
cares?
is in the ending.
Sort of.
Yeah, because
Yes.
Sora did a switcheroo in the end.
Did
So-
we talk about Erica's before we move to that?
No, Erica
Okay,
shows
talk
up.
about
and
Erica.
He
takes
came out of
Xehanort's-
Terra. They become young again,
Yes,
and they
he
went
came
to
out
their,
of Terra's butthole.
Yeah,
showed
they
up.
went. Him and Xehanort went to their homoerotic apartment in the sky.
in Skylight Kylum to keep playing some chess forever and ever and ever.
I can't believe Kingdom Hearts was
Amen.
a toxic Yowie at the end of the day.
I mean, a lot of Yaoi is toxic, let's be real.
Thank you, Nomura.
70% of Yowie is toxic.
I've seen Ginger Romantica.
I used to own Loveless. That was toxic as fuck.
I've seen
I don't
fucking
wanna
Loveless. Let's
Fucking talk
oh,
about
God.
Loveless.
So yeah,
I don't either. I want to talk
everybody,
about Kingdom Hearts.
everybody was happy about it except for Sora, who was like, "Oh, my girlfriend," and shit.
So-
And-
So the idea is that Sora, because we kind of get it in this. This is the best way I can explain it. So you know how like Emanuel got mad because like Xehanort can time travel, but he has like very specific rules.
Yeah.
Sora is very much specifically just time traveling, which is a huge no-no, and that's why he dies.
Oh yeah,
okay.
that's right.
But,
Yes,
but he
that's-
figures out how to beat Xehanort in his own game, then, which is the fun
Remind
part.
me, this gets more explained in the DLC, right?
yeah,
This
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
more
Okay.
explained in
It's
the
been
DLC.
so long.
yeah.
But the best way to explain it for right now, Sora, because that's what happened earlier, Sora actually time traveled. There was no what Xehanort did with, I had my heart go back and had my memories removed and also put myself in a cloak and forgot who I was. No, Sora straight up time traveled, to which he paid the price of he brought Kyrie back, but now he is fucking dead.
yeah, because he was given one chance only to come back from the final world, which is when we see at the beginning of the Keyblade Graveyard, where he rescues everybody. And now he did it again, and this time it wasn't like, oh, we're not gonna allow this. You gotta pay a price, buddy.
Yeah, but he gets to spend the rest of his afterlife with Charity.
Except not.
Don't. We'll get there.
That's actually one of the most important parts of the credits.
I did
Almost
not realize I did not realize any of the shit that you guys are saying, by the way, when I beat this game.
Oh my god.
I didn't realize Kyrie was dead. I didn't realize that he essentially sacrificed
To be fair,
himself
half
and
the
Kyrie
shit isn't
back.
explained. Like,
It's not
how did
explained very
everybody
well.
just come to Skull Ad Callum by jumping through Kingdom Hearts? But Kingdom
you
Hearts
see
is
them
supposed
on-
to be locked with the Keyblade, but
wait,
who the
just
fuck
wait.
knows? Who the fuck
You
cares?
Just
see
wait.
everybody on Destiny Island. Nominate's finally back. Like everyone has a little happy story. Mickey sees his wife. Goofy and Donald go back.
Goofle.
I'm tired. Okay, it's been a long recording.
And
It has
then
been a long recording.
And
We're at 3:45, folks.
And then Ventus and Chirithy reunite. Where does that come from? It's
Hey.
in Union Cross.
Gotta
And
play
hey,
Union Cross. That's still out when this came out.
Isa's back. He's alive, and he's a good guy now.
Yeah.
And now instead of the Sea Salt Trio, it's the Sea Salt 7 because Hainer, Prince, and Olet also join in on the ice cream
So
fun.
do you
and
think
tough-
The
these
seven
seven combine
guardians
their
of sea
power?
salt.
They summon Captain Planet.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was 7 people, right? Or was it 6? I can't remember.
It's 5
It
in
was
Captain
5.
Planet.
Oh, 5. Okay, never mind. Then my joke doesn't work. Oh well.
Twice, baby.
It's very
I
cute how
wanna
Chirithy
know.
talks about Ventus in the afterworld of like, you think he'll remember me? I don't know.
Oh no, I'm just a cute little mascot character.
And then
He is
he
cute.
fucking shows up, and Ben is like, "Come here, you!
Oh,
So
and
Don't you
I have a question.
on me."
So when you see everybody on Destiny Island, Kyrie's sitting there, and I got excited. I sent you guys a picture. I'm like, oh, it's with Sora. And all of a sudden, Sora appears. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
congratulations, Mike. You
Shoot.
know how every Kingdom Hearts fan felt after
Yep.
13 fucking years
Yep.
of everyone just going, what?
Yeah.
So remind me, did he just disappear or is it like
He just disappears. He starts
Disappears,
fading
yeah.
away. It's like Thanos snapped him too.
Also,
Yeah.
Fucking damn
it-
it.
You gonna woke
It-
up?
it's implied it's bad because the song that they played, as much as I love, what is it called?
Don't think twice.
Don't Think Twice. Don't Think Twice is very kind of much of a sad song as well. If you listen to the lyrics. So I think it was.
a song we love.
I
yeah.
love Don't Think Twice. It's a really good song, but there's a fan edit that fixes the parts that I don't like about the song.
Is it Kingdom of Bees?
No, it's not that. It's that there's like a part where Utada like starts kind of rapping, I guess.
I
And
do
it's
not.
like-
Oh, I
It
remember
sounds
that part.
kind of weird in like they add like more instruments into that part to kind of make it sound a little bit better.
I think that part's fine. It's whatever.
I'll send you the
Yeah.
I'll send the
What are we missing now?
But so with that, Mike, because we had pieced it free together. The secret ending confirms Sora's dead, which was the trick for you, Mike Albertin, all
Oh,
along,
and then he ends up in the world ends with you world, right?
where everyone's dead. Yeah.
Oh,
Except it's Verum Rex, but it's also like 18 other
Yeah, and-
things.
And the guy.
okay. Now I'm putting that together. Okay.
Yeah, and that. Yeah. So I thought you knew Dominic, but yeah,
but I didn't. I thought he just faded away because he was off time traveling. or
No,
something. I
he's
didn't
in
realize.
the Raynatus World Ends with You world.
no, Ray Knowledge is 109. I checked.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is.
But it crosses over with Neo. This makes no sense.
I
Nope.
have not. We have not played it, so we don't know. So we'll get
and
there
they
that one
haven't
day.
and they haven't actually confirmed that is the world ends with you, by the way.
No,
It's
they have.
104.
It's 104. They said
It's 104, but they
it's
haven't
104.
but they
Yeah.
haven't they said that it could or could not be. Also
All
it's
right.
called
Fucking
Quadratum.
better be.
So I did not read the secret reports.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't
Who
read them
wants to
either,
talk
so-
about this?
Go ahead, Phoebe.
You know, I didn't
I'll-
read them, so.
So
I
the
didn't read them
majority-
either, so
Honestly,
go.
the big thing about the secret reports is more information about the fact that there is a girl in a cell
Oh.
somewhere underneath Radiant Gardens.
A girl in a cell.
Yeah,
So-
Girl in a cell.
there was a girl
They-
in a cell. They talk about it throughout
Oh,
the game. Lee and Issa hint that they knew a girl and that they were going to rescue her.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who this
Whoa.
fucking girl is. It is either, in my honest opinion, Skuld, which is like Ephemer's girlfriend partner in Union Cross, or it's Fortella Ava.
Yeah. So
I have one more. For
That
you
is a
we'll
kitty.
get into.
so yeah,
That
is
also
a
means
kitty.
the other person is going to be Kyrie's grandmother.
So that whole part is where we see in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix where Semnas is walking down a road of like cages. I'm assuming, right?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, we also skipped another secret ending, by the way, but we'll get to that though.
Yeah,
It
that'll
must
be
be
the final
Ava.
secret ending.
It must be Ava.
I'm trying to remember what the final secret ending is.
No,
that was
Oh, the actual normal secret ending.
The normal secret ending.
But
the
in
one
but in this secret ending, we see Sora ending up in this 104 Japan, and Riku also shows up, but he's actually not in this one. He's
Mike,
in
what
another
the fuck
one.
does your cat have around his or her
She has a little bandana that says "nice" with a hint of naughty.
Oh god. But we also see Yosora
Yeah, Yozora.
from Baron Rex in this world, and we see, as I assume, the Master of Masters.
That is the Master of Masters.
That's the Master of Masters.
Who
Mike,
just-
how well is your Japanese?
Not well at all. I know one word: arigato.
What do you think Sora means in
Sora.
Japanese?
No idea.
God.
Dominic,
Isn't it like sky or light or something?
it is sky. Who wants to take a guess what Yozora means in Japanese?
Night.
Night sky.
God damn it.
Fuck me.
So is he the anti-Sora then?
I don't know. The only thing that you can also gather from that is that when it shows Yozora, it actually plays the theme from Final Fantasy Versus 13.
Because
Kingdom Hearts 4 is versus 13.
basically, I mean, Nomura he has never given up on the idea of making Versus 13.
He needs to let it go. He tried, he failed.
Let it go. Let
When
it
it's your
go.
opus,
No.
It doesn't matter. You will get it out there.
So with that, we missed the original secret ending. Mike, how do you feel about the big reveal?
I was not okay with it. So you find out Zigbar, right? Or is this real?
Zigbar.
Yes, Zigbar, not
Zigbar.
Zigbar.
Sigbar is Lushu. Woo.
Sigbar is actually Lushu.
And he's been body jumping this entire time.
It was Lushu all along.
Thank you, Agatha.
My question is, where the fuck were the other foretellers? This
They
whole
time traveled.
Who the fuck knows?
Oh, they time traveled? Oh,
Yeah, they time traveled. That's what it's implying, is that he opened up a time portal and let through the other assholes in. And that now we don't know what the other side is, but the game also ends with Drake Bell, young Eriquist going, I have another game for us to play. And it's 7 dark pieces, but we don't see what the good side is. So
I'm assuming 13.
It's just the
of light.
one. He places the
I think
piece down.
I think it's just one.
And we get some of the worst voice acting that Travis Willingham has ever done in his entire career.
Yes.
Travis Willingham
I-
is Lushu?
Where am I? What is this? You
Yeah.
tell me. It's
You
like,
tell
oh,
me.
wait, did
Oh,
you-
right.
I started answering at least one of those questions.
Yeah, Travis Willingham is a great voice actor and he has a great voice, but those line deliveries, I was like, no, this is bad.
I
This
feel
is
like
really
he
bad.
was told to do it on purpose.
Could be
Well,
like,
the Master of Master sounds the way he does.
oh no, but I feel like that one's like also intentional, of like making him be all
Well,
like,
yeah, it's
whoa,
intentional.
and ha.
So, what does everybody think is in the box?
Oh god damn it!
Kingdom Hearts.
Hopefully, it's a way to get out of this podcast right now. It's what Mike is saying.
It's
Fair
the
enough, we
real
can do
Kingdom
this at a
Hearts,
later
I'm telling
point.
you.
Yeah, I'm actually. I mean, yeah, this is going to be this should be our longest ever.
Yay, we did it, guys.
Chugyo.
So it's because the current longest is Kingdom Hearts 1 at 3 hours and 35 minutes of the finished.
Oh.
Wait, it's not Persona?
It's not Knights of the Old Republic?
That's 2 parts. Maybe that one could. I forgot about that one, to be honest with you.
Oh, that doesn't count.
It does count because it technically was all done in one recording. We just took a break and I just split it in 2 because I was trying to get more.
We probably should have taken a break with this, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I took a couple breaks. I don't know what you guys talking about.
Yeah.
I walked up and stretched once.
so
and also maybe
rude.
did something for Joe.
Well, plus I was trying to make sure we get this done in time because Phoebe's got to go to sleep to get her 4 hours.
It'll be 5.5. How dare you?
Still too little.
So
I know.
theoretically, if it's one Guardian of Light, it's going to be Sora alone for Kingdom Hearts 4.
I think it might
Champion of Light.
I think it might be 1v3, and I say 1v3 because of we'll find out. Or not 1v3, my bad, 7v3.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
No,
I'm
I'm
unsure what this
confused.
is now.
I'm not sure either.
It was Ava.
Oh, okay.
Was Ava part of the foretellers that showed up at the end?
No.
No, that's the whole point. She's probably
So there
the
you
person
go.
who's in the cell.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell. This feels like a Hell in a Cell match.
Are we forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
Christ, I hope not.
Remy shows up for the cooking sequences.
Hey, well,
No, okay, so we're done.
hey, well, whatever it is, we'll just talk about it when we talk about
Yeah,
the
if we
DLC.
forgot anything.
Oh, the gummy ship rules.
Oh yeah, we got a
No, it
gummy ship.
doesn't.
We got a gummy ship scale, and also they made Riku date Naminé because they didn't want to make him gay.
Yeah.
Everybody on the island is now brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Also, I don't know why they decided to keep nominating the same age. That's the thing I was complaining about a while back too.
Also, they gave Sora a child's phone.
Yeah.
Joe, what do you have to hit Emanuel over?
Oh yeah. Speaking of which,
Oh,
because it shows in the secret ending, it shows Sora in what essentially possibly the world ends with you, along with Yozora, who's also from Virum Rex. Final Fantasy VII reveals with the death of Sephiroth. Sephiroth is now able to go in the live stream and go into other universes, meaning Final Fantasy VII might also be in Kingdom Hearts 4.
At this point, I'm really hoping that this new place that Sora finds himself in is exclusively Final Fantasy worlds.
And you know what?
Square Enix. Also with Nier, Dragon Quest.
That would be nice.
Chrono Trigger.
I forgot.
Shit.
That's what you mean to buy the game day one.
I forgot. Mike, you still got to read your comments, concerns, questions. So
We gotta rank this shit. Like, we're here for 30 more minutes, baby.
All the question comments are going quick, by the way, so just to let you know.
No, bring him on.
All right.
Dominic is like at the when they're facing those fucking heartless at the end there before Moses parts the sea.
So we're gonna run questions, comments, and memories, and from the I Walk the Entire Orbital Super Replay group from Lance Howard. 3 was just okay. I actually think Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance are the best Kingdom Hearts games, but the story only had me hooked when I was younger. Replaying them, they aren't as good as young me had thought. From Casey Hecox, friend of the show, this game kind of deflated my love for Kingdom Hearts. After a long wait, I really expect this to feel more like a conclusion. The story goes nowhere for most of the game, and I found a lot of the plot unsatisfying. That the conclusion is not terrible, but it did bum me out, and I haven't really felt like returning to Kingdom Hearts much since. Okay, I don't
agree with either of these so far.
No, neither, but that's fine. From Cameron Solrado, I really liked 3. I thought it was pretty good. I love the opening song a lot. From Zach Harris, I love it with my entire soul. Rushed finale, be damned. I really consider this rushed.
It's not rushed.
I don't think it's rushed.
I think the issue is people don't think, which honestly, as a media lover, they were not going to end the entire story on this. I saw it coming. Not. Yeah, so I don't know why people are. I don't know why people are like, it feels unfinished. Yeah, it's supposed to be.
And if people think the story is rushed, it's because they told a lot of the story leading up to this game as it was. It's just they didn't put pieces together till now.
Yeah. From Michelle Chaplin, I really hated the card mechanics of Chain of Memory, so after that, I just watched a video of the story of all I missed.
Let's play a game.
From the official Laser Time community, from Philip P. Martinez, my great shames I never finished 2 because the unskippable tutorial was so long and total balls.
It wasn't that long.
You missed out on a lot of great games then. From J. Alberto, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, and the final chapter prologue are must-plays.
358. 358.
From Michael Turlock, I remember playing the first one when it came out, but then didn't continue. Now I bought several of them again, but I'm so confused by ordering all the point release collections and prologue stuff that I'm too scared I'll play them wrong and haven't touched anything one day.
Just play them on release order.
That's what I'm telling him in a comment.
Also, they literally lay it out for you in the compilations.
And I got from the... Oh, I have 2 more groups. Oh, fuck. From the RPG Sanctuary group, from Ryan... I'm not going to read all these. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm tired. From Ryan Perry, no Final Fantasy characters ruined it for me. Combat is way too busy. Great graphics. From Michael Henderson, looks good compared to the first 2. The story ends up a sad mess by the end. There's cool parts and all, but felt a bit let down by this one. They even had to release a whole DLC to help fix up some of the parts that should have been part of the base game to begin with.
Okay. No.
From Gareth Dustin, it's an
incomprehensible.
Yes, mess. If you haven't played the entries in between, I gave up something after Monsters Inc. If I recall, I feel the series has heavily drifted away from what it started and wasn't impressed at Final Fantasy being dropped. Well, you have to play everything because it's the series.
I don't understand why people have such a fork in their ass about the Final Fantasy characters being dropped. Like, it sucks, but it's not like... I don't know.
Part.
It's fine.
It's like saying, I hate that they dropped Keyblades and gave us guns instead.
Full offense, saying you didn't understand stopping because you didn't understand the story. If I remember correctly, no, it's Dream Drop. Never mind. That's like saying, I only watched the first 2 Harry Potters, and then I went to the 7th movie, and I didn't understand the second part of the 2nd movie, and went like, I didn't understand anything, so I walked out. It's like, yeah, that's gonna fucking happen, dude.
All right, from Jamie Abbott, absolutely loved the first one, but the second one killed it for me. All right. From Jarrett Roman, I don't think this is a good game, but I love the last few hours of the game as a Kingdom Hearts fan. Not a fan of the ending, though. From Daniel Chiba, my only complaint is how Disney ruined Arendelle by putting so many rules on what they can and can't do with the characters and stories in that world. I won't spoil why, but up and down is all I'm going to say. I don't get that.
I don't get that either.
From
Up and down
Nicholas
the mountain,
DeJong.
probably.
Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were awesome in my opinion, but man, 3 was such a disappointment. The worlds were not really that fun, and the story was just all over the place and nonsensical. From Nick Stram, one of the biggest letdowns in all of gaming history.
Jesus.
From Zach,
Oh my
I know.
I
From Zachary Roberts, don't let all
disagree.
these negative comments get to you. Honestly, I have no idea how people thought it was bad. Story was good, graphics on point, and the combat was fun. Not sure what people were expecting from it, but it delivered 100% in my eyes. Solid 9 out of 10 for me.
At the risk of prolonging this further, let's just give a quick ranking of where we think this ranks.
After this, we'll do it.
Okay.
We can do a shelf stacker box. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Bryce Laverty, way too easy unless you break your triangle button. It's the least favorite of the trilogy for me. 2 was awesome, then I feel they got cocky plus no FF characters. Nah, I don't like Disney that much. The appeal to me was the cameos to a degree. All right. Okay.
The box
From
is
Gate.
expensive.
Last one I'm going to read from this group. Or 2 I'm going to read. Benjamin Manley. I remember playing through Kingdom Hearts 3. It was fun, sure, but the ending was very lackluster for me. From Gabe Gassman. I got to agree with most of the people here. 1 and 2 were groundbreaking, but 3 was such a letdown. Not to mention it was way easy. Yes, easy games are bad.
Mm-hmm.
I finished the
remember
game
we're in the
on
age of
time. I
Dark
finished the
Souls.
game in a week. Oh no, it's so fucking easy.
Well,
Oh my god.
Worst game of all time.
I can't believe how many people cut it down in that group. But from the Kingdom Hearts Save Point group, from Isaac Durant, it's nice that they created the version that had all the past Kingdom Hearts in one disc, allowed me to play the one-time disc on the Nintendo DS. If not, I would have been confused. From Ryan Payne, I will never forget being 13 and finishing Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time. I bawled my eyes out with that outro cinematic. Okay. From Cuddy Chris, after DDD, it became clear to me that Nomura did not know how to write sequels. I feel he's written himself into so many corners that a lot of interesting plot lines get forgotten or retconned. The time travel and clones really lost me. However, I love the combat in 2 and 3. However, 3 is substantially dummied down and easier when compared. God, this is weird. From Scott Hamrick, to be fair to them, the majority of the series' life was on handhelds, and if a game in a series was on a handheld, chances are it was a spin-off that wasn't really important, and that only the console titles matters. Unless you're Pokemon, where the majority of titles are handheld for years. So if you tell someone, oh yeah, those handheld titles aren't spin-off, they are indeed canonical to the PS2 games. That's just going to both confuse and anger people as you're basically telling them to buy these handhelds just to avoid being lost. That's something that left a bad taste in everyone's mouth, so I don't blame people for that. Thankfully, that's not really the case anymore, now that the HD remixes have been brought over to every console for PS4. From Nate Levi gave a lot of hate to Kingdom Hearts 3 when it came out, especially after waiting over a decade for it. I went back and played it early this year and appreciated it so much more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to read a couple more. I'm trying to find a positive one. All right, from Claudia Dewey.
Jesus.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was gorgeously made, big, beautiful world. Visually, it was stunning. You are right. Without the other parts, I was completely confused. There were many great things in KH3. It was lighthearted, easy to play, and it included some things, and the cooking game was awesome. But what bugged me was, 1, that got the Final Fantasy characters are gone. I love the surprise of Aaron in the second, for example, or Orin. What the hell happened to Leon and the gang? 2, where in 1 and 2 the Disney stories were changed a bit. Now I felt like playing almost replicas of the movies itself. So many long cutscenes.
I will say I was disappointed at the fact that we didn't get Radiant Garden again, because I feel like that is like the premier Kingdom Hearts world. Like, you know, it's the hub,
Yeah,
of
it should've
where
been in
everybody.
So it should have Traverse Town.
Not so much.
Radiant Garden is
Traverse
Traverse Town, isn't it now?
No. Traverse Town
Radiant
is
Garden
the
was
one in
Hollow
Kingdom Hearts
Bastion.
1.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Radiant Garden is Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
My bad.
Wow. Yeah, that should have been in this game. All right, and last comment from Daniel J. Barrera. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a gorgeous game, so many great things, but it's like eating a very nice meal and thinking, I'm still hungry, though. What made Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 so great was it was essentially a soap opera built on relationships, making the player care about these people. Kingdom Hearts 3 dropped some of that soap opera in its place, adds more flash and pop. Hopefully they will rethink this for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, don't worry, they are.
God, I was surprised how negative people are.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised, but yeah, I thought that at least
Until like
maybe
yesterday, this was going to go in the box.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
And I'm going to give away a code quick before we go to Shelf Stacker Box. The code is for Steam code for Beyond Blue, whatever the hell this is. And the code is 6F7N9HNWZQNPVW. That is your Steam code for Beyond Blue.
Oh, this looks pretty.
No idea what it is. Just something I had. All right.
Kind of like Limitless Sea, it seems.
Oh, okay. And then we're going to go to Shelf Stacker Box, and I'm going to go first this time, which I don't normally do anymore. I'm going to put this on the shelf. I had a good time. This was a fun game. It was a beautiful game, and it reminds me how I don't play current games, and I had a great time. The cutscenes are great. The story was great. I enjoyed it. I really did. Go on the shelf, and I'm so happy I finally got to play it. So yeah, shelf, easy. Joe.
I didn't see that coming, actually. I'm also going to put it on the shelf. I like this game a lot. Funny enough, I think I played a couple times afterwards, but at the end of the day, it's a big conclusion to one of my favorite series. You know, funny enough, I think a game is perfectly fine for how long it is. Do I recommend you should play it like every once in a while? No, but it's always nice to be like, man, I could pick this up, New Game Plus or whatever it, and just have a pretty okay time, especially because as much as people complain about it, yeah, the normal mode is easy. But as I've said it for every other Kingdom Hearts game, you want a real challenge and fucking play on a hard difficulty. Because same thing with all the other Kingdom Hearts games. You want a harder game, pick the harder difficulty because it's no longer a button masher. You actually have to block and dodge and shit whenever you actually play on the harder difficulties. So, but yeah, shelf.
We just played the DLC.
We will get there. And Dominic.
This one's difficult for me. I will say, first of all, because the game is easy or easier, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that they tuned it to a better degree so that you're not constantly throwing your head against the wall trying to finish the game. And if sometimes you want to do that, that's fine. But if sometimes you don't want to do that, that's also valid. Now, for me, I don't know if I want to put this in the shelf or the stack. Because if I'm thinking about it, I need to play 2 again. But I think 2 and 358 are over this for me. But this is probably like my 3rd or 4th favorite of the series. So it's like it's on the shelf, but like the very end of the shelf could topple onto the stack if it gets knocked over, kind of thing. I don't know.
And Phoebe.
I'm going to put this on the stack. I don't like it as much as 2, but I definitely like it more than 1 at this point. It feels like a lot of the game, or at least very early on, can slog because you don't have all of your abilities. But when you get to the end of the game and how long and how good your combos feel, that's when the game really becomes what I wanted it to.
Like, the Disney World's feel like preamble that has to be there. But, like, it's not about that, really.
Yeah.
All right, and Emanuel.
This goes to the shelf. I've never hated this when it came out. I actually skewed more towards liking it when it came out. Yes, there were some disappointing choices, which I've pointed out throughout the whole recording. You know, from Phil, the Radiant Garden, certain things that I kind of had expectations of what I wanted for the game. So having taken all those expectations out, yeah, it still feels like they could have done certain things in certain aspects better and all that. But at the end of the day, it's still a very solid game. I really don't care about people saying if it's easy or not. And even people that were saying, oh, proud mode is still too easy compared to whatever. They added critical mode, which eats your ass, I guess, at this point. So, like Joe said, if you find that it's too easy, then just bump up the difficulty. Start it on a critical playthrough. Do a level 1 run. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Just
it's stupid.
Just don't go, saying, oh, the game's easy. I fucking hate that narrative anyway of like, oh, the game's too easy, the game's too whatever. And I'm like, you have a choice. You can bump up the difficulty, just like how I can lower it down if I just want to enjoy this game's story or just be OP or whatever, which is what I traditionally like in these games. So yeah, anyways, I don't want to go into a rant, but I do really like this game a lot. I think that for me, this might be my second favorite. It doesn't hold I'm not going to say it doesn't hold a candle to 2, because at least in terms of gameplay, I do like it a lot. I do like that this one's magic, which there is no new, well, I guess water. Water is the only new magic that you get in this game. But outside of that, it's like returning magics that you got from previous games. And you had the powered up Sa versions whenever you did enough magic. So yeah, it made magic a little bit more, I don't know, interesting in this game beyond, using Iroga in Kingdom Hearts 1 or Reflega in Kingdom Hearts 2 to basically just your scapegoat, they changed it up. So yeah, I just really love it. Well, not really love it, but I love a lot of aspects of the game. The Keyblade transformations, I don't think that we talked about.
We did not talk about that.
We did not talk about it.
We'll talk about it in the next one. So.
Yeah, we'll talk. Remind us to talk about it in the DLC.
Game.
Look, the point is,
remind us to talk about it in the Remind DLC.
Not many games do what this game is doing. Are there disappointing choices? Absolutely, but it does a lot of things, and it does a lot of things at least correctly enough that it's that's what matters to me.
the Roxas and Shion stuff matter way more to me than, oh man, I don't see Leon anywhere.
Mm-hmm. That I miss Leon and Cloud, sure, whatever. But I'm the thing is that I feel like they're probably going to course correct for Kingdom Hearts 4, and they are going to throw us like a lot of Final Fantasy characters in that one, returning and new ones, I assume. But yeah, I really enjoy this game. Like I said, it's a shelf for me, and it's my second favorite. I think that 1 is 2, obviously, it's my GOAT. Then it's this, then maybe Birth by Sleep, and then Kingdom Hearts 1.
All right. I don't have a ranking. Does anyone else have a ranking they want to share?
Not really.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and I guess just into what we're talking about next week. Next week, you can hear me talk about God Hand.
Oh shit.
God.
Oh. Deep cut. A very big deep cut.
What a shift from Kingdom Hearts 3 to God Hand.
It's interesting. I started playing a little bit yesterday. I need to get my ass on through it. But yeah, it's interesting.
I'll kick your ass into the Milky Way.
So, doesn't have subtitles, which I don't like. But that's my only complaint so far.
Yeah, those older games always had that problem.
Yeah. They didn't like to do subtitles where I'm like, I can hear, but I don't want to. I rather read it because I like to play without sound, and I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So, or sound out. But that's not what. Okay, so I think that's our Kingdom Hearts 3. If we did it, guys. If you want to hear the rest of our Kingdom Hearts, everything will be in the show notes of this. If you want to follow along with everything we've done, if you missed anything, chances are you didn't just jump into this one randomly. But yeah, it's been a hell of a journey, and we got the DLC. We got we got more. So there's going to still be
Melody Memory.
Yeah, there's still like 4 more episodes coming of Kingdom Hearts before 4 even comes out. So
hey, if you made it to the end of this podcast, congratulations. Leave a comment saying "Old Man Dick." We'll know that you listened to the end.
Like I don't know how you're gonna do all this other shit you got coming out after this. Good luck to you.
Agreed. So my wife, sorry, we can't have date day. I got to stay home and play video games and edit podcasts.
I got to play Earthbound for the show. I'm sorry.
Fuck, I got to do that still.
Oh, God.
I forgot that's coming up. I'll be able to get through it, though.
God Hand, Spyro 2, Earthbound, Jesus.
Oh, my God. What the hell? And Wind Waker is 2 coming up, also.
Yeah.
What the hell was I thinking? Dumbass.
You fool.
Yes, I know. All right, we should go to plugs. Dominic, where can we find you at?
Yes, you can find me on the Distant Ways podcast on YouTube. We are a fun music podcast where we talk about albums. It's a good time. We have a really deep lore for no reason. I'm also on the Overload Facebook group. You can find me. I don't know if I'll even have a Twitter at this point, so I don't know how to plug it, but yeah.
Fuck Twitter. Fuck Elon Musk. And Phoebe.
Hi, I'm the Let's Play Princess. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch, and as one of the 2 co-hosts of Nerds Broadcast.
And Emanuel.
Hey, twitch.tv/Commander Lionheart. I know I haven't been streaming lately. I'll be back for the Game Awards, and I may do some other stuff probably that week. So we'll see.
All right. If you enjoyed this episode, over 700 other episodes. Everything we do is on Podbean. I think it's on Spotify, too. We're wherever you get podcasts. There's lots of us. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. I'm still on Twitter, but I won't ever be posting on there again. TikTok, YouTube, audio only. Rate and views wherever you get your podcasts. I want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro courtesy of Helena at Hell Has Free. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And give a shout out to Gamer Looks at 40 with Bill Tucker, who's currently talking Final Fantasy, but he's out until December. Oh, no, not December, but next year, January, he'll be back. So definitely go check out his show. Tons of episodes. You've never listened to it. And rate and views wherever you get your podcast. I think that's everything I need to say. And we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Darkness.